I'm putting the paint where it ain't. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is your host, Demetrius with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling, man? Yeah, happy Tuesday. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Wallace the drummer, what's up, man? Earl Locklear, what's poppin', my dude? Rashid Ali, what up, man? Donna Doran, what's up, yo? Say, hey, PPP, we not worried about the Saints. We ain't worried about them with they nasty city. And they sorry behind team. Cam Jordan's trash, the city's trash. Everything about New Orleans is trash. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, relax and talk sports. What's up, man? He said, welcome to Bryce Young Kingdom. You think it ain't? Yeah, he said, welcome to Bryce Young Kingdom. You think it ain't? Yeah, BWO, Bryce World Order. Remember that. Yeah. Chelsea, what's up, man? King Sullivan, what's up, yo? Daz, what up, yo? Say, yes, sir, yes, sir. What up, man? Rizard. What up, Riz? Yeah, James Allen Panther. What's up, man? What's good, man? He said the place to be is PPP. That's a fact, man. Ain't no other place to be, man. That's a fact, yo. What up, Driver? What's up, man? What's good with you, Candy Girl? What up, yo? What up, Gerard? What up, man? Candy Girl, what's good? What's good? SC Panther Boy, what's poppin', man? Kevin Shepard. What's up, man? He said, let's get it. And that's a fact, man. Hey, listen, I'm excited about this conversation because I think it's one that we need to have. I'm tired of y'all scary Panthers fans. Yo, what up, Jamal? What's poppin', my dude? What's good, man? Man, let's get into this, man. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all scary Panthers fans. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. All right? I'm tired of it. You guys irritate me so much. All right? You sit up here and you talk so much of a big game, right? And when I say something like, I want the Buffalo Bills week 1. Oh, PPP. You better not say that. Shut up. Just shut up. All right? Shut up. I'm sick of y'all, man. You're scared. You're cowards. You don't believe in your team. That's the problem. You sit up here and talk this big noise, and you soft. You scary. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do? Yeah, I said it. Yeah. So listen, today's podcast is about, hey, it's about us. It's about us. It's about shout out to Whole Sullivan, yo. For the $10 cash app. He said, get a gallon of glaze. Hey, I appreciate you for that, yo. Ain't no glaze going on. I'm just talking straight facts. But shout out to him, guys. We help us reach our goal of 120 per live and subscriber donation, subscriber love. He did kick us off. That means we 110 away from our goal of $120 per live and subscriber donation. You rocking with the channel, rocking with the content. Help us reach that goal. My man already started us off. Say it in the super chat. Light the screen up. You feel me? Become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. Guys, the season is upon us. Yeah, we got leaks we gonna talk about. We got we got a whole bunch of stuff we gonna talk about today. Yeah, and of course, we gonna talk about Bryce Young and the Bryce Young detractors. Yeah, I'm on y'all too. Pause. Anyway, so listen, it's about us, all right? All this stuff that you guys are, kid, all this stuff that you guys are perpetuating, that this team has done this team has done that, yet you guys are afraid. You guys are scared. You guys are hiding in your skin against playing the LA Rams week 1, against playing the Buffalo Bills week 1, against playing the Seattle Seahawks. I done seen so many people say, boy, I hope we get the Saints. I hope we get the Jets. I hope we get the Patriots. No. Shut up. No. Hey, bring King Kong on. Yeah. Bring King Kong on. Yeah. Bring Bowser. Yeah. Bump all the little mini goals. Take me to the boss. Heck wrong with you? Take me straight to the boss. Straight to the boss. Shout out my boy Peso 100, man, for that cash app. He said anybody week 1. That's a fact. Anybody week 1. Man, let's drop a bomb on that. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. It's anybody, kid. Man, drop a bomb on that, man. Yeah. It's anybody week 1, man. Anybody. Anybody can get it. Anybody. That's the type of that's the type of mindset you gotta have. Y'all sitting up here talking about, oh, I hope we get the Jets, and they don't really got an offense like that, and when they got Tyler Shaw down there in New Orleans, and they can't do much. Boy, I hope we get that Patriots team, and I hope they look like. Shut up! It's sickening. You ain't a Panther fan, you do that. Week 1, give me Buffalo. Week 1, give me the LA Rams. Week 1, give me Seattle. Week 1, give me Green Bay. Week 1, give me the Dolphins. Yeah. Give me them. And let's go out there and let's put it on their back. Let's go out there and whoop their behinds. Let's go out there and show them what Panther football is. Guys, we ain't got time for all this scary stuff. Yeah, we ain't got time for all that. Said, PPP, what's your angle today? 336, same angle you got. Quit babying this team. We went out there and we got all this firepower on defense. We went out there and got Bryce Young, probably the best wide receiver in the draft. Bryce Young is coming off of an ascension, right, trend. So what y'all worried about? What y'all scared about? Gosh, man. It's sickening. All on Twitter. All on Facebook. All on Instagram. Man, I hope we get this team. Man, I wish, man, shoot. Shout out Fishbub, man, for that super chat. He said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. That's it. And you ain't got to fear that. Go out there, put your chin strap on, and run fear straight through the mouth. Run fear right up her mouth. Yeah. What y'all worried about? What y'all worried about? Now we gonna get into some stuff, but I just had to say that I'm sick of y'all with that, man. Yeah, don't be coming over here talking that crazy stuff, man. I don't want to hear that. Talking about we need to play these sorry teams. We ain't sorry. We finished the season off. Bryce Young finished the season off with the best career stats that he's had in his career, and you ashy niggas and sit up here crying, talking about give us a Jets. I wish you would. I'll block you. I wish you would. I wish you would. Yeah, I'm sick of that. What up, Dark Quantum? Yeah. What up, y'all chitlin, sauerkraut, taco, and pineapple pig feet flavor ice cream eating knuckles? Yeah, that's a fact. I'm tired of it, Quantum. It makes no sense. I'm sick of that. This team is a whole lot. Listen, what we've done in the draft and what we've done in free agency, guys, has totally revamped this Panthers team. All right? That's first and foremost. All right? And listen, us as grown men, we don't need to be sitting up here saying, oh, I hope nah. Bring that nigga on. Bring that, hey, tell him meet me outside. Tell him meet me outside. Tell him meet me on Mint Street in Brooklyn Village. Yeah. Pull up on Mint Street in Brooklyn Village and see what's up. I'm sick of that, man. Y'all about to piss me off, man. All right, let's, God dang. If I see one more comment like that, I swear I'm going to get blocked on whatever platform I see it on. Because I'm going to call you a punk. I'm going to call you soft. Talking all that craziness. Yeah, shout out Dark Quantum again. So hit the like button, y'all crybabies. That's a fact. Crying about week one. Week one, we need to have an easy team. PPP, take it easy on Bryce. No! No, don't take it easy. He ain't asking y'all to take it easy on him. Y'all didn't see Bryce Young in them games? Standing in the pocket, being resilient, taking on the unguarded man, throwing the ball. I mean, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that. I don't like that. We ain't having that around here. Hey, Candy Girl, you see anyone around here acting like that and simping over week one? Block them. Get them up out of here. Block them. I don't want that over here. I do not want that over here. Shout out to my boy James out of Panther. These people scared of the like button. Don't make me play the music. Hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button. We got 94 people. Let me see here. Let me see what we got. We got 90 people watching right now. Hit the like button. All right, now. Let me pull this up real quick. Because I want to show y'all what possibly has been leaked. Don't know. Now that's why I put it in the community section. If this is true, how do y'all feel about it? And I got some responses, but I'm getting ready to share my screen here, and I want to see what y'all think. All right, I want to see what y'all think. So this leak that I saw, right, is supposedly from the NFL Network. Supposedly, all right. It says week 1, 2025, schedule week 1, and it has the Panthers playing the Buccaneers. I don't care. Bring Baker back to the bank. If this is for real, bring him back to the bank. Bring him back, and this time we ain't gonna just nick his leg. Yeah, we're gonna tear that thing off and throw it into the fifth, into row 555. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just talking. I don't mean literally, but we're gonna do that. Yeah, let Baker come back, and instead of just tweaking his little ankle, we're gonna take the whole ankle off and throw it to Uptown Charlotte on the other side of Uptown Charlotte. How about that? Bring them on, bring on the Bucks. Yeah, bring on the Bucks. Ain't nobody scared of no Bucks. Ain't nobody afraid of the Bucks. What? What we have this year, guys, is a more complete team. Because guess what? 30 seconds left in the game. Baker Mayfield on a team that has a good defense ain't running 40 something yards down the field. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And what Bryce Young did against that quote unquote good defense that was number one in the NFC South, shredded it that first game. How? Using his legs. I keep telling y'all, stop trying to baby Bryce. He don't want y'all to baby him. I'm sick of this, man. Gosh, I'm sick of this. Stop babying him. He ain't trying to be babied. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's the Bills. I don't care if it's the Green Bay Packers. I don't care if it's the San Francisco 49ers. I don't care if it's the LA Rams. I don't care if it's the Miami Dolphins. Line them niggas up and let's go to work. Links in the chat. Yeah, I said what I had to say. I said what I had to say. Yeah, I said what I had to say. Links in the chat. I'm sick of y'all doing that. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It'll make no sense. Just crying on social media talking about let us get the easy way out. Why? Let him build momentum, PPP. Why? All that momentum you get over the offseason? What? No other team talk like that. But y'all mad at me. And I'm telling y'all, give us the hardest person and let's see what happens. That don't make no sense, man. God dang, come on, Tico, tell him what's up, man. Tell him what's up, man. Daz, what's popping, yo?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up?
What's up, man? Hey, PPP, I'm gonna be honest.
What's up?
I wouldn't mind the Bills week 1. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Talk to me.
Right, so this a new year, and everybody think we gonna lose this game because of what the Bills did last year. This is a whole new year, man. We can catch them while they don't have much chemistry right now. It's week 1. We can catch them early. We can beat a good, solid team, and then we'll have a better measure of our team. Because if we beat the Bills, then we're gonna see, okay, we can compete with one of the best teams, or as they would say, one of the best teams in the league.
Exactly. Hey, Daz, I'm so glad you said it. You know what it does? It kills any narrative.
Yep.
You go ahead and you knock out the boss at the beginning of the year. Who in this case is definitely the Buffalo Bills. You knock them off first game. What else you gonna say?
Exactly.
You can't say nothing else.
Because PPP, look, let's say we do get the Patriots or somebody like the Saints. Then they're gonna say, oh, they ain't play nobody. It don't really count. It was a close game. I ain't trying to hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want the Bills. I want somebody good. Because once we win, I don't want to hear nobody mouth.
Hey, yo, Dougie, you got to read the captions, my brother. Everything I do is for content, my brother. Read the caption on that, all right? Read the caption. Yeah, but listen, that's exactly where I'm at with it. When it comes down to the talking next year, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. If we go ahead and we play a team like that, one of those higher tier teams that we all deem as higher tier teams, there's no more talk. There's no more. There's nothing else that can be said. Bryce Young go out there and he put the paint where it ain't. Yeah. That's where it's at. Hey, Kobe, what up, shooter? T. Cole, what up, baby?
Hey, I want to say one thing.
Talk to me.
One thing. I don't care about no Buccaneers, no Patriots, or no Pioneers. It's Panthers in 5.
Facts. Talk to him.
I stopped playing with Bryce the third, young Bryce the third.
Talk to him.
Bryce Bartholomew the third. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Talk to him.
Come on
Talk
now.
to him.
Hey,
Talk to him.
if this Bucks week 1, I'm on a bucket with your girl head. Where she at?
Oh, look,
Right.
hey, yo, let me tell you, if it's the Bucks week 1, listen, hate week starts now.
I'm
Oh
telling you.
yeah.
Yeah, it starts now, yo. Bump that. It starts now, kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they gonna hate me.
Rizard. Rizard.
Talent.
Now,
Thailand.
now, PPP, fellas, I just want to start off by saying, fuck the Saints, fuck the Falcons, fuck the Bucks. Give me anybody, goddamn it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Hey, I want whoever PPP. Give us the bit. I want the Falcons. I want Durag. That's who I want week
You want
one.
do-rag week 1?
I want Durag. I want to hate Red right now. God damn it. Him and the Bird Lady. I don't give a damn.
Riz, listen. It's all about us. It ain't about nobody else. It's about the Panthers solidifying them. That's the whole purpose of this podcast. We ain't
That's a
got nothing to fear. It's all about us, yo.
that's a fact. And on top of that, I don't want to hear Bryce won a meaningless game in week 1.
Facts. That's
Bastard.
thank you. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Thank you. Thank you. Gosh.
Yeah, we got him, PPP. We got all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now, it's Bryce. Come on, it's Bryce for the win. This
Bryce
gonna
for the
be
win.
this gonna
Shout
be
out, shout out to my boy SC Panther Boy 803. He said, I'm ready for whoever week 1. Send King Kong PPP. That's a fact. And shout out Dougie. Dougie ain't got no shoulders. No oil to get his shoulders through the door. So he mad right now, y'all. Yeah, he ain't got no oil to get his shoulders through the doors.
all week.
yeah,
Put some WD for
yeah. His old lady got to roll him on the side to get him through the door. I love you, Dougie. I love you, Dougie. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, PPP, man. We gotta want all the smoke, man. I mean, to get where we trying to go, we can't be looking for no easy game. It ain't really supposed to be no easy games in the league. To be honest with you, we got to
Man, it's
stop.
supposed to be none.
Yeah, we got to get to a point now. Especially, I mean, we don't know what the talent gonna produce, but we ain't we supposed to be able to beat the people we supposed to be and not be satisfied with that.
Right. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. We ain't all them, last year for that damn, what you call it, damn, I forgot what I was trying to say. The personal wins, or the ones where
Yeah.
we almost won.
Yeah. You talking about the moral victory ones and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it's over for that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This year right here, it's totally different. This year, the Panthers taking names, lining you niggas up, line Durag up, line Baker Mayfield up, line Tyler Shaw up. Yeah, and let them know what time it is. Line up. What's old boy name? Brock Purdy. Line up. Josh Allen. Line all them niggas up.
The time,
Line Steve Wilkes up too. Yeah,
Well,
line that nigga up too.
well, PPP, we got to be careful where we line up Tyler's show because he might kick everybody in the back of the head.
whoop his behind. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I'm saying, man. I got tired of seeing that online, man. We need to get the Jets. Oh yeah, man. Shoot. But this helps us out with gauging where this team is at. Week 1, no questions asked. If you go out there and you knock off a good team, right? What can they say? They can't say anything. They can't say nothing going forward. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. And everything that we're going to do going forward starts right now. The identity of the team. You see how old boy, what's his name? Princely and Nick Scorrington, how they look out there on the field, man. You see the vibes between Ted McMillan. You see the vibes right now with Jimmy Horn. You know, you see all them boys, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it. I love it. I love everything about how this team is orchestrated right now, man. Even with Canellis coming out saying that, yo, I'll go out with these boys right now on the grass. Yeah, right now on the grass. I'll take these boys right here. And
Hey,
that's crazy.
PPP.
Yo.
Did they integrate the rookies yet?
Nah, not yet. They do that soon.
Okay.
Rivalry.
Yeah, I think they in the facility together, but they
That's what's
can't go on
good,
the
my
they
G.
can't go
What's
on the
good,
field
Red?
yet.
You say you think they in the facility right now?
Yeah, but they can't go on the field yet. I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Look, as long as Tet is around Thielen and Jimmy Horn is around Thielen, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Big Cam Jackson, Mr. Laydown himself, is around Big Grizzly.
Mr. Laydown himself. Around both Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Around both Browns. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they working.
Yeah.
They working out right now. They getting ready for mini camp at OTA.
Okay. Yeah, man. So fellas, how y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about what I said? You know, it ain't I ain't trying to be soft this year, man.
Yeah, I already told you how I feel about it. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to come out guns blazing, man. I'm more that
Got
slow
to.
start and shit.
Yeah.
I'm,
First play from scrimmage. 45-yard pass down to Ted McMillan.
nah, it might go to XL. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's
it
cool.
might it might go to
Hey,
XL.
yeah, Tech gonna open up sales like
Mm-hmm.
that too, bro.
It might go to XL.
We keep talking about we need speed, but XL is actually faster than Jimmy Horn Jr. So if he can get his shit together, once that big nigga get rolling, bro, on fade balls, if him and Bryce can start connecting on some of them 9 routes and them posts,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna get real interesting, bro. As far as the type of receivers that we got, you know.
Fish Bub said Excel will drop it. No, he ain't. He good now. He ain't gonna drop it no more. He good now.
No, but that's why I said it might be XL because of all the stuff we've been saying about him and how
Yeah.
he showed us that he can't catch all of the easy catches
Hey, I'm
last
cool
year.
with that. He need to. He
Gonna
need
have to
to.
show out.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I want Leo to pull up so he can pull up that damn film and show him the difference between how XL catch and how T Mac catch.
Oh yeah.
Remember that time we were talking about natural hands, and he was like, "I don't know what natural hands. I don't know what that means." Type shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Bruh, up to my, you see how Tech snatching that ball out the air from my hands every time. I ain't see
Hands.
one
Hands.
ball. I ain't see him put his elbows in his chest one time.
Yep. Yep. Hands. That's
Well,
and that's what we need. Coker got hands. Excel just need to work on his hands. But if it is just that wrist situation, that's cool. Just make sure it's fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure it's working. That's all. That's all we ask for.
I'm ready to see how this defense look though. That's
Oh,
for
this
sure.
defense gonna be deadly. That listen, we're going back to the days where our front line, that front seven, yeah. It's gonna cause some issues.
Yep.
That's where we're heading to, because you don't go that big up front just to be like some punks, and just allow anything to just allowing the quarterback just to sit back there. You got Trevon Morig and you got Ransom, probably two of the best safeties in going after the quarterback.
Yeah, and to have that big D line in front of us, like in front of them like that, I think that's gonna allow Trevin Wallace to shine at what he's really good at, and that's run chasing and tackling.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Side to
But he
side. Yeah.
ain't right and downhill. If you clean, like that's the thing, like when like just like we do when we run, me and PPP always talking about the duo. When they'll double team your D tackle, and then one of them will work up to the linebacker.
Uh huh.
or they might send one of those big ass fullbacks / tight ends up the hole to dig out your middle linebacker. Trevor Wallace ain't really good at that yet.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to stuff the blocker and get off that block and make the tackle like a Keekly or somebody like that.
Yeah.
If Big Bobby Brown gonna keep him clean,
Yeah.
that guard ain't gonna be able to get off on him and do that combo block, and he just gonna be able to use his speed and athleticism to go get the ball. It's gonna open up a lot of shit, bro.
Yo, look at Charles B with this dumb comment talking about Falcons 11-6, Bucks 9-8, Panthers 7-10, Saints 5-12. No, sir. The Falcons the Falcons will not win no more than 4 games this season.
He missing a game too. It's 18 weeks.
Big slide for the Falcons. Big slide. Yeah.
Hey, you seen Big Grizzly chase Michael Thomas in his locker room? He gonna chase the whole Falcons team in there.
Chase that nigga straight to the X-ray room. Yeah, nigga, go look at your. Yeah. Heck wrong with y'all, man. Shit, what T. Thompson said? T. Thompson said PPP sucking Panthers titty, talking about our defense gonna be deadly. Okay, hey, don't worry about it. Hey, T. Thompson, you T. Thompson, you just wait. You just sit your ashy behind down right there and just watch. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you are slow. Falcons definitely winning more games. Well, okay, yeah. Hey, T. Thompson, was I slow when I said that old boy was going to be benched? Was I slow when I said that in the offseason? I think it's wise for you to be quiet right now, my brother. I think it's wise. Yeah, you ain't got the track record. You ain't got it.
I am looking forward to seeing Bryce come out with the nastiest demeanor ever. On the field wise, because he's still going to be his all shucks personality at the podium. We all know that. But on the field,
he's psycho Bryce.
You see him smiling, it's
psycho Bryce.
Yeah. And let him have his visor on.
Visor Bryce.
Hey, facts.
Visor Bryce.
Facts, Riz. That visor. That's what it was. It was that visor. That tinted visor.
Bryce.
That Oakley. Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. Y'all just wait.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in the year. I was like, these new QBs, boy, they got that ice water in their veins. It's like their asshole don't get tight in the big moment. Like they start smiling and joking and playing like you gonna have to do, if you don't do something, I'm about to go down here and win this bitch. Like it ain't no, I hope I don't fuck up the game. Don't nobody crack no jokes or nothing. Don't nobody
Yeah, we
you know what I'm saying? Hell no. They just like they said Joe Montana, the last play of the game when Joe Montana won the Super Bowl, it was in the huddle. And he came in and I think they played somebody on the jumbo string. I think it was John Candy or somebody. He was like, hey, y'all look up, it's John Candy. you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, they just gonna calm everybody down. One of the biggest moments in your life, and he cracking jokes in the huddle and shit.
Yeah.
That's the type that that's the type nigga that we got.
And before anybody say anything, right? We know Bryce went 6 for 22 or 24 in his career. That's his record, right? We get that. We understand that. His rookie year was bad. We acknowledge that. Just want to throw that out in the ether. He had 2 bad games last year in his sophomore year, and he got benched. We acknowledge that. Okay? So before anybody come up here and try to remind us, we know that.
6 of 22.
6 of 22. We got it.
Yep, we know that. Real quick, man. Shout out to the 120 that's watching right now on YouTube and the other amount that's watching on Twitter. Salute to y'all. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. I need 120 something likes right now. Also, we are $105 away from our goal of 120 subscriber and fan donation. If you rock with the channel, rock with the content, hit the Cash App. Cash App is Panthers Prime PPP. Venmo is Panthers Prime 1. Become a member today. It's only $3.99 a month. All right, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I normally have about 85% of the people who watch are subscribed, but I want that other amount. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Popping. What's up, baby?
What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all doing all right?
What's good, Pop?
What's up, Pop?
Man, not much, man. Actually, I agree with your PvP and your stance on. Let's go ahead and because some people do scare away from competition, and I've never
Yeah.
been that type of person. Even when I play sports, or even if I shoot, we could be playing Tetris or whatever. I'm a competitive by heart, and if you the best, I want to go with you. Go get you first. It at least lets me know where I stand at, and if
Facts.
and if I win, then I have now controlled the narrative going forward. So
Facts.
That's a fact.
that being said, I wouldn't mind having the Bills first, but I'm so hungry as a Panther. I like chicken, so I want the Falcons first.
Facts,
You know what I
Pop.
mean? Give me
Facts.
the
That's
Bills
who I
next,
want.
but let me
Give us
let me
the
let.
Falcons.
I need to see if they really got an Archer, or he you know what I'm saying, he just what he is,
Oh
what you know what I'm
snap! You
saying.
know Red about to pull up now.
Uh uh
God
A cherry
dang.
is he
pop, a
really an
cherry pop,
Archer? If he really like that, you know
a
what I'm saying? I
cherry
need to
pop.
see. I need
I want to see them young
Yeah.
bucks stop the run.
I want
Say
to see
That's
the
do
what I
guy
want to see.
say
Riz.
do
Now
rag 3 times. He on the way.
that's what I want. That's what I want to see too. I want to see did we really miss out on the linebacker slash AKA edge rusher, or is it just what I'm saying, a lot of hype? Uh, so yeah, I want a divisional game first. That's what I really want. I really
Mm.
want the Atlanta game. If it's the Bucks, even better. But just because I can't stand the Falcons, I mean I hate the Saints, but I can't stand the Falcons. But yeah,
Facts.
yeah, I want to see them Falcons first. But I'm cool with whoever we go against first. It don't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know we're gonna be at the bank.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be at the bank, baby. That's all I care. That's all. Week 1 needs to be at the bank this year. That's all I care about. Cause I'm gonna be out there, no shirt on, no socks. I'm gonna be out there. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there.
With a helmet on.
With a helmet on and a toupee. Yeah.
Nah, PPP gonna be like what is it, Sauce Walker?
Hey,
Hanging out the window with
I
a helmet
seen that
on.
early
With a helmet on, and about 40,000 change. Yeah.
in the rain.
In the
In the
rain.
rain.
Looking crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there early. I may miss church for I may miss church that Sunday. Yeah. Shoot. But Pop, that's all it
Yeah.
is. I just want to kill the narrative, set the narrative, because man, listen, it's about us. It ain't about no other team. It's
Right.
about Carolina Panthers. Bump
Now
that.
I do gotta disagree with A Kobe because reason why I don't want the Buffaloes right off the gate. I don't want to hear the excuses because I already know how people gonna do. Oh, we caught them early. They ain't really yada yada yada. Man, I want them when they full force, strong, ready. Give them a 2 games. Say all right, they should be rolling. Cause by game 5, by week 5 or 6, you should know who you are. So I would love to have them around like week 5 or 6.
You know
Y'all
what?
should. They
You
should.
know,
They
you
should.
know what though, Papa?
Huh? Go ahead.
To a nigga that's gonna have an excuse about Bryce, they gonna find a way. It
Oh
don't
yeah, they're gonna
matter.
find a
It
way.
don't.
Tico, I was just
It
about to
don't
say
matter.
that. It don't
If
matter.
it's
We
week
play the
one,
Bills, the Bucks,
if
the
it's week
Falcons.
Brock
5,
Purdy,
it
it
could
don't
be a
matter.
game that we win to get us in the playoffs. Well, that's what he
Well,
was supposed to do. He
well,
couldn't do
Tico,
it until they got
bro,
past him.
bro,
Hey, they
Or
slot
Chuba Hubbard
quarterback gonna
won the
be hurt.
game. The
They gonna
that
defense
blame it
won
on
the
Tico,
that.
us,
game.
Tico. All I want, if I'm gonna talk about Bryce, is for him to do his 111. If he do his 111, I ain't gonna complain. But if he don't, I'm on his ass like I usually am. Okay, that's
Yeah,
just how it is with me. It's black and white. You've
for
had
sure.
you got everything you need. PPP saying you ascending. Okay, all
Big
right.
ascending.
Big ascending from PPP's mouth. Okay, I listen. I gotta see it. So, as far as the rest of the team, how it's organized, I really think that we can be some sleepers. I'm not giving my record prediction to tomorrow. I've already kind of like gave it out already, but I haven't seen the actual way it's gonna line up. And then we still got to make sure that we come out healthy before we even start game 1 because that's what y'all need to have y'all fingers crossed. We have been injury
Right.
bugged for a hot little minute.
Yeah, you're right, Papa.
So what we need to be doing is saying
Make
before we
sure
even get
everybody
to a
healthy.
buck or a bill, come out a hundred healthy.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, listen, I think that's what we're gonna do this year. That's why We ain't sit around and wait for no Jonathan Brooks, who I think is gone out of Carolina. You know what I mean? We went up there and we got some reinforcements on the defensive line, just in case. Just in case. But yeah.
Let me see if I can get somebody to pull up. Let me see who I'm gonna target. I'm gonna say this wild shit right here. Jimmy Horn had just now jumped into wide receiver 4. Coker just took the back seat.
Now hold on now.
I knew I would do it.
Now hold on now. Now hold on now. You wait a second. You get a bit ahead of yourself right there, Bobby.
Hold
Look,
on.
Blackshear just got cut.
Yeah,
Last year-
PPP. That number 3 open.
Yeah, let's get Riz up out of here.
Damn, that was early.
Yeah, let's get Riz up out of here. He gonna sit back there for a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, listen, PvP. I'm telling you,
Sick of
when
that.
have you ever seen? And just think about, as long as you've been a Panther fan, think about the Xavier Legette rollout. Think about the Tet rollout. You have never seen a 6th-round pick get this much love and
You right.
attention.
I mean, you right, but
Yeah,
I've been
you're right,
calling for
Pop.
Jimmy Horn for a hot little minute, and we got him. There is
Hey,
something
Poppin'.
going on, and it's right there for everybody's
hey,
face.
this a good problem to have, bro. This
It's
a
a
good
good
problem
problem.
to
It
have.
is.
I don't know if he's gonna be actually number 4, but he gonna be on that grass.
He gonna be
Oh,
on that
yeah.
grass. Yeah, he gonna be out there on that grass.
I think he done moved the way they've been talking about, because he's already groomed. That's the beauty of coming from a prime organization, from Coach Prime. He's been grooming these guys to get ready for the NFL. So they already, I've heard the same thing about Shiloh already. You already hearing the same thing about Shadul already. Now you're
What up,
seeing it here.
Red?
What's happening? What's happening? What's
You did it,
happening,
Pop. You
brothers?
did it, Pop. You did it,
Yes,
Pop.
sir.
I
Yes,
was
sir.
that last comment for the Coca, I was really trying to get Howard.
Okay. My bad. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I appreciate
Yeah.
Red. I love Red. Red, my guy. Red, my guy for
No
real.
doubt.
I
Now
knew
we
I
brothers.
smelt
We
Waffle
brothers.
House
Red,
in the
Red be
G Rap.
soaring now. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
doggone right, Daz. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to Poppin for posting the running back 2 rankings
Yeah, you like
for
that?
the NFL. I like that. I disagree with it, but I like it though.
Why y'all were higher than us? Why would you disagree with it?
But that's no competition. We've been through that. I'm just saying Tyler
Yeah, let's
Algier.
get Red up out of
Tyler
here.
Yeah,
Algier
bye,
should
Red.
Yeah, that'll be all.
You already dropping bird shit around, and
Yeah, let's get Red up out of
in
here.
30
we
seconds.
all know
Yeah.
Tyler Algier belongs higher on that pecking order, man. We all
Are
know
you?
this.
Higher than who?
Go ahead and read the
All
list,
right.
Red.
Well, let me give it to PPP. Got it. Can you pull it up, PPP?
Well, what is it?
I sent you the graphic of the running back 2 rankings by I think
Resend
it's
it
Dove
again.
Cleveland.
You text it to me.
I sent I texted it to you. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Okay. You said it's by Dove Cleveland.
Dove Cleveland. Yeah.
All right, let me go to Dove Cleveland's Twitter page real
Okay,
quick.
get it off of his site.
Nah, Rashid, he ain't no Shy Smith, bro. Don't do him like that.
He just
Whoa,
called Jimmy Horn shot Smith.
who said Jimmy Horn shot Smith?
Oh man,
Rashad Ali.
Man, Rashad Ali.
Red.
Rashad Ali, man. I almost had Candy Girl block you for 5 seconds, man. Don't do that no more,
Red.
man.
I agree with your assessment on that. I do.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got it. And actually, I agree that Rico Dowdle should be higher. Some of them dudes, they didn't have the year that these running backs have had, man.
They haven't.
So,
Or
I think
about to
that they
have.
really shitted on the whole NFC South, to be honest with you, man.
They did.
Rashad White.
Is it the tier 1, tier 2 thing?
Now it's running back 2 rankings. So I'll read it out to y'all and see if y'all agree. It's the top 14. But we can stop at 10 with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 1, David Montgomery. Running back 2. He's number 1. Number 2, Zach Charbonnet for the Seattle Seahawks. For the Colts, DJ Giddings.
Who is that?
Exactly. I don't know who he is.
He's with the Vikings, isn't he?
He's with the
See,
Colts.
there you go. He with the
Oh,
Colts.
you said
With the
DJ
Colts.
Giddings.
DJ
thought he was with the
Giddings,
Vikings.
Dad.
He ain't even played yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. The Tennessee Titans, Tajay Spears.
Where has he been for the last 3 years?
I
Oh
thought I
man,
thought he was with Jacksonville, but I might be getting confused.
Oh, I got it right here. I'm about to pull it up.
All right,
Braylon Allen not on there.
Here we
Braylon
go.
Allen not even on there.
Oh
No,
man,
This it right here. Yeah, this it.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Braylon Allen not top 15.
Wait, hold on. Where's Chuba Hubbard at?
No,
No,
this
no,
running
no.
back too.
Running
Oh, yes,
back
that's right.
twos.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Running back two. Running back two. Okay. 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 All right. David Montgomery, Zach Charbonnet, DJ Giddens, Tyler Spears, Jordan Mason, Isaac Garindo, Blake Corum. Okay. Tyler
Right.
Algier. Okay. Rico Dowdle at 10. Ramondre Stevenson, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Austin Eckler. I
Now,
mean,
how you gonna have Najee Harris that low?
As a two, anyway, I would argue that he's been carrying the load at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, facts.
well, it could be because he's now with the Chargers.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a
yeah,
number two there now.
they
But
got
who
Marion Hampton. Yeah, I forgot.
who did they? Oh, they did. They did. Sure did. They drafted Hampton. Okay.
But
Okay.
I
Yeah, yeah,
posted
yeah.
that for a reason, Red. It was for two reasons. For one, it's an
Yeah.
interesting conversation, and number
Yes.
two, how people opinions
Yep.
don't always look that right when you look at him. Like you
You
take a
right.
second look at it, like now does he really know what he's talking about?
Right.
I don't think
Right.
so.
Right. And I think the thing like with the San Francisco pick, that's just based on their fan base, man. Because I don't even remember that guy getting that much run, man. I think I do remember seeing some highlights of him. I think he was on one Angry Run segment on NFL Good Morning Football last year. I remember him winning it one time. But outside of that, man, Zach Charbonnet, DJ Giddens, I ain't never even heard of no DJ Giddens, man.
Me neither.
He ain't even touched that gridiron yet.
See what I'm saying? And I know
Yeah.
Dad be up on his players, man, but have you heard much about this kid?
Nah,
I
I
know
think he
That's what
just
I'm
Spears.
saying.
Giddens just got drafted, and Charbonnet. I mean, I don't.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out to
he
my boy Tyree, man, for that cash app. He said, "Forget." I said,
big
"It ain't
Tyree.
much, but it's all love, bro." Hey, man, it's all love, man. I appreciate you, man. Guys, we are officially at $101 away from our goal of 120. If you rocking with the channel, rocking with the content, enjoying what you're hearing, this good Panther talk, show some love in the cash app. Cash app is Panthers Prime PPP. Venmo is Panthers Prime One. Super chat it, super sticker it. But most importantly, right now, hit the like button, yo. What y'all doing? What Joseph said? We got 100 and something people watching, and we only got 70 something likes. Now, I'm about to turn
Mm,
the music on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to turn the
mm.
music on.
Yeah,
Y'all hit
y'all
the
hit that
like
like
button.
button.
Yeah, y'all hit the like button, man.
It's
But go,
free. It's free.
yeah, it's free. It don't cost nothing. But go ahead, Poppin.
Um, yeah, I mean basically like me and Red have been going back against going, diversing back and forth, conversing back and
Yeah.
forth with content and context. I'm not sure what this guy is seeing when we've got guys right here who's actually have gotten 1,000 yards or have been a lead back and carried the team in several games, and you put them at the bottom. Like I ain't gonna lie, I wanted the Falcons to let go of their running back too because I wanted him that bad.
You like
Yeah.
Tyler Algier?
What? He's a beast.
He is.
He is a straight. He's a running back one. Be honest with you, that's what he
And we're
really
gonna
is.
lose him next year either way. We're gonna lose him.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope we pick him up.
Yeah,
Nah,
and
y'all
all,
got
and you know what
y'all
else
got
y'all
y'all
gonna
got a
lose?
stable of running backs.
yeah, we got Trevor Etienne.
You know what else y'all gonna lose?
I'll trade him.
Y'all gonna lose all them games except for four. I'm calling it
So
right now, Red.
which I heard you with that nonsense. So since you're being gracious
Yeah.
and saying four, which four games you see us winning, PPP?
None against us.
Okay. Well, PPP, let me ask you a
Mm-hmm.
question.
Yes,
At
sir.
least at
Do
the
you know how
Saints.
many games we won in the division alone last year?
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
cool.
four right there. That's your
Yeah,
four
okay.
right there.
Yeah, I hear you. Red. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Michael Penix is
Yeah.
a bus.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
bus.
yeah. And let me tell y'all, I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all.
Yeah, I know
A
you do.
bust, BUST, that will be placed in Canton one day. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like that 4,200
He
yard
he
field.
moving he
yeah,
moving to Canton,
yeah,
Ohio.
yeah, yeah,
He going to the
yeah, yeah,
Browns.
yeah. Hall of Fame, Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
whoa, whoa,
It'll be a bus
whoa,
that'll be there one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
he getting
whoa,
a, oh, he
whoa,
getting a
red,
jacket
Since
red,
rig.
y'all like to play on words,
red,
bust. I
red.
agree with you. His bus
Red.
will be in the Hall of Fame one day.
You can't do that with his start off.
Well, and he can't do that when he ain't seen him play. He can't call him a bust.
Oh,
You
oh.
think I'm gonna sit around and listen to that?
We ain't
but
see
you,
Do Rag
but
play.
you seen him play though, right, Red? You seen him play, right?
Oh, I have seen him play. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You sound like Howard. One and
Yes,
two,
sir.
right? One and two,
Yes,
right?
sir. I
One
have
and
seen
two.
him play.
Strong 1 and 2, right?
What I would tell you is, I just got through listening to "Moving the Chains" on Sirius XM while I was out at Walmart doing some shopping on my way home to catch the broadcast live today. PPP.
Yes, sir.
So
Appreciate that.
Pat Kerwin, and Jim Miller, they've been on Moving the Chains forever.
Yes,
Former
sir.
GMs, quarterbacks, players in the NFL.
Uh huh.
So guess what they did on their show today?
What they did?
They did AFC North, no, AFC South and NFC South quarterback rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like Papa says, it's just an opinion, but theirs is a very respected opinion.
Yeah. It
What
don't.
So
makes it so
Oh,
respected, Red?
respect don't mean right though. But go ahead.
because they are Risby, they're very respected. Have you
Who
ever
was
heard of
it?
their
Who was it?
show? Have
Red.
you ever
Who
heard of
was it?
those two
Who
guys?
are these people?
Pat Kerwin and Jim Miller. I guarantee you, if you Google them, they'll be the number one that come up on your Google
Well, if they
search.
were respected in my head, I would already know them without Googling, but continue, Red.
Well, that's to say that you probably don't subscribe to Sirius XM radio.
I
But
don't.
Dang
okay,
man,
yeah.
Riz.
So there you
Riz. He
go.
just said you ain't got no money, Riz.
Pretty
God dang.
much, pretty
Go ahead,
much.
No, I don't
Riz.
But we're
need
gonna move
to.
on past that. We're
I
gonna move
don't
on
need to
past
listen
that. We're
to
God
gonna move on
Sirius
dang.
past that.
Radio.
Yeah. In your car audio. But listen,
Yeah, I got my
so
iPhone cooked up. Sorry.
yeah, and I do too. But
Okay.
listen, that's cool. But listen, getting back to the point at hand. So they did a ranking of quarterback rooms in the NFC South. And
Yeah, we got the
of
best one.
course, of course, Baker Mayfield got the highest ranking of all the quarterbacks that they
Why?
view in the NFC South.
Why?
Would you like to guess the name of the bust that got the second highest grade?
Yeah. Let me know.
Who? Kirk
Well,
Cousins?
do you think Bryce is a bust?
No, sir.
So it
Who?
wasn't Bryce.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins was number two.
So and this is
No.
based on what. See, you know, I love these prognosticators who all they look at is teams based on the name. Now, if you really analyze,
Jim Miller and Pat Kerwin?
yeah, they listen. They don't.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
not. They're not in the inner workings of what's going on with Carolina. They probably still think
Oh,
we need. They probably still think we need an O line with their dumb selves.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's how I feel. They probably still think we need an offensive line. But what I'm saying is this:
Okay.
these brothers do not take the time to really invest in information about the team. It's merely based on what they've known in the past, what the
Well,
big
PPP,
topics have
PPP,
been, and that's
PPP,
it.
PPP. While you're bloviating,
He ain't bloviating. He's spitting
let me
facts,
give you
Red.
a little background on James Donald Miller,
Go ahead,
so in
sir.
case in case y'all don't know what his credentials
Is
are.
he a
Oh,
To
Panther fan or a Panther reporter? Is like he know the inner workings of
Riz, he
Panthers?
happens to be national. So no,
What
he's
does
not
that
just
mean?
linked. He's not just linked to one team.
But that
But
proves
just let
PPP's
me
point.
put this out there. A professional football player, played quarterback in the NFL, primarily for the Chicago Bears.
hmm
In the 1994 draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers selected Miller in the sixth round. And it goes on and on and on and on. Today, Miller co-hosts Sirius XM NFL Radio's "Moving the Chains" with Pat Kerwin. Okay, so he played a number of years in the NFL as quarterback. Played at Michigan State. Um, he's been involved in professional ranks and analysts on many shows, and all of this and that. But just to give y'all a little bit of
And
background on he and Pat Kerwin, since
okay,
y'all don't know and y'all don't listen to Sirius XM radio and just
okay.
think that I'm just coming up with names to try to add um, some status to what I'm saying.
Well,
Okay.
I mean that's essentially what you're doing, Red. Because if you're going to
Well,
pull out, if you're going to pull
well,
out, if you're
well, it's some people listening to the show
two
like a Panther
teams,
Pickle
then
who go ahead.
his position in this point is good, it's
Uh-huh.
sweet, it's cute, that's fine. But if you're asking, right, the best quarterback rooms right now, you have Michael
Well, I'm
Penix,
just
who's only
trying to
played.
I'm just trying to show you that these two gentlemen that I took the time to bring up
Yes, sir.
have credentials to be able to be doing what they were doing. Pat Kerwin is a former American football coach. He began his NFL career in 1972 after coaching high school and football and college. He was an area scout for the Phoenix Cardinals in 1989 and Tampa Bay Buccaneers 1983 through 96. He spent 8 years with the New York Jets, beginning as a defensive assistant coach and advancing to director of player administration.
Mhm.
Wow. Where he negotiated contracts and managed team salary cap for a damn NFL
Okay.
team.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. Check this out, Red.
Okay,
Red.
okay. Go
Red.
ahead. Cause I'm gonna
Red.
hit you upside the head, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Red. Listen, I hear all that you saying. Trust me, I do. But guess
Yeah.
what?
I'm here
Yeah.
to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We
something.
don't care.
We don't care, Red.
I know you don't.
We
We
don't care
really
Because
nothing.
don't.
We don't care.
because
We don't care nothing about his accolades or what he's done. I can care less because when I look at the NFC South as
Mhm,
someone who, in my time of being an NFC South fan, right, and someone who actually participates, in the inner workings of the NFC South, my
mhm.
point ain't less validated than his. It may not get
No,
out.
no, 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 it's not.
It may
It's
not
not.
reach. It may not reach 100,000 or 2,000, 100,000 people, or millions of people. But when
Yeah.
I sit down and I look at the NFC South, I'll say Baker. Yeah, we can go with Baker. I mean, who's his backup? Is it Cal Trask?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay. Do we believe Cal Trask is in any way, shape, or form a threat? If he was to go out there and play on any given Sunday, is he a threat?
No, no, they rated the backups too. They rated the
Okay.
backups.
Is
Because
Cal
they did the
Trask a
entire
threat?
rooms.
Is Cal Trask a threat?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no.
Hey,
I
okay,
think any
okay,
team in the
okay.
NFL would be pleased if Baker Mayfield was out for any significant or even for one game, and they
Right.
drew Kyle Trash as the quarterback that they was going to play against.
Okay, good. So let's stay right there. Now let's go to number two. Number two is the Atlanta Falcons. Who's your backup quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Does Kirk Cousins really want to stay in Atlanta?
I don't know if that's significant or not. Now, if you so let me just answer your question directly. I
Thank you
think
so
yes, he
much.
does. I think
Okay.
yes, he does. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You think he's cool with staying as a backup?
I think he want to stay in Atlanta, but I don't think he want to be a backup.
Yeah. So and thank you, Poppin, because his
So
wife is
does
from
so
Atlanta.
does
He
that
moved to Atlanta. He wanted to build a home here. So I think he wants to be in Atlanta, but I don't think he wants to be a backup in Atlanta.
so what happens? What happens when it's time for Kirk Cousins to be called up to go ahead and play? And then after that, now the young buck is back ready to play again.
So
What
they
happens
went into
then?
that. They went into that, and I can tell you that my opinion sort of mirrors theirs.
Talk
So
to me.
what I can tell you is they gave Kirk Cousins and uh what's y'all Andy Dalton. They gave them the same grade of a 5 on their scale as a backup. They can win you a game. They can probably even sustain your team for a period of time. They had a little joke where they talked about Andy Dalton. They talked about the number of wins and losses he had last year.
Wait, so you paid him all that money
No,
just to
Riz,
win
don't
it?
say that to Riz. Riz, stop, Riz. Go ahead. No. Let's let Red finish because I
Yeah,
think this is very,
yeah,
very important what he's getting ready to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Go ahead, Red.
And they graded him as a 5 because of what he has been in his career, but where he is now. They did the same thing with Kirk Cousins because of what he has been, but the way he fell off. They said that no one can tell them any different. Watching him, his mechanics, he was clearly injured, but they can understand, having been a veteran starter, that you don't want to give a young guy that the team has drafted an opportunity to see the field.
Okay.
So they can understand why he tried to play through his injuries, and a lot of criticism deserves to be put on the head coach and the staff because they really should have been more observant and pulled Kirk Cousins before he went. The team suffered that massive slide that they did.
Okay. So Red. So check this out. And listen, this is information that you have willingly gave to us.
Yeah, because I
That
keep
they
it real. Because I keep it
and
real.
listen, and you know what you do. You're probably one of the most realest brothers I know out here on in YouTube and outside of YouTube. You really are. Now, Red,
Yeah.
you just kind of what's the word? What's the word, Riz? What's the word I can use?
Now, I didn't self-incriminate myself. I just told the truth.
Well, I think what you've done is you've actually diluted the actual expertise of these two fellas here. If you're going to sit up here and tell me that
Backups.
Kirk Cousins, hold
Backups.
on, oh, that's cool. If you're going to sit up here and tell me because they're averaging both the QB1 and QB2, if you're telling me that Kirk Cousins and Andy Dalton are 5, are
Yep.
you really sitting up here telling me that Michael Penix is looked at higher than Bryce Young and Bryce Young beat him?
Now wait. Now wait. Wait. Now I'm gonna ask
Answer the
everyone listening.
question.
No, Riz. I'm gonna answer the question and pop him. But I'm going to ask everybody listening. Have I said what score they gave Michael Penix and Bryce Young?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter to me what
I,
score they
I, I
give.
know, I, I
If
know, I know that you don't have the ears to hear me go into that, but it seemed that you had plenty of time for me to expound on the backups,
well,
but you
sir,
don't want to talk about the starters.
sir, I just want to give you the opportunity, to expound because that's what we
Thank you,
do here.
sir.
But
Thank you,
but
sir.
but 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 here's the thing about it, though, sir. If you're going to sit up here and tell me that
And at the
three
end of the day,
games,
I get it that it don't matter. These guys' opinions don't matter. I get that.
no, 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 no,
We
no,
just
no, no,
having
no.
fun.
Yeah,
Content
But
is
you
yeah,
good.
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
opinions is similar
Three,
to
three,
yours, right?
three games
Yeah,
to these well-respected past QBs and executives and everything
yeah,
like that. They
yeah.
had the unmitigated gall to come out of their mouths and say Michael Penix is rated higher than Bryce Young when he has an L to Bryce Young.
Now see, your
I
your
thought it was all about wins and
anxiousness,
losses, Red.
your
You like
anxiousness
to bring up 6 and 22,
I
Red?
thought it was all about wins and losses, Red.
your anxiousness to try to head off
Was
what
I
you
was I
thought.
anxious?
You just ejaculated all over the conversation previously,
Oh, ski,
pre-ejaculation.
ski, ski, ski.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
Y'all stop.
Tri-State.
You didn't even let me get to the point of telling you that they gave Bryce and Michael Penix the same grade of an
Well,
8.
well, well,
Wow.
sir. Even in that,
You
that
see,
is just
Poppin? You see why I
hold on,
said
wait,
you
wait,
see
wait,
why I said he
hold on.
jumped the gun,
Let's
Poppin?
be totally honest. Let's be totally honest.
You
Even
see?
in that, that's disrespect. Bryce Young owns Michael Penix and has a 2-1 record over the Atlanta Falcons. So how on God's green earth can these guys who are big time analysts can come out here and put out some type of scale that says that? That makes
But
no
but
sense to me.
Can I
but
ask you?
PPP.
And I love this debate. I'm not trying to cut y'all off, but I do, since we're talking about the Michael Penix and the Bryce Young.
Thank you, nephew.
I want to ask you, PvP, who do you think has more pressure on them right now, Bryce Young or Michael Penix?
Bryce Young.
Okay, all right, you ain't fully checked out. All right, cool.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Bryce Young, of course. Yeah. Listen, Michael Penix is coming into a season. You can ultimately, you can really say this is really his rookie season in a sense, if you wanted to. I wouldn't push back on that because I get it. He came in, he only played 3 games the last part of the season. He ain't got no burn.
Right,
So
right.
you know what I mean? But Bryce Young has more to prove given the fact that this is his 3rd year, 2nd year up under Canellis' scheme, and he's
Uh-huh.
6-20, whatever, right? 6-22. So there's more pressure on Bryce Young to show that he is, in fact, that number 1 draft pick that we got him at. So that's where it lies at right there. But on the micro, to sit here and place, even though and they were ranked. Listen, how at this point, all you're doing is saying you like Atlanta more than Carolina. If both the backups are ranked the same and both the QB1s are ranked the same, why didn't you put Carolina in front? Because Bryce Young actually beat Michael Penix.
Exactly. The math ain't mathing.
It ain't mathing.
Okay.
It ain't mathing.
Okay. Okay. So what they did was just to sort of hopefully put a button on this.
Let
They
me get my
ranked.
condom because I pre-ejaculate. Let me get a condom.
Yeah,
God damn.
please do. Well, I think you're probably
That's too
done
late.
now
What
because I
y'all
did
is right now? What the hell did I just
Once you
walk
did
put the paint
into?
where it ain't, it's over
I
with.
did I
What
Hey
dealt
y'all
with
Ray,
on right
hey
now?
prejudice.
Ray, it's always round 2,
I
3,
Hey,
and
dealt with
4,
Tri-State, the
baby.
paint
hey.
going everywhere right
What
now.
y'all
Yeah,
on
the
right
paint
now,
all
bro?
over
What
the
the hell I just
walls.
walk into?
It's on the ceiling. It's
It's
everywhere.
always round 2, 3, and 4,
Oh,
my brother.
It's on
Yes,
the
sir.
fan.
Yes,
paint
sir.
It's on the
houses.
fan at this point.
Right, nephew. But basically, they just ranked them. Baker Mayfield, they gave a 10, and I think their scale goes up to.
He overhyping
I
him.
didn't catch all of the Tampa breakdown. I think their scale goes up to a 12, for which would be the highest rating for a quarterback. They gave Baker either a 10 or an 11, but I think they gave him a 10. I know they separated him from Michael Penix and Bryce, but they talked about what they liked about each player and what the detractions
Look at
were
Candy Girl.
for each player.
I'm sorry, Red. I'm so sorry. I just saw
Oh
Candy
yeah,
Girl.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, just clean up
Candy
after
girl say
yourself.
you need to clean that up. That's nasty, PPP.
Hey,
Lots of
real.
tissue for you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red.
But yeah, so and then what they did was finally they talked about Kyle Trask. I think they may have given him a 3 um as the
He,
number 2.
he
And
deserves a
then
one.
I didn't even hear who their third quarterback was on Tampa, but I know they gave him a 0. They gave Plummer a 0, and the undrafted rookie that y'all have, because he hasn't seen any action, he got a 0. We have Easton Stick, who was the backup in the at for the Chargers. They gave him a 1. And then we have, damn, I can't remember the dude's name. Uh, it's a black quarterback. He was with the bit with he backed up Lamar Jackson with Baltimore for a while.
I
Oh,
know you're talking
Anthony
about.
Johnson?
Not AJ.
It's the other one. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
His name.
Yeah. I can't think of his name, Poppy.
Josh
So
Johnson.
not Josh
Josh
Johnson. He
Freeman. Josh
young,
Freeman.
huh?
Josh Freeman. Josh
Not
Freeman.
free. No, he's a
Uh,
young quarterback. Um, um,
I can't think of his name either.
I can't either. I was trying to get it for y'all. But either way, he got a 0 too.
They say
So
Huntley.
nah. Uh,
Oh, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Huntley.
nah. Shit.
Well, what? Hey, why you thinking about? Let me just read this super chat. Shout out to Panther Boy 803
Oh
for
yeah,
that super
yeah.
chat. He said nobody cares about old do rag and Waffle House PPP. That's a fact. Don't nobody care. Go ahead, Red. Yeah, nobody don't care about that
But
dude,
but
man.
that was the thing that broke them down, and it was like a 1 point difference between us and y'all for the room, only because of really and truly Easton Stick. He was the only thing that was a difference. So, and you can take that for what you wanted. I mean, Eastern Stick, come on. But anyway, it was an interesting breakdown, man. I just like me and Poppin was talking about. We're talking about people's opinions and that sort of thing. That's all it is, man. And, we ain't taking it too serious. These players got to go out here and prove themselves. Emory Jones, that's him. He played at Florida. He was a quarterback at Florida for the Gators.
But Red, I don't agree with that running back two list. I do not.
Yeah, Rico
He
need
got
to
a
be
lot of
higher on.
problems with it
Rico
too.
need to be higher on that. You
Yeah,
can't
he
tell me
does.
Blake. You can't tell me Blake Corum's better than Rico and Tyler Algier because he's
I
not.
agree. I
He's
agree.
not.
I agree.
Yeah, Blake Corn really ain't getting no burn either though.
Tyler Algier was low on that list too, if I'm not mistaken. He was like 8 or 9. I was like, what?
Yeah, that
Oh
makes
yeah,
Nah.
sense.
yeah, yeah. He was low. He was low.
Yeah.
But and that's what we had. We had a sort of like a thing going back and forth with Aries Claire and with others. So we're talking about stuff that's factual that you can point to and stuff that's not just opinionated. So this is clearly opinionated, but yeah, some of them names I didn't even recognize them. Now I know Jordan Mason. I think he has fallen off, but at one point in time, he was high up. But if you ask me, that's when he was their starter.
Yeah.
So, I guess looking at the effect they'll have as backups, man. But listen, so interesting, man, as we on the eve of getting these the schedule release.
Well, we play the
How's
Bucks
it?
week 1, and you guys play against New England in New England.
Yeah, so how well that's a leaked thing and there's a lot of criticism about it that they did a good I saw where I think Tom Pelissero and other NFL voices that I have a lot of respect for, some even local to y'all. Listen, the guy put together a very nice graphic. It looks uh legitimate. I can't think of a better word, but almost legal to make you think that they got it somehow or another from the NFL league office
Nah,
and
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
there's
to
a Twitter page, bro. They ran it last year. They were accurate on the whole, like about 80%, 70, 80% of the
this
whole
same
season.
person.
Yeah, the same Twitter page. They deleted it and made a new one.
So
Okay.
so so is that the same list we seen earlier today?
I don't know. I sent Prime the Twitter page.
Yeah, PPP had it up. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
When we play the Bucks first?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Falcons play at New England, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. How
I
y'all
don't
feel
know. We'll
about
see,
that? If
man.
y'all if
Tomorrow's
y'all
official,
catch
so
the
it's gonna be real
if
exciting
y'all
for every
catch the
team,
Bucks
for
first,
every
how y'all
single
feel
team.
about that though?
I'll take
I,
it. I like it.
I'm
I
cool
want
with
the
it
Bucks at home.
Nah,
because that
shoot. Y'all know
that
how I
still
feel.
that still
Bring
sets the
anyone. Bring anyone.
yeah, cause that still sets the bar of okay, we testing what we got, what they got, what's going on. Is it gonna be the revenge of Hassan Reddick? Uh, hey, Baker's coming back to the
He's
bank.
washed.
You know what I'm saying? If he gonna give us a handful or
JC Horn gonna have Mike Evans locked up. It's gonna be slow for Mike Evans.
I'm never gonna count out Mike Evans, bro. I'm
Yeah, but
sorry. I can't.
JC, Mike Evans
I'm
made a
not
nice
saying. I'm not
touchdown
saying.
catch, but more
I just
times
think.
than
I
not,
think they're gonna
JC get
neutralize
the
each
better
other. You
hand.
can't. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, and I want to be on that same page with you. But you forgetting one big issue,
Hmm.
Evero.
I feel you. Mike Evans tends to be out there on the right side of the field, but
Is he
I
If
hear
gonna
you.
let?
if
Is he,
if 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 that's the way it shakes out, what I would
I hear
say
you. They
is,
don't let JC travel, and hopefully Evero makes that adjustment and lets that
yeah.
happen. You don't have
yep.
to change the same defense. You could run the same defense, just have him go on the same side where the number one receiver is. If it's
That's
cover
it.
three, he could just do it on the other side. Because regardless on which side of the field, he's doing the same coverage. You feel me?
Well, I
So
hear all the time. I hear all the time that it's a team sport and that these players are one of 11. What I would say is that that's just one aspect of the gameplay. But in my opinion, that's a tough draw for your season opener, man.
nah,
Division
I want that.
against the division champs that swept you
Yeah,
last year.
perfect. That's
That's a
okay.
tough
That's
draw,
more. That's
man.
more.
Where,
That's
where you
Give
last
look
year.
at?
them to
That's
me,
Where,
last
Red.
year.
Give them to me, my guy.
Facts, Demetrius.
That's
Talk
that's
that talk,
I
let
feel
me
Demetrius.
y'all. I feel y'all.
Give
I
that's
where
them to
you
gonna
feel
be
me.
used to
light
y'all.
that?
work.
Red. We used
Tampa
to
gonna
that.
be in for a rude awakening week 1.
We went to the Super
I'm gonna
Bowl,
say, I'm
lost to
gonna say it
Denver.
like you was saying, Red. Oh, my bad, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
We went to the Super Bowl, lost to Denver. What they do the next year? First game of the season, Denver.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say it like you was
I mean,
saying,
we
Red.
remember that. Yeah, we remember that. That's cool.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say it like you was saying, Red. We ain't running. We ain't
yeah. We
running. We
ain't
No.
running
gotta
from
play them
nothing.
anyway.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gotta play
Yeah,
them anyway. So it's like if we want to beat them, let's go ahead and get that first. Let's go ahead and give them that first L. And
yeah.
then
Pull up on Mint Street. See what's popping.
my hope is this: it's gonna take that. Like I understand, dude's been on staff and all that, but you know me, like I just don't believe that I believe there's going to be some hiccup in that offense. They've been really good recently. New guys at the controls. Week 1 for him to have to face. Like, I'm not saying we got the best
they have
defense.
the
I'm not
same
saying that.
they have the same offensive coordinator as last year. Tampa.
No, they don't. They lost Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen is now the
Yeah,
coach for
he's
the
the head
Jaguars.
coach of Jacksonville.
They do not have the same offensive coordinator.
That's right. That's right. He did
Duval.
that Duval shit. That's right. I forgot
Yeah,
about that. Oh
they,
man. And
they
we
was
gotta
number
play
6.
Jacksonville. That's lit. That's lit. That's
Yeah,
a
they was
W.
number 6 last year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And typically offenses start behind, unless you know, like Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, somebody like that. But a new offense, you know what I'm saying? We don't have the best defense, but I'd love to get them week 1. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'd love Tampa,
Yeah.
Seattle,
Rip the
Buffalo,
rip the
whoever.
pirate right off their back.
Bring
Yeah.
You know,
whoever.
I hear y'all
Miami.
confidence, and you're supposed to be high on your team. You know, and
Because
I
Bryce
wouldn't be
about to
Red
shock the
Swarm.
world next
I
year.
wouldn't be Red Swarm if I didn't bring what I can bring to the show. So
Bryce
let's
about
get
to
it
Do you
shock the
going.
think?
world.
So what I would say is, you know, the last 2 years, y'all opened the season with division opponents.
Right, exactly.
How did that work for you?
Wait, Red. Don't do that. Don't do that, Red. Hang on, bro.
Well,
Don't do
I'm
that,
just
Red. Come on, bro. Wait,
now popping. I'm not giving an opinion. We finna talk straight
hang
up.
on, Red. Yo,
Yeah,
you a
D.
real one, bro.
Let them know, A
Demetrius.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Yeah, let them know, A
You a
Kobe.
real one, bro. And
yeah,
look, bro,
bro. Yeah.
super
I
respect.
ain't
I don't
talking
care
about the
what.
Falcons right now, Kobe.
No,
I
no,
ain't talking
no,
about the
no. I got
Falcons shooter.
what. Look, regardless of what team you a fan of, but we know damn well one of the reasons we lost that game because the Saints trashed us, and they still ended up
Oh,
being a bad team. And we know
that
one of
was
the reasons
trash.
why
That was a
is because
mollywop, dog walk.
Yeah.
they
Step on
trashed
your
us. But
couch.
at the same time, that same team was a below 500 team. They picked right after us, and at the end of the day, what we're saying is that we don't believe that Bryce Young is going to show up. If that Bryce Young shows up, literally, we will have a new quarterback next year. Like
Bryce Young has a history of starting the season slow.
He ain't gonna
he
do it no
does,
more,
he does,
Red.
he
I
does.
can't
Okay.
join that
What
Okay.
conversation.
does
Okay,
Durag has a
BBD.
history of versus Bryce Young?
He don't have a
Bryce about to
history
Losing.
shock the
yet.
world.
He don't have a history. But if you want to talk
Oh,
about
he
one
don't.
game, if you want to talk about a one game risk, we all witnessed that game. So he has a loss against Bryce Young. But now we're talking about
But he played well. He played well.
if this schedule plays out, he'll be going against Drake May week 1, and you'll be going against Baker Mayfield week 1. Can
Okay.
we keep it focused,
So
Riz?
that's whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
don't.
whoa.
I don't mind going
Baker
Y'all gonna have
against
your
Mayfield is
hands full
better.
in New
practice
England.
squad defensive
Whoa, Red.
tackle.
They
Whoa,
gonna
Red.
have their hands
Baker
full in New
Mayfield
England.
is better, but you said that like he
Ho-
Josh Allen or somebody.
Hold on, Demetrius. I don't mind going
Hmm.
against our practice squad defensive tackle once upon a time. I don't mind.
Okay. Okay.
But hold on. Let's keep it a little real, a little more realer. We are
No,
talking
we can
about
do
the we
that.
are talking about the
Division
four
champions. Yep.
4 years in a row. Like they've been having our number. Like we can't come have stepping, and we can't sit here and have our chest poked all the way out, showing our chest hairs like we just be beating up on Buccaneers. We
Yeah.
ain't did it in the last 4 years. So
No,
we
no,
got
no,
to
sir, no,
draw
sir.
back a little.
Hey, poppin', poppin',
I'm not. Hold on,
poppin'.
PVP,
That's not
PVP. I'm
true,
not
poppin',
PVP,
poppin',
PVP. This is what
poppin'.
I'm trying to say.
Poppin'. We did beat them in
We did
2022,
beat them.
sir.
We did beat them, sir.
I'm not saying that's not you missing my point. You know what I'm saying is that they have been running the South. They can lose
But
one game in the division, that's fine. But what I'm saying is we can't let's see if we do it first. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta put some type of respect on them a little bit coming from how they've been holding down the South.
But
I'm not look. I'm just talking popping,
PPP
right?
started this off with we ain't scared of nobody, and
We
we
I'm
ain't
just saying
talking
That's
about
what he
No,
I'm
said.
not
not
saying
even.
we shouldn't have
we
confidence.
No,
ain't
not even
talking
that.
about
Not
the
even no
whole.
blind
I'm
confidence.
not saying we shouldn't have confidence, Riz. That's not what
Yeah,
I'm
but we
saying.
ain't saying taking the division from them off of one game. But we gonna beat their ass week 1. That's what we
Facts.
talking
I
Absolutely.
about.
believe Red. Look, I believe Red Swarm is confident in his team for the same reason. These guys are not unbeatable. Todd
Of
Bowles
course not.
is not an all time great coach. Yo, their own fan base was calling to fire this guy, but they knew like, okay, well, he won the division. We got to stick with him another year. But the own, you know what I'm saying, and that's come from multiple, Bucks fans. I've heard Bucket say it a couple times. Like, I get it. To beat a man, you gotta beat the man. I'm not a
That's all I'm
disrespectful
saying.
guy.
That's all I'm saying.
But
That's all I'm saying.
however, but we're acting like we're chasing Kansas City, Philadelphia. Like, we not in the NFC East, bro. Like, and honestly, I mean, I would say the only reason Tampa Bay has beat us is because our division, our teams just not have been great. You had Arthur Smith, he didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? They got him up out of there. Then you got
Frank
you know
Reich.
us. We all know Frank Reich. We all know Frank Reich ain't know what the hell he was doing. Nice guy, man of God. Like I'm never gonna knock him on that. But bro, you ain't know what you was doing, bro. You wasn't a motivator, everything of the sort. So
Nah,
you know
don't
the
let
Saints.
336 hear you say that.
Yeah.
The
He
Saints.
may pull up on you.
He could pull up all he wants to. He don't got too much room to talk right now.
Whoa. You don't go there.
Stop it,
Hey,
Rez.
Don't go
I just
there.
want y'all to understand. When we whoop their ass, I'm gonna give them much hell. That's what I do. I'm gonna give them
No,
much hell. But for
no,
right now, I'll just be a little more reserved because I want to beat them first, and then so I can talk my shit about them.
no. I'm with you, Papa. I feel you. But what I'm saying is this: we not in the NFC East. We not chasing
Facts.
a rookie quarterback that just went to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl champions. We not in the AFC West that's got Patrick Mahomes, with Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh, and Sean Payton. We not in no division like that.
Demetrius,
Huh?
I hate to interrupt. Pause. I want to ask you
Oh,
a
go
question.
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Did they sweep y'all last year? All I'm saying is, it sounds to me, and I know Pop and Derek, he definitely ain't saying this because he's a Panthers fan. But
Of
I'll
course.
say this as a Falcons fan for
Right.
a team that swept us. Like, Riz want me to put some respect on y'all
Right.
name because y'all beat us the last game of the season. They
Got to.
swept y'all last year, bruh.
You got to. You got to put respect on our name.
But
What,
Red,
what,
you only
what is
saying that because y'all
Red?
got lucky about sweeping the Bucks,
We
but
didn't
y'all
get
still
lucky.
lost the
We didn't
We
get
were the
division.
lucky.
worst
So
defense of
let
the
me tell you
21st
something. Let me
century.
tell you something.
The
Kirk
fact we
Cousins
won
beat
5
them.
games was a miracle.
I don't know what Michael Penix is going to do against Tampa Bay this year, but I do know that Kirk Cousins had their number. I know that.
And now he's the highest paid backup.
Yes, he is. And actually, my mind has changed. Because we haven't got nothing for him, and they've already paid him. I don't see a problem with having him as a backup.
Red. I
So,
don't.
go
And
ahead,
just to
Demetrius.
respond to your question, I don't, bro. I don't really
I
put
don't
any
know if
stock
Michael
in them.
Penix is going to be
I
it.
don't put any stock in them
Everyone
sweeping
crowning
us,
him way
bro.
too
We
early.
literally had the worst defense in NFL history last year. I don't put any
Bro,
stock
not
in them.
NFL history, bro. Since the 21st century.
I hear you,
NFL
Demetrius.
history, bro. Like
Come
I hear
NFL
on,
you,
bro.
history.
Demetrius.
We were
I hear
allowing
you.
Look,
6 yards
the
per
only thing,
play on
look,
average for the season.
this
6
is
yards
why
per
I've been
play
saying this.
on
So let me
average.
Call me out.
So what?
let me ask Nick and Demetrius. We was ranked really should have been ranked 34 or 35, but you can't go no further than 32. We were ranked 32 in defense.
God dang, Poppy,
Where
why you saying that?
The boy said
it's the truth.
35. Yeah. He right. He right though.
In
He right though.
history. We're talking about since 1940 in
Yes.
history. So
No, I'm
that's
talking
Yes.
since the 21st century, so since 2000.
oh well, whatever. It's been a
Yeah.
No,
long
bro.
ass
We talking
time.
about history, bro.
No,
We literally
basically,
gave
where
up the
Bryce was
most
Since the
yards
ranked
NFL
after his
existed,
rookie year amongst
there's
the
never been a
quarterbacks.
defense that
That's where
bad.
the
I'm
defense
sorry.
used to be.
But
ever.
Yeah. Like I
for
said, the
Nick,
fact we won 5 games was a miracle in itself.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So
I've been
I
saying that
wanna hear
all off
Nick.
season.
I wanna hear Nick and my man,
Yeah.
since we were ranked 32,
Uh-huh.
where would you be happy for us to jump from 32 to what?
Okay.
Two-part question. That
Uh-huh.
18.
and what rank do we have to be for Evero to keep his job?
18 or above.
I like the way Dimitri is thinking. Like from 32 to 18, that's a good enough jump. And that's just you're
And it's
talking about in
realistic.
total yards per game, correct?
I think he's just
You're
talking
talking
about
in
like
that
as
as
an
far
overall defense. I
overall
think
It's
he's
defense.
talking
Now we
overall.
need
about
to be in the we need to be in the top half. We got to be in the top half.
Overall.
16 or above. Top
but
half.
you think we're gonna jump from 32nd to 16th? I'm really asking. I'm not being funny, trust me.
Yeah. You know why? Because we wouldn't have been. I'm taking. You got to think of all the what we added, and
Okay.
you got to take into effect the biggest thing of it all. Derek Brown's
Okay.
coming back. Our best player's coming back. So off rip, our rush yards per games on defense is going to be cut. We allowed 170 off rip. You better minus off 45, 50 off rip. Tell you that
Yeah.
much.
So with that
Then you add
improvement,
then
with
you
one
add
player
Bobby
coming
Brown.
back,
You
that
add
means
Pat
that y'all gonna
Jones.
surpass 14 other teams.
We're not. Wait,
with their
wait.
improvements and with their play too. You just gonna
Yeah,
miraculously be better than
because
14,
Hang
I'm
9
on,
betting
teams that
Tri-State.
I'm
you
betting
weren't better than
I'm
last
betting
year.
Hey, yo, Red,
I'm
I heard
betting
what you
on
tried
Bobby
to do right
Brown's
there.
impact, and I'm betting on
But that's
Trishawn
how
Wharton
that you
and
got to
impact.
surpass that number of teams to go from 32 to 16, Demetrius.
No,
That's
no, no,
all
no,
I'm
no. I
saying.
get no, 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 no.
There's
I
a
get
lot
what
of
you
bad
said.
defenses
I
though
said I
out
see
there.
what you tried to do there when you
None as
said
bad as
you're
yours,
basing it
Nick.
up.
That's
Wait,
what
wait,
he's
wait.
saying.
Not
But you
anymore.
said, but
Okay.
what you tried to do
Okay.
there, Red, yo, you slid it in there real quick. I ain't gonna lie, you slick, bro. You was like, so you gonna base it off one player? Nah, we basing it
But
off
yeah,
Derek Brown, Bobby
and
Brown.
Demetrius, here's the other thing.
Good.
I hear constantly, like Nick said, it's a miracle with that defense that y'all had, that y'all won 5 games. Do you know
It
what
is
your offense was ranked last year?
26.
Yeah, but I
Are
also
we
and you
going to
know what and
keep
you know
I
what's
doing
think it was
this?
crazy?
29th.
Keep
But
Hold
doing
even
this
on,
if it was
offensive thing?
26th,
and
not that much better than the
You're right.
defense.
You're right. I'm not bragging about that. I'm just,
all
but
right,
look,
It's a
bro.
hold on.
bad
No. I
team,
got
Our,
something to
bruh.
brag about. I got something
It's
to
but
a
look,
brag
bro.
about
bad team.
because from weeks 8
But
to 18, we were ranked 11th in points per game
hang on,
offensively
Nick.
from weeks 8 to
Hang
18
on,
when
Nick.
Bryce
Hang
came
on.
Okay,
back.
so
My,
see,
my,
Uh-huh.
my, my only thing is this.
since you like to go back to history, that's why I brought up
Red,
they swept
Uh-huh.
y'all last year.
23.6.
red. My only thing is this. The offense was like bad for a competent NFL offense. On the defensive side of the ball, we literally had the worst unit ever in history. Like
Oh no, I
it,
agree with you, fam. I agree with you
yeah,
on that now.
and that's all I'm saying. Like we got nowhere to go but up with all the additions that we made. I and I think all the Panthers fans would agree. Y'all let me know if we don't see a sizable jump. That guy gonna be fired by week 5, week 6, bro.
Can I say one thing? I need to add something. I need to, since we're talking about putting the paint where they, I need to paint a picture for
Go ahead.
y'all. I'm pretty sure all of us have realized we cut Clowney, dog, because dudes had a first round grade on Nick Scorton. So he's gonna start off rip. I seen depth charts that had Princely starting. I don't think he's gonna start. It's gonna be Wanham. But
It's gonna be
Scorton had a
Wanda.
first round grade. The Panthers, Dan Morgan said himself, they had a first round grade on him. So it's no wonder they caught Clowney, and he's a bona fide starter. They're looking at him as a starter and an impact player immediately. And I
Okay, well,
think
I'm gonna
he's
say
gonna
this
be
just to
that.
keep it real.
I think
Oh,
he's
go
gonna
ahead.
be that. People
I,
like to throw comparisons. He say Von Miller. I see more Terrell Suggs in Nick Scorton.
I think he. Okay, so let me just say this just to keep it real, since we're putting the paint where it
You're
ain't.
throwing the Von
I,
Miller comparison out, by the
I
way.
believe he's gonna be. I
I
believe he's
mean,
gonna
hey,
be a super impact player. I'm not sure it happens year one. The main thing that I'm banking on
just
with the
wait.
defense is that we're not gonna be a sieve against the run game. Just like you said, Nick. Like if any, I think what we're doing, and I've said this a bunch of times just for consistency. I think what we're doing is the Detroit formula. So when Detroit went and fixed their defense, they did it in two off seasons. They fixed the front seven first, got really good at the run because they were number one against the run. This is before last year when they had the 14 wins. Then that following off season, they went and fixed the pass defense. I believe that's literally what we're doing. We fixed the front seven. And so our hope is to, hey, let's force them into passing. Let's make them one dimensional so they're more predictable instead of them being balanced. So I believe like we'll see a massive jump in the run defense. And then y'all got to remember the way we play defense, we play an umbrella coverage anyway. So we're going to give up some underneath yards in the pass, but it shouldn't be too many explosive plays. I mean, literally the safeties play like 12 yards back after the snap. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real big cushion. So, but the main thing that I see is us improving the run defense. But Nick, I do believe by year 2, year 3, with how he was playing in Purdue, because a lot of people don't remember going into the 2025 way too early draft, Nick Scorton was considered a top 5 or top 10 pick. So I do believe he'll be
Bro,
that guy. I'm
in
just
about
not
three
sure
months
it'll
ago,
happen. You know what
he
I'm saying?
was just with people going trending upwards. He just kind of
Yeah.
fell down. But a lot of mock drafts early had him as a top 15 pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did a lot of research on Nick Scorton, Tri-State, because I liked him, to be honest.
He's a
He
Yeah.
was
monster.
he was one of my early favorites. Him and um the kid from Georgia Williams, man. I was
Michael.
big on, yeah,
Michael Williams.
Michael.
Yeah.
I was big on both of
Yeah,
them
yeah, I like
because
him too.
to me, I think that they did a better job of blending both a run edge setter and a rusher off of the edge. To me, they were two of the top when it came to having just the ability to do both at a high level. I was throughout the season, I made comments that I think that a lot of the focus against Texas A&M's defense shifted to him. That's why this other kid came up so much because he was on the opposite side of Scorton, and they were throwing the coverage, and they were running at Scorton to try to slide their blocks to him. So naturally, his numbers of production were going to go down when you drawing all of that attention. But I was high on him, and then as the season went on, and I was hopeful when we were out in the lead in the division, I said, "Well, we'll probably be picking further down in the draft." So I did a lot of looking at him, man, and I'm not gonna be like a butthole in that. Like I didn't see him as a good player just because he's playing for the Ops right now. Man, I think that he has a lot of potential. He's going to be good. And I think that he's better than his draft position indicates. Way better. Because I had
I
him
agree,
as
bro.
a solid first round draft pick.
I
Dougie,
agree.
6.5 sacks, Scorton, Princely 4.5. That's my season prediction for them.
Uh I'm with you. Well, kind of. I got Princely. I mean, I got Scorton at 7. Well, it's not a big difference, but I got him. I do got Bro at 4. Princely at 4, but I got Scorton at like 8.
8 would
7 or
be
8.
nice. 8 would
Are they
definitely
gonna
be
start?
nice.
Are they gonna? Do y'all anticipate them either both or one of them and then one of them coming later? Do y'all anticipate them starting?
I
And
No,
if
anticipate
not, when do y'all
Princely
think
the
starting.
so?
the
Or
Nah,
no, no,
Princely's
no.
coming
the
off the
starters
bench,
will be
bro.
Scorton starting
It's
the,
gonna
and
be
Princely's
Wanham
gonna
and
the
start.
starters
Scorton.
will be Scorton and
Okay,
Wanham.
I hear you, Riz.
And
Yeah.
then and
Princely and
then
Pat
because
Jones.
Princely's not good against the run, he'll come in on third down situations.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. That he needs some development, and
He
he'll see the field progressively as the season goes on. But they say that Nick Scorton is ready to go now.
Yeah, yeah.
he's gonna be like Demetrius said, Scorton's gonna be the early down guy. And third
which is
downs,
crazy. Which is
he's coming
crazy
in for
because Scorton.
Scorton.
It's crazy because Scorton is he's only 20 years old and he's ready already.
That's what I'm saying,
And,
Yeah,
bro. Imagine
yeah,
how
yeah.
good he's gonna be in about 3 years.
That might be our that might and Love Ted think he's gonna be awesome, but that might end up being our best pick of the draft, bro. Scoring.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
I could see
Wanham is
that.
only signed to a 2 year deal
that's
because
that.
you get Princely to get behind Wanham
Oh
pause,
yeah, Wanham's
but
gone after this year. Gone.
you feel
Nah,
him right on in.
I'm
So
not
now
sure about that, Nick.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
my bad,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
No, no,
because
no.
because
I was just
Princely's gonna Princely
I
at
was
the end
saying
by the beginning of the following year, Princely's gonna slide right into that starting role with Scorton, and that's gonna be our edge rushers for the next 5 to 7 years, probably.
no, I'm with you as far as the starters, Nick. But remember, we got to keep a healthy rotation, and it's not like
Yeah, but
Wanham's old. Wanham's only
can I
27. You know
also
what I'm saying?
can I say I want to bring something. We're looking at
Right.
a situation for the next 5 to 7 years. We got Scorton and Princely coming off the edge, and Trevor Wallace as one of the middle linebackers. That's a nice little nucleus of linebackers, bro.
I'm gonna tell
I
you this,
like
Nick.
that.
I don't think we
The
rest
youth
on them.
movement is intact.
I think Scorton and I think Scorton stays a starter, and I think we go and maybe get another pass rusher, because remember, Evero likes to rotate. You know what I'm saying? So we probably need to
Yeah,
be
we
3
might
or
see Pat
4
Jones on
quality
some
edge
early
rushers.
downs, bro. You could see Pat Jones on the
Huh?
field on first downs for run situations.
And y'all still forget about Patrick
Yeah,
Jones, signed on 2 years.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah, Pat Jones you can see on early downs.
yeah, yeah.
Because he ain't
I'm
gonna
just
be out there
making
on
the
third down. He'll be out. If anything, he's gonna be out there on the early downs.
I'm just
Yes,
making
sir.
the point that we need a healthy edge rusher rotation, and at the end of
Oh
the
yeah, we
day,
got 5 of them.
imagine if we had, imagine if we build it out how we did the wide receiver room, because that's what makes the 3-4 go is the edge rushers. You know what I'm saying? So
We'll
imagine,
get
I
another.
mean, we fixing
We'll
it
get another
now. You
one
know
of
what I
Bro,
those
mean?
look
next
at
year,
Dan
Tico.
Morgan
We'll get
said.
another.
Dan Morgan
Huh?
said he was following the. He basically said he was following the Eagles formula. He said what
Yeah.
made the Eagles win the Super Bowl was their rotation and just look at the amount of bodies we have on the front seven alone. We have 5 edge rushers, and then you have Roseboom, Jewel, and Trevin Wallace. So there are your 8 linebackers, and then you got Derek and Bobby Brown, Wharton, Robinson, LaBravion Ray, Shy Tuttle, Cam Jackson. We got 15 people we could rotate in the front seven, bro.
No, I was just
Monsters
talking about the
everywhere.
edge rusher. The line is crazy. The line is like hella rotation, just like
Yeah.
with the wide receiver core.
Imagine you bring Cam Jackson in with Bobby and Derek Brown out there. That's 1,000 pounds of D lineman, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I definitely I see y'all as being an improved team overall. I think your defense is going to be improved too.
10-7,
Definitely.
Red.
We got
10
some
and
we
7.
got some edge
Yeah,
setters.
to
I'm
me,
I'm
I hear
holding
you,
off,
Demetrius. I
bro.
know you've been standing on that, but
Yes, sir.
my record prediction for y'all is to flip that. That's what I see
Seven
y'all
and
as.
10.
7-10.
Yeah,
I could.
yeah.
I would. I
Uh,
mean,
So here's my thing.
it's
Here's
not
my
a.
thing on it.
It's not
We
a
gotta we
bad
gotta let
prediction. You know what I'm
preseason.
saying?
it's not
We all
like many
follow enough
teams from the
football to know,
NFC
bro.
South. Just it ain't like we just knock out double digit wins
Right. Right. Right.
as a
You're right.
division.
But
It's gonna
You're
be
listen,
right.
all
we
about
all underestimate one thing. We could talk that rah happy shit, but we know injuries happen. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait till
Yeah. Yeah.
preseason over to make any prediction. Do
yeah,
we have the
yeah.
Wait. Wait.
You're
Wait.
potential
So
to
right.
win
just so
10
I
games?
clarify.
Sure. Sure.
Just so I
Can we?
clarify.
Sure. Just like can Atlanta win 10 to 11 games? Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely they
Yeah.
can.
They could.
They
Yeah.
have
But
the
Nick, that's why
ability
we
to do
call it.
that
That's
as
why we
well.
call it. Nick, that's why we
Just
call
so
it
I
early.
clarify.
That's why we call it early prediction. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
Just
Pop.
so
If
I
you
Yep.
clarify. Right. Just so I clarify. The reason why I arrived at 10 is because we won 5 last year. Now every team could say this, but I think the Bengals game, that Tampa Bay game, the first one, not the second one where we got trashed. The first one that we lost in the last 30 seconds, that Bengals game that we lost because we gave up because we scored what 30 something points and gave up what 38 or something like that. And there was another game that I can't think of. I'm not even gonna say the Eagles game because they was the defending champion. Who says even if Leggett catches that ball, they don't go down and score? So I'm gonna just be realistic. But it's at least 2 or 3
Not with
games.
how Jalen Hurts was throwing that game, bro. And JC Horn had AJ Brown locked up.
Yeah, I'm just being
Locked
realistic though.
up.
They're the Super Bowl champions. They're the Super Bowl
No one
champions.
talk about that. Like,
I'm keeping it
real
the buck.
quick, I want to say I know Red brings up the PFF, and I know the PFF coverage grades aren't great, but I'm looking at the individual work, what he did to
Mhm.
Devontae, what he did to Chase. Only on 6 targets, he had 3 catches for 32 yards on JC Horn. AJ
No,
Brown had
no, no,
four
no.
catches for 43 yards on JC Horn. I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure he
I'm
only
not
caught
talking
two of
about
them.
JC. I'm talking about the defense as a whole. I think if we had a slightly better defense, we don't
Yeah,
give
but
up
like you just said, if
that
Excel catches
winning.
that pass, we win that game, bro. They had like 30
I
seconds. Jalen Hurts wasn't doing
I can't remember.
shit against us that game.
I
I
got
can't remember.
I
I
got a
couldn't
question
really
for
remember
y'all.
what the grunt was. But look, just so I
That
can
was the
finish.
best.
So if
That was the
we
best game our defense played all season
yeah.
against Philly by a
So what I'm
mile.
saying is this. So what I'm saying is this. If you say that, okay, let's just say if there's 4 games that we left on the table, let's just give ourselves 2. Okay, so that would have put
Yeah,
us at
that's right
7
there,
wins.
7.
I believe with the improvements that with getting Bryce another number 1 is going to change how people have to defend us because you're not going to be able to drop that safety. You know we still going to run the ball, and with the improvements that we've been talking about on defense, that should net us 3 more wins. That's how I got the 10, just so the panel knows that I'm not tripping.
I
I
feel
got a
you.
question for y'all. So for the eve of schedule release, how do you
Okay.
want them? And Red, you can answer this too. How do you
Yeah.
want them to premiere the release? You know, because last couple of years they've been getting
Yeah,
real
I don't like
creative
that.
with how
That
Yeah,
stuff corny to
yeah,
me, man.
you think it's corny.
yeah.
I like it. I just
Do
think it's
I got an age old question? Where do you if y'all have a preference? Do you prefer when the bye
But you
week
know I'm
is?
old,
Where do
Pop.
y'all want the bye week to be? If you had a preference,
Later, later.
I
Later.
want it. Yeah, me too. I say like week 11, week 12. I want it later.
Yeah, not super late, but like,
I think
yeah, yeah,
14 is the latest it can go to.
yeah.
okay. I
14 is
say
Especially
too
with
week
late.
you
10.
right in the middle of the season.
Maybe like 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's too early and nobody's injured, we don't get the benefit of hey resting and da 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 da. But I think everybody has little nicks and bruises by week 9, 10, 11. So yeah, I mean that's how I would want it.
Yeah,
I feel you.
definitely.
I say week 10, and I kind of wanted how they had it last year. There, every game was on Sunday. That still worked for me.
No, I want some more primetime game, bros. I do. I
Our
can't sit here
only
and lie. I'd love at
our
least two
only
this
hope
year.
is But look, if we get any
minus the
primetime
Thursday night
games,
game. The Thursday night's a given. Everyone plays on Thursday
Yeah,
night. We don't even count that.
I want a Sunday
right?
night
If
game, but I ain't
but
gotta have a Thursday or Monday. I'm cool.
but the great news is this, yo. If we do get a primetime game, that means that game was flexed in the primetime, which means we're having a good season.
A contention, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I would, you know what I'm saying? I would love that.
Yeah, I can see us getting a Monday night game and be like the up and coming team versus a powerhouse like one of those Bills or Rams.
Yeah.
Some game
The
like
only
that being a Monday night or Thursday night.
the only thing I really want to see with the schedule is who are the first 4 teams that we playing. Because like I've been saying, Bryce got to come out hot. Like anything below like
Well, it's the Bucks
3-1.
week 1, bro. That's a tough defense.
Can I ask you? I got a
Nah, bro.
question for y'all, Demetrius. I
Go ahead.
heard you go over how you see y'all getting to y'all top 10, and this is a very serious question. I'm not
Go
taking a
ahead, bro.
shot
I
because
got you.
we all have to. One of the things that's important to me is I don't take lightly the strength of schedule
Of course. Of
because
course.
I realize what it's analyzing. But how
Right. I got
many
you.
how many above 500 teams did y'all beat last year?
Mm.
How many above 500? So who did we beat last year?
None. Not that I know.
None.
None.
Yeah, was Arizona? Did Arizona finish with
I
a
think they finished
500
with 8
plus
wins. I
record?
think they were 8 and
I
9.
think they were 8 and 9. Yeah.
Okay, I know we
They
were
were
eight and
like
nine.
they were like 7 and 5. And then I think they
We
dropped a few.
beat
We
And y'all
knocked them
beat
out
the
the
Cardinals,
Giants
playoffs.
and the
Falcons,
Saints.
Saints, Giants.
Yeah, they was
Definitely knocked them out of the
above.
playoffs.
But yo,
Yeah,
I mean, strength of schedule. It's not like we have. It's not like we have the most brutal schedule, bro. It's only two. It's only 2 guaranteed L's. I mean, I hate to say this in like a sports world,
Nah,
but to
bro,
me,
nah, it's okay.
it's
Because
only
I
2
have the same
guaranteed
too,
L's.
bro. I
It's
don't see
only
us
2
beating the
guaranteed
Bills or the
L's.
Rams.
Rams
If we
and
do,
Bills,
that's
yeah.
great. Yeah.
But we should beat the Jets with a first year Aaron Glenn and Steve
Yep.
Wilkes. I
Yep.
mean,
We should beat
bro,
the
we know
Jets. We
they
should
average
beat the
coaches. We
Jaguars.
should beat the Jets. We should beat the Jags, the
We should beat
Patriots. Um,
we should beat the Cardinals.
we should beat the Patriots. I'm still throwing the Patriots up there, bro. I'm not scared of no second year Drake May. I'm not now. Vrabel is
Cardinals
a hell of
might
a
be
coach.
tough.
I'm not saying it's gonna
Vrabel
be
gonna have them as a different
no,
team,
no.
bro.
But
They're
bro,
gonna be
it
a
takes
different team,
time,
bro.
man. But look, me and you both know it takes time, bro.
Hey,
But
Red,
It
with
takes
check,
that,
time.
check, check
but
this
with
out, Red.
yeah, Pop.
This gonna sound fucked up, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Jets might want to play us early. Reason why I say so, because if they're losing and they
Yeah,
come to us and we beat them, you can say bye to Steve Wilkes again.
Nah, bro. They're not gonna fire him after one season.
Okay, all right, they ain't gonna fire him. All right, okay.
they
Look. But look, bro. If
mm.
if we got a top 12 offense
Can
and
you
we
see it,
played the
Red?
Jets, do you
I see
fire?
what you're
Do you
saying,
fire
Pop.
Steve? Do you
Somebody
fire
gonna be a
Steve?
scapegoat.
Do you? I mean, not
How many
after the
coaches
first
have
season,
gotten
bro.
fired playing behind the Carolina Panthers? Let's think about it.
But hang on. I
Mhm.
feel you. But look, listen to the context I'm giving you. If we absolutely suck on offense and then Steve Wilkes let us hang 40 on them, then I'm with you. But if we come in, it's all going to depend on how Bryce looks and how we come in. If we come in as a top 12 offense, just being realistic, not trying to say nothing crazy, and then we put up 30 on them, do you fire that? Do you fire that man, Manuel, because he had a bad game against a 12, you know what I'm saying, a top 12 offense in the NFL? That's all I'm saying.
It
I
won't.
know,
Bro,
I know,
I
I
get
know
what you're
one thing.
saying, but it don't. It won't matter because he's supposed to know our division better than anybody. So him coming here with a losing record and we beat him, that is
Bro,
especially being a defensive
after
and slash
after
head
1
coach.
year,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
1 year, when you're
yeah.
installing, look,
He
it's
got
a
fired. He got
4-3.
fired. He got fired. He got fired in Arizona 1 year. Yeah, it's happened.
No, wait. He got fired because they forced it. That was a whole nother situation, bro.
Fire is fire, dog. It don't matter how you
Yeah,
look
but
at it. Fire is fire.
nah, it matters how you look at it, bro. It does. Let's not.
Demetrius,
Come on, bro. Let's be realistic,
Demetrius,
man.
I just
He
went over
also
those
got let go
games.
as our intern head coach too.
I just went
Just
over those
saying.
games, and I know you validated your picks to
What?
account for your 10
Hey,
and 7?
by this time tomorrow, we gonna know. By the way, just
You know the teams that I think that potentially, and I said potentially,
Go
listen
ahead.
to me,
Go ahead. I got you.
potentially that when I look at y'all schedule, I got it pulled up.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
y'all have a brutal home schedule. Brutal. Y'all got the Rams coming in, the Seahawks
L.
coming in, y'all got
That's
Buffalo coming
dicey.
in,
L.
y'all got the
we
Cowboys
could
coming
beat the
in.
Seahawks and the Cowboys.
That's dicey.
Okay.
We could beat the
You
Seahawks.
do know
We could beat the Seahawks.
you do know
Dolphins. We could beat the
they
Dolphins.
gonna throw CD Lamb who ate y'all last year
But
and
bro,
But we're
Pickens.
not gonna run the
but
same.
red,
This
but
is
red, we
what
know how.
this is what
Hang on, hang
Red
on,
don't
hang on, hang on.
understand.
Red, let me respond to that
Yeah, I'm
Cowboys
back.
comment.
I'm back. I'm back. What y'all
You
been talking
know
about?
that
Yeah, I'm back.
you know damn well
How
it's
about the
gonna
home
look.
games?
You know it's gonna take time, bro. And
When the
Brian
last time y'all
Schottenheimer,
beat the Cowboys that y'all
Bri-
just talking
hey,
about them like they
Can
ain't
I say
shit,
one thing
man?
real
no, no,
quick?
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
give
I'm
y'all.
not
Listen,
saying they have
listen.
a bad. Hang on,
Let's real
hang
quick,
on, Nick. Hang
Demetrius.
on, Nick. I'm
Uh
not
huh.
saying they got a bad roster, Red. They got a way better roster. But what I'm saying is this: first year head coach. It takes time. We all seen this before. We see this every year. Unless you Sean McVay, like, and you come in 11-5 your first year, it's gonna take people
Y'all
time, bro.
get me up to speed. What y'all talking
You
about?
said Pete Carroll?
Hey, get me up to
No, no,
speed.
no,
What y'all talking
no. I
about?
said
Hold
Sean
on.
McVay.
They,
Hey, yo, get me up to speed. What
the
y'all talking about?
We're talking
the
about the home
schedule,
games, PvP. The home
yeah, the
games that
We're
home
we
talking
got.
about
games.
the schedule
How many
prediction
of the
first.
home games y'all gonna win?
Oh, let me pull up on the screen. Go ahead. Okay.
So
The,
hold on.
okay,
Demetrius, you said what
Seahawks.
coach you talking about?
Easy.
I said, damn, who did I just say? My bad.
I thought you said Pete
I was
Carroll.
You said
no,
Sean
I didn't
McVay.
say Pete Carroll.
You said
I
Sean
I
McVay.
said Sean McVay. I said unless
Oh my
you're
God.
wait. Listen to what I said, Red. I said
I know
it takes
you talking about a first year coach down in
yeah,
Dallas. That's you were comparing him
yeah,
to unless you're a Sean McVay. Okay, I got you.
yeah. I was saying unless you come in like Sean McVay did 11-5, it's gonna take you time. So I
Man, the
do not
Cowboys
like.
own y'all, man.
What? Hold on. What coach is he for? What team? What? My bad. I'm missing it.
He
He
coaches for
talking
the
about
Cowboys. He's the head
Schottenheimer.
coach.
Schottenheimer.
Brian
Nah,
Schottenheimer. He used to
nah,
be the
nah,
offensive coordinator in
That's
Seattle.
that's he's the offensive coordinator for the Seattle, or he's with the Cowboys.
No,
He
no, no,
was
no.
with the
He used to be.
Cowboys. He was
He's
he
with
was
the
He
the
used
Cowboys.
to
OC
be
with the
in
Cowboys
Seattle.
too.
He's the head coach for the Cowboys.
He was their OC and they
That,
elevated
that's
him.
that, that's a reach, Demetrius. I'm not putting that past Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Look. I said dicey. I didn't say W. I said dicey, bro. Look, the guy might not be able to coach his way out of a paper bag, bro.
He
We
may
all thought
not,
we was going.
and he might be successful running the
Real
same
quick, now
system.
can I give y'all y'all can hear me?
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Can I give y'all the quick path to 10, the possible 10? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's an
Go ahead.
easy. All right, so you
Yours
sweep the
probably look like
Saints,
mine
you beat and then you split with the Falcons and Bucks.
with the Falcons. Yep,
So there's your four.
4-2.
Yeah.
Yep, I said the same thing.
So Arizona 5, Jets
Right,
6,
right,
Jaguars 7, and then you
right.
got Patriots Niners that are both toss-ups. But still, there's 7. Now, Miami,
Hold that
Seattle,
thought, Nick.
and Dallas, those are all winnable games. So I'm looking at you have 7 and there's 5 toss-ups. You win 3 out of those 2, including, which I agree, if there's a game we could definitely win, that's Patriots one. That could give you 8. So in essence, you just have to win 2 out of the San Francisco, Buffalo, Seattle, Miami, Rams, Cowboys game. So that's my path to 10.
Yeah, that's pretty much what and I'm gonna tell you this, bro. And no, I don't like him. Complete disrespect to Shanahan. Look, bro, the 49ers are not this same juggernaut team. Their roster has been flipped upside down.
Oh yeah,
Like,
bro. They
bro,
lost 7
they're not the
starters,
same
bro.
team. Yeah,
7
they're not the same
starters.
team at all. Like, yeah, they got
Huh.
Shanahan, but they're not the same team, bro. I believe their game is less of a toss up than us playing somebody like an experienced Vrabel or somebody like that. Like,
Hey,
bro,
hold on right
if
quick
you
for me, y'all. Hold on right quick for me, guys. If y'all watching the channel right now and you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, all right? We're going on an hour, almost 2 hours live right now. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, support the channel monetarily. Super chats, super stickers are the way to go. Help us reach our goal. We're $101 from our goal of 120 in subscriber and fan donations to the Cash App, which is Panthers Prime PPP. Venmo is Panthers Prime 1 as well. Go ahead, fellas.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Demetrius. I ain't got. I'm not. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you or nothing.
No,
But
bro, I don't feel like you attacking me at all, bro.
I
I
gotta
don't.
push back again because we talking
What?
about we talking about the 49ers head coach.
Hang
One
on,
thing.
Wait. ISO me, yo. ISO me. Go, yo.
They
Whenever you
lost a
done,
lot of
let me know.
starters, bro.
Hang on. No, Nick.
That's
I
not.
got it. I got
That's
it.
not.
I got
That's
it.
not my. That's not what I. That's not my thing.
No. I know exactly what he's saying.
I'm
Go.
not worried about the starters that he lost. What I have learned over the years of watching this head coach in the 49ers organization is number one is that they know how to draft.
Okay.
So that's the number one thing. You can never underestimate him at all when it comes to that. Number two, he is a brilliant coach.
Wait. Okay, pause. Now, they haven't had great drafts in the last year or two. And then, okay, we talking about the same brilliant coach, right? Oh, all right, bet. How many Super Bowls has got been to? I'll wait.
I understand, but it's a lot. It's
Well,
a lot of great.
No.
It's a
Don't
lot of good
understand. Answer my question.
He's gotten them to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he
Don't
got them to
understand. Answer
a
my
lot of
question.
good coaches.
They picked 2 spots after us last year. They didn't.
Hang on, I'm making a
do
point.
nothing last year.
Wait.
A lot of
Okay,
good
Nick.
coaches ain't
So to
got a
answer your
ring, bro.
question, Nick.
I'm just saying.
To answer
But
your
look,
question, Nick.
it's not about that. But I'm talking about from a standpoint and them going against us.
I'm making a point, though.
And what they do. They
I'm
are
making
good
a
at
point, though.
drafting, and he's good at scheming.
And again, he has not had a great draft in the last 1 to 2 years. Like, what is Ricky Pearsall doing right now? I'll wait. Right.
Ricky Pearsall got shot.
Even better point is even with the guys that they lost last year, he wasn't able to coach them to the playoffs. The Rams, the Seahawks, they beat up on him.
They got him with an injury bug last year.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you saying he's a genius. You say it don't matter who the talent,
he
right?
still got to stack
Exactly.
defense, though.
Two. And then my whole thing is this.
You said it don't matter the talent.
Red, you think I'm wrong with this one?
No.
I got it.
No, I ain't saying we ain't sleeping on it.
Red know exactly where I'm going because I do not like Kyle Shanahan, bro.
I understand it. I don't like him either.
Hang on.
But he wins.
How many Super Bowls he been to? 3, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the coach?
He got there.
Hang on. Wasn't he the coach that cost Red his first Super Bowl?
Oh yeah.
His dumb ass.
By far the most idiotic plan in Super Bowl history goes to Kyle Shanahan.
Red.
The
No
mistake
funny.
in what y'all doing, the fallacy of what y'all are doing is you are omitting one critical portion of your statement. You said, how many Super Bowls was he in?
I said, how many Super Bowls?
That's why I didn't go. That Red. That's why I didn't go there.
How many Super Bowls have each of our teams
You see that Red? You see where I was trying to go? I was trying to stay current. I was trying to stay current with saying that they drafted 11.
Thank you, Tico.
Red always trying to insert the Falcons in the.
This ain't about Panthers and Falcons, Red. This is about look.
He didn't insert the Falcons. He was saying how many times did that coach get his
What I'm saying is this.
compared to the times we've been to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I feel like this. His dad is a Super Bowl winning coach, multiple. He is living off a name. This is the same guy who had a 28-3 lead.
Nah, he can coach in his own right, man.
You can't say a nigga that went to the Super Bowl 3 times ain't a good coach.
Did he win?
Thank you.
Wait.
It don't matter if he.
How you a genius? Okay.
Oh my God.
Wait. Hang on.
Hold on, real quick, Demetrius.
We going left now.
Demetrius, hold on, Demetrius. I understand he lost, but you can't sit here and tell me that you can't take away from that, bro. So in your logic, you're saying Jim Kelly ain't shit. He went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost.
Wait.
Come on, you gotta.
I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm saying he's slightly overrated in my book.
That's fair to say.
Somebody just called him a genius, right? My whole thing is this.
I don't know about
I said brilliant. I said brilliant.
No. Somebody just called him a genius. And my thing was this. Are you really a genius if you're up 10 points with 5 minutes left and the other team
And
drops
you're throwing the
17 points
ball,
on you,
and you're throwing the
and,
ball
and you
still
throwing the ball, you did this
instead
multiple
of
Super
running
Bowls.
it.
Yeah, we
We
still
see
gonna have
this.
to
Bro, what
beat
are
them
you
though. It ain't
doing?
they ain't got nothing.
I understand that, but one thing we haven't been sniffing the Super Bowl as many times they've been doing since he currently been there. So at the end of the day,
But look,
he actually hold on. His blueprint maybe not have gone foolproof plan, but
right.
he does have some chips lined up that he knows the pathway of how to get there. And that's where I can't underestimate him as a head coach or the 49er organization,
I'm
because
with
they
you.
know they are consistently showing everybody they know what they're doing. They make some
Yeah.
missteps, but I can't.
But,
I'm not. I'm just not going. I don't like
but
them
what
either.
I'm
But I'm
saying
just
is
not going to
this.
shit on them and say, "Oh yeah,
Wait. He didn't win with a top 3 roster in the NFL, and y'all expect him to do the same thing with a lower level roster, and y'all saw it.
Yeah,
And y'all
yeah.
saw what he
I
did
want to
last
say
year.
one thing, bro. I want to stress one thing a lot
Go ahead.
actually, instead of two
Go ahead.
things. Bro, he lost 6 starters. He lost 2 offensive linemen. He lost Dre Greenlaw. He lost Hufunga. He lost Charvarius Ward too. These aren't just like starters. These are like
Yeah.
high level guys.
Ufunga was a Pro Bowler, bro.
You know what I mean? Like high level.
Yeah, these are high level top end starters that we talking about. It's not like he lost backups and stuff. Like, then I would be, bro, it's not the same 49ers team from a roster standpoint. I'm not even saying it's a
Yeah,
guaranteed win, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
more,
we
saying it's
feel
a
you.
guarantee.
It's a winnable
I'm not
game.
trying to
it's
say
more
it's a guarantee. I
likely
think
for
it's
us to
more
have a
close than
chance.
people think.
It's a
That's what
winnable
I'm saying.
game.
That's all I'm saying, Nick.
Yeah,
It's a lot more of a winnable game.
it definitely is. I agree, bro. I definitely agree there. I'm not saying
And
it's chalk
look,
it up as a win. I'm saying
Red,
it's a winnable game for sure.
yeah. But look, Red, no, I got a personal disdain for this man because, bro, you mean to tell, and look, we all know that Steve Wilkes is not the greatest defensive coach, but this man walked you to the doorstep, bro.
But Demetrius, that's why with reservation, this is what I say about
Go
Kyle
ahead, bro.
Shanahan. He
Go ahead.
he hasn't been able to win the big one, but
Yeah.
he can coach his ass off.
No.
And
He
he
can.
can
He can.
adjust schemes in the game. One of the things I like about that he does with his quarterbacks, and if you actually watch, because I
Right.
saw it firsthand with Matt Ryan, but
Right.
if you actually watch Purdy, one of the
Right.
things that he does, he schemes in so many different windows and he layers where his
Bro, yeah.
receivers go on the field. There is no way that a defense can cover every option that he throws at them. The only question is, will his quarterback find all the locks that he puts out there, all the keys he puts out there for him to unlock? And that's
Of
on
course. Of
every
course.
play.
But my whole thing is,
That man,
and
now
look,
I
Red,
ain't saying
this
he's a
is,
genius, but he is an
of course.
offensive mastermind. And I'm
He,
telling you, he is.
Well, he got a good
no.
scheme.
He's a great offensive mind, but what I'm saying is this: I think he's slightly overrated. I think it's a winnable game, and I do not f with the guy when you scapegoat your defensive coordinator because you couldn't close the game out, bro. The guy got you right to the doorstep. Patrick Mahomes had what 10 points or something late in the fourth quarter, and you scapegoated him after the game, and then you win
And
it. That's
and the
exactly why
big
you went
key
and
for the
had that year you had
49ers to
last year.
me is this, Demetrius. Here's the key for the 49ers.
Go ahead,
Kittle
bro.
is going to do what Kittle does,
Of course,
and whatever they get out of their receivers is great. But if Christian McCaffrey is good to go
that's
and
a big
he's
if.
clicking on all cylinders, he might score 2 touchdowns in a game against any defense.
That's
He
a
Any
tore his
big if,
Achilles,
defense.
bro.
bro. You know
Oh
he tore
yeah.
his Achilles. He might not even be ready.
No,
Oh, I
they
didn't
said
Exactly.
know
he
that.
ready. He had practice. He practicing.
But
Yeah.
look, it
And
don't.
and
But
and,
look,
and
y'all
T
are
Code, that's what
underestimating
I'm
an
saying.
Achilles
I ain't
injury.
saying I ain't
I thought
saying
he
that
tore his
they're
Achilles, bro.
unbeatable.
How's he
I ain't
practicing?
saying they're
No, he didn't
unbeatable.
tear it. He started playing that. He played at the end of the year a little bit.
I'm not saying they're unbeatable, and I'm not saying that they're a walkover. But all I'm saying
Right.
is,
Exactly.
if they're right, man, they one of the hardest teams to beat in the NFL. And
Espe-
I'm not a
What?
49ers
Yeah,
lover. I'm just keeping it real.
especially with McCaffrey. Yeah.
But look, what
Yes.
I'm telling y'all is this. This isn't the 18, 19, or even 20 49ers, or even 2021. Like Tri-State said, when you lose, I mean, it's only 22 people. We all know that offense, defense. When you lose 7 high-end starters, you're gonna feel that. I'm not saying that you're not gonna be able to coach your way around it and make the team look better than it is. I mean, that's why he is who he is, just like y'all saying. But I believe that is more of a win. And I don't care. I got it as a win because I feel like that's one that Canales has to win to show us, like, okay, you belong in one of the. Okay, I see you as a projected top coach. You know,
So let
or
me
you know,
so
develop
let me
you
ask
get
into a top.
Miami too, bro.
let me ask you this, Demetrius.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, last year, you know what I'm saying,
And I'm loving this debating too, bro. This
my
popping, right?
yes sir, yes sir.
Okay,
My
okay, okay.
compadre Goat said one thing you're gonna have to worry about is that having a green coach. Canales being green, you know what I'm saying, getting used to uh organizing everything, get things together. Canales is
Right.
still green though.
I mean, yeah, he's still a young coach.
He's got as a head coach, he's gonna have to out coach this 3-time going to the Super Bowl coach over here. That is a hard thing to do.
I'm with you, bro. But look, bro. We
I'm
can
not
get
saying
on
it's
the.
impossible. I'm just saying
Yeah, I got you.
that's just another layer I'm throwing out there. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to be able
But
to
look,
out coach this guy.
when you put the ball down, bro, when you put the ball down on the ground, that man can have the best game plan possible. If somebody run through the hole and fumble it, the game plan goes out the window. The only thing I'm saying is that yes, he's a way better coach. I'm not going to disrespect him in comparison to Dave Canales. However, it's not the same roster. I think everybody remembers the dominance of the
That's true. It's
49ers.
not the same roster. It's
It's
true.
nowhere close to the same roster. That's the look. If it was anywhere close to the same
Demetrius, let
roster,
me
it's
ask
an
you a
automatic
question.
L, bro. It's an automatic
Demetrius, let me
L,
ask you a
just
question.
just like the
Do
Bills and the
do
Rams.
you
Go ahead, my
feel
friend.
do you feel like your roster is better than the 49ers roster today?
No,
What
Okay.
does
Do
that
you
have to
feel
do
that
with
your do you
anything?
feel like your head coach is a better head coach than their head coach is?
don't do that, Red. I just answered
I'm
that
just
Yeah, he
asking
just
you.
said
2
that.
sentences ago. I just
Okay.
said that, bro.
So what I'm saying is I don't see how and the games are played not on paper, but on the field. But
Roster.
just we're going through this and we're going through the schedule, talk about the teams that you chalking up as W's and L's. We got to
Okay, let
be
me ask you
honest,
this,
and I'm
Red.
keeping it real as a Falcons fans
Man,
too.
man,
Of
I
course.
was on mute that whole time,
Let me
and
ask you this, though, Red.
Red got me pissed. How
Yeah,
you gonna
yeah,
say,
get
Let me,
a PPP because is
Red? Come
Raheem
on,
That
Morris
Red.
a
that's
better
normally
coach
what
than
the truth
anybody?
does. That's normally what
Red,
the truth
red,
does,
red,
Is
PPP.
red.
Raheem
The
Morris a
Red,
better
let me ask
Panthers,
you
coach
this
than
question,
anybody?
Red. Hang on.
hold on,
Oh,
Demetrius.
my bad,
Red,
PPP, my
red.
bad.
The Panthers roster right now looks a whole lot more scarier than what the 49ers has. Stop
Okay,
playing with me.
I
okay.
agree, PPP.
Y'all don't
I
have
agree.
nobody on y'all roster
Niners
that
Niners
that
roster is
commands the
top
respect.
heavy.
Y'all
Niners
don't have
roster is
nobody
top
on
heavy.
y'all roster.
After Nick
Y'all don't.
Bosa,
Nah, okay,
McCaffrey,
I'm not gonna over
Ayuk, and
talk him.
Kittle, that's it. And
Y'all
Trent
don't have
Williams.
nobody on
It's
y'all
top heavy.
roster that commands the attention of a George Kittle. Nowhere.
Man, what?
Nowhere.
Bro,
That's a
that's one,
question. What?
Red,
One
that's
Man.
one
player.
player out of
Ray, get
53,
out of
That
bro.
here,
is true,
Oh
bro.
Prime.
my
That is true.
gosh,
But
yo.
like I said, the
Wait.
Niners roster
Stop
is
state.
top heavy, bro. It's very
They're
top
top
heavy.
heavy,
Oh
but
my
they're not a
God.
great, they're
Exactly.
not a great, they're not great from 1 to 53. Now, let me
The
ask you
truth
this,
Yes,
Red.
hurts.
bro.
The truth
Let me
hurts.
ask you this question.
After
Where
hold
do
on,
you
real
rank
quick.
the
After those five
hang on, Nick.
players I named,
Where do you rank the Niners in the NFL? Red.
Probably around 12, somewhere in there. 12 to 14.
So
Hey,
okay, so middle
hey,
of the pack.
real quick. Let me read this real quick. Shout out DZ for that super chat. He said, "I got y'all starting on the road at Tampa." Who you got starting on the road at
Me
Tampa?
too.
Who you talking about the Panthers or the Falcons? Who you talking about? Shout
I
out
I
think
think
DZ.
we
he's
all
talking
gonna
about
start
us,
with Tampa.
PPP.
I think
Okay.
we all gonna start with Tampa because we played at Atlanta Bryce's
it's
first year, then the
confirmed we
Saints
have
the second year.
a home game.
All right. Go ahead, Demetrius.
The
And
Panthers
what's up,
reported it.
336? Oh,
I
my
would
bad.
just
We
Hold on.
have
I got, oh, I got one more super chat. Shout out to
a
my boy
home game.
Panther for Life for that super chat. He said some coach who did know the overtime rules. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a
right.
fact.
Yo, all right. So Red, you said and no funny, Red, you said 12 to 14, right? So
Yeah.
middle of the pack as far as the NFL is concerned.
Yeah.
So it's out of the question for us to put that as a W when they're not the same team and we're on the uproar. And then look, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell you that like I didn't really think about it until PPP chimed in. I'd say our wide receiver core is better than the Niners. Our
10
offensive line
times.
is better.
10 times.
The front seven on our defense is better.
10
Now, when you
times.
start talking about linebackers and corners and safeties, then you got the point. But bro, we're a lot closer. We're a lot closer than they think. Everybody just got a little bit of recency bias. We understand they've been to a bunch of Super Bowls, but they also crashed back down to earth. They might not
Big
even
crash.
look. They might not even be second in their division. Look, I think the Rams is the class of that division. If the Seahawks take another step forward, they might be third. I'm not gonna put them below the Cardinals, but they might not even be second in their own division. So
Yeah,
They
but
was third.
we don't play the whole division on any given Sunday. We play head-to-head matchups. So
no. I'm
if you're trying
making a
to
point, bro.
rank their division, if you're trying to rank their division and saying that based
Are the
on
Rams
that,
better than them?
the NFC West is better than the NFC South.
Are the Rams better than the Niners? I didn't ask that.
Yes,
Are the Rams better than the
yes,
Niners? Cool.
yes.
Are the Seahawks comparable to the Niners right now with them losing all their starters?
No. The in my opinion, the 49ers are a better team than Seattle this year.
How? And what was Seattle's record last year?
I didn't have it, but I can get it real quick. NFC West.
They picked. All I know is they picked
They
like
were
16.
10-7. Yep,
Yeah.
they were 10-7.
Yep,
The
10-7.
Seahawks were 6-11. One game better than y'all.
Okay.
But
You always gotta throw
let's
that
see.
shot in there, Red. You always
I
gotta
threw a
throw that
fact in
dig.
there. I didn't
That's
throw
what
a
Red
shot.
do,
That was
bro.
a fact. That was a fact. That
That's
was a
what
fact. That's
Red
what.
do,
And
but they
you're
make it
welcome.
great.
You're welcome, Riz. That's what I do. So.
Hey, but Penix
But you
still
know one
0-1
thing I
against
want to
Bryce.
remind y'all of this.
Facts.
I get you, and it's okay if we can have this discussion too. But you you do know that teams look at teams that didn't play as
Bro,
well
who
as
over there
them
killing
the
the
previous
dog?
year as a win on their schedule.
My
Oh,
bad.
that's my puppy, man. That's my puppy. She's
That's
a
wild.
Pinsky. She raising hell, man.
Oh, okay. I got you.
She want to get out
What
of
you
the
were saying,
kennel.
Red?
Yeah,
You were saying you do know something, right?
yeah, that the way you're running down teams, their fans look at teams like us, the Saints, y'all, and they chalk us up as a dub, man.
Hey, that's
We
cool,
chalk
bro.
y'all up as a dub, Red.
I'm just trying to look. I'm
Okay, and
just
I
trying to
chalk
make it.
y'all up as a split.
You
And look,
can't
bro.
because
Reed.
Durag never beat Bryce.
I
But look,
chalk
bro.
y'all up as a
Hey,
split.
Red,
That's
these
why we
Niners
love.
fans scared as hell, bro. Yeah, they
Look.
scared as
That's
hell
why we
right now,
love
Red.
Talk to
Panthers.
him. Talk to him. 336. Talk to him. Let
Why
me
three
give
three
336
six?
the floor real
Why
quick.
three
Hold
three
on.
six?
Let me give him the floor real quick. Go ahead,
That's just
336.
real
Talk
talk.
to him, man.
Yeah, I'm
The
listening. I'm
Niners
listening.
fans don't. Red, the Niners fans don't know what's going on over there right now. They don't know which way is up. Them boys scared right now. They don't know what they're walking into this season.
That's all you
But
got,
let
336?
Red tell it. He want to tell a fucking 12-year history of him,
I
and
thought
that's
he was about
supposed
to
to
come
mean
in done
something today.
blazing. Oh, dang.
Well, I mean, I did take
But
offense.
no, to 336 points, I could see what he's
I'm just
saying.
playing with him. I'm just
Look,
playing.
but look,
I really
PvP, I
did.
can see what he's saying. They super scared because Niners fans are used to having a stacked roster. They've been used
They
to having a
are.
stacked roster for the last 5 years. What is your coach
Absolutely.
really going to do when he has a middle of the pack roster and he really got to show us how good he could coach? Because his ass ain't look good last year.
No, he did.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
looked real average last
unfortunately,
year.
they win.
Brian,
They lost their window of getting a championship done, and
right.
so now they're going to do exactly what the
Now they
Saints
got to
did
rebuild.
and rebuild, but they'll go about it a different way than how the Saints can
How
go
they gonna
about it.
rebuild? They paid Ayuk, Bosa. They're about to
Right.
pay Purdy. How they gonna rebuild? They're
With
gonna be
that's
cooked.
I mean,
And I'm going
hold
to just
on,
tell y'all
but
Hey,
this. I
Nick,
don't
they
know
didn't
if
come off
life ain't
Ayuk.
over.
They've been trying to trade. Nick, they've been trying to trade Ayuk for like 2 or 3 years now.
That ain't
right.
even
They gonna
happening.
come off
Exactly.
that kind of thing.
Right. And
That
look,
contract ugly anyway. Don't
I don't
nobody want
know.
that.
I don't know if y'all watch the 49ers because we're not
That's why he's
49ers
still
fans,
there.
right? But when they was on national TV, I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to just watch and see what I'm saying. it's a few coaches, Brian Flores being the main one that made Kyle Shanahan look stupid for the genius that he's supposed to be. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that Vikings Niners game. I think they might have scored 7.
Hey, watch
Like,
this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. This is what I be talking about. Look at this. Now, y'all see this poll I got up, right? Look at this
what did you
poll
say?
I got up. Look at it. Can y'all see it?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Who do
All
you
right,
want
look at
for
this
week 1?
poll
Yeah.
I got up. All
I
right.
can't see it because I'm driving. You got to read it to me.
All right. The poll said, who do you want for week 1? Buffalo Bills prime time 8:30. I'm trying to. There we go. Buffalo Bills prime time 8:30 game. L.A. Rams Monday night game. Miami Dolphins Sunday 4:25. Divisional opponent 1 p.m. game. Why? You see, this is what I'm talking
You
about.
should
I
have put
want
the
the Bills.
Buccaneers.
This is
PPP,
what
Divisional
I'm
we
talking
want
opponent.
the
about.
Bucks.
Divisional opponent,
PPP, I
right off
want
the
the
rip.
division
We
leader
getting the
week
Bucks.
one.
3-3-6. We getting the Bucks.
This,
Let's
this
I
is
get
what I'm
want
right.
the
talking
Look,
about.
division leader week one.
let's get
Yep.
right down to business. Let's get right
Facts.
down to business. Smack them up,
Facts.
bro. Let's get that. Let's
Yeah.
get
That's
that
what I'm
division
talking
cheese,
about.
bro.
Like, come
Facts.
on,
Yeah, let's see
man.
I
what,
want them
Why
week
y'all
let's
one.
see
ain't
where
pick
y'all at.
Buffalo Bills prime time 8:30 game? Why y'all ain't
That'd
pick
be
that?
lit.
Because
Because
PPP,
we ain't got no beef with Buffalo.
I
We talk
said,
to
who
Red
do
every
y'all
day.
want for week
PPP,
1?
We
I
We
said,
want to
want
who do
smoke with
do
y'all
rap.
Tampa.
want?
PPP,
We
this
want
shit,
do
PPP.
rap.
this shit
we want to
personal with
earn
No,
Tampa.
that.
What
Prime.
you
Hold
talking
on, real
about?
Yeah,
We
quick.
want
you
to
you
earn
damn
that
chosen,
prime time
bro.
It's
Buffalo
real
game.
quick. It's real quick and simple. I feel like Prime. It's the fact that they're the division winners. If you win week one at home, it's an ultimate confident boost. It's a confidence booster, and it's gonna bump the morale of the whole team. So
I tried to tell
it's
him that
that type of
earlier.
win. It's
And
that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
it's
you this,
definitely that
This
type of
PPP.
shit,
win,
nah,
bro.
Nick.
I'd rather
Nick,
us.
this shit
I'd rather
personal
us
with
earn
Tampa,
that
nigga.
prime
Yeah,
time
this
game.
shit
Right.
personal right now.
No,
Yeah,
for sure. Canales
yeah.
is a competitor himself, bro.
Yeah.
He got swept last year by the team he came from. He's not trying to. He's trying
Yeah.
to get his leg back this year. You know what I
I
mean?
Exactly.
He's a competitor
I would
too.
Division leader week
I
one.
would rather us. Okay, just being realistic. So I said 10-7. I would rather us be what 9-4, 5-ish, and us earn having that Buffalo game flex than facing them week 1. I want the division champs right off the rip. Let's get
Yeah,
Nah,
down to
no,
I
business.
don't want that. Give me Buffalo week 1.
Yeah,
Buffalo
he
week
said
1.
prime
I
time. So
want
why you want
Buffalo
to get it
early.
flexed? Why you want to get it flexed, Demetrius, if it's already
Wait,
in
wait,
prime
wait, wait.
time?
Because if we play them week 1, they're not gonna make it a primetime game because they're playing us. I
No,
got to be
that's
real.
on the poll he had. It was a prime time game.
Wait, wait, wait. Were those realistic? Not
No, he
not
said
being
it's
funny.
options. Options.
Yeah, it's just
That was
options.
realistic, or that?
No, it's options. Do you want
Oh, you just
to
made that.
have
Oh,
Buffalo?
okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
I made it up. But what I'm saying
Okay,
is
sorry.
the mindset of why not go out there and smack Buffalo in the mouth? Punch San Fran in the chest. Rip the patch off of the LA Rams jersey. Like, why y'all don't want to do that?
Because I
PPP.
want to
Y'all
rip the
want to
do
play it
rag off the
safe.
do rag.
PPP. I got a question.
We
How
don't
you
care.
gonna
I
say
don't
smack
care who
Buff?
we get.
How you gonna say smack Buffalo? And I thought you just said that's a guaranteed L. Like, bro, I got that as an L, bro. I'm
Bro,
not.
listen to the podcast, bro. Listen to the podcast.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Panthers have nothing to fear, Demetrius. Go out there and play Buffalo. Play the Seattle Seahawks. We don't need to warm up to no games. I'm
Now,
hearing Panthers fans.
PPP.
Hold on, bro. I'm hearing Panthers fans saying, "Oh, we need to start low and build up steam." No, we don't need to do none of that.
PPP. You
I
think?
don't
All right.
feel
Just
like beating the
seriously.
division winner is starting off low though. Like I'm trying
Fact.
to just. It's to me, it's personal with Tampa.
I agree.
Fact,
Yeah.
bro.
Ain't
Or
nothing
I would
personal with
not. I
Tampa.
would
Go out
PPP
if we go. Go
as
ahead,
a
go ahead.
Ain't nothing
look
personal
as a backup
with
plan.
Buffalo
I would
though.
love nothing more than beat the shit out of the last out. We want to take the
Yeah,
cap
336. You
smooth off his
breaking
head.
up,
Yeah,
my
you breaking
brother.
up a little,
Yeah,
bro.
that'll be enough.
Yeah. The only thing he said was we need to play Buffalo. That's all he said. Yeah, that's all he said.
Yeah, no, sir,
Yeah,
that is not what I said.
yeah. Go out there and be a
I
good old
really just
steak in the
look at
game.
I look at teams. I break down what teams I think will have success running the ball against. And I think a lot of those teams we named, I think will have a good amount of success running the football on.
I def-
Jacksonville is going to be tough for Jacksonville against us. I mean, the Jets, whatever the over under is, I'm betting the under. That's going to be a slugfest game, bro. I could see that
Jets
like a
W
16-13 kind of
W
game when we play the Jets.
Look at vibing with the
W.
Johnsons and his
Man,
dirty
we
city,
better
dirty
put them more
team.
than 13 points.
Oh,
Vibing
I
with the
with the
Fact,
Johnson,
Johnsons with Tyler
fact,
your
Shelton.
team
fact.
dirty, your city dirty, your players dirty. All them dirty.
Vibing with the Johnsons, y'all, the Saints, y'all stink, bro. I hope you're ready for this rebuild. Y'all going through a 2-year rebuild. Y'all on the march for Arch.
Oh,
They got to play Tyler
I know
South.
why it's
That's
so
it.
dark down there, PPP. Yeah, I
And
heard the
what now?
Tyler
What
story
you
South,
today
say?
of why it's
you
so.
mean the Make-A-Wish
Yeah,
NFL quarterback, bro?
Facts.
yeah, I heard the story today of why it's so dark down there, PPP. It's a dark,
Why? Why it's
dark,
so dark?
gloomy,
Why it's so dark?
evil, disgusting story. Yeah, yeah. It fits right along with the Saints. Just
yeah,
gruesome.
That boy's stupid,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
yeah.
Trash
Fit right
city.
along with the Saints.
Yeah, just a dirty city. Yeah. Dirty people too. Yeah, they dirty.
I
Dirty
just want
fan
to. I
base.
Yeah,
just want to
that's
see
you.
them
Yeah.
That's
first.
you, Bobby.
I just want to see them first 4 games, bro. I need Bryce to come out 3-1.
Well, Adam Thielen is dropping the schedule tomorrow, guys. In case y'all didn't know that.
What
I
time?
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh,
So
that's
thank you.
8 o'clock.
8
8 o'clock
o'clock.
Bloody
tomorrow.
knuckle,
We
what's good,
live
my
tomorrow, 8
G?
o'clock. Yep.
Fellas,
I'm,
what's
I'm
happening?
working.
What's
I'm working on the
happening?
thumbnail right now
What up,
for us.
G?
Yep.
so
Ain't nothing.
PPP
Fool.
trying to
Just
put a
saw your boys was up
PPP
on
trying to put
live
a
and
bet in
decided to
there,
just hop
man.
in the chat for a little bit with you.
Hey,
Um,
PPP. Let me do this. If Vibe and Will, since he's neutral.
Yeah.
Well, not neutral. He's divisional,
Yeah.
but like we asked Bucket to get a perspective sometime out of just the think tank that y'all are, and rightfully so. I mean, this is y'all's fan base. I'm on y'all's podcast, but to get an outside perspective, Vibin, if you
You
can
said
hear
think
me,
tank.
I asked Vibin his opinion of who is the better team at this point, the Falcons or the Panthers? Since y'all find that shit so comical. I
Yeah.
know Vibin is a real
Red, you're a
football fan.
You
He
comedian.
asking
knows football. I'm just
you
saying.
you you asking a Saints fan that don't like you that always every time they come over there they fight y'all?
He
A
don't like either
slimy,
one of us.
greasy.
So I'm
Yeah,
asking him humbly,
slimy
in
and
his
greasy.
opinion, which team is the better team, the
Look,
Falcons or
2
the
slime
Saints?
balls joining
Yeah,
forces.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
Hey, Vibin, let me tell you
greasy.
something. Let me tell you something, my brother. Your water dirty, your streets dirty,
damn.
everything about New Orleans is dirty. Everything.
Well,
Now,
well,
Everything.
Y'all
That's
even got
foul.
dirty air.
That's
I'm
foul.
on,
'Cause
I'm on the Saints
my old
all
supervisor
off
you
season.
called
I'm
that
know
a
on
what
the
his
shit
Saints
a
answer
neck.
going.
shithole.
All
I
off
wanted
season,
him.
I'm on the
I
Saints
wanted him to
neck.
give his. I wanted him to give an unbiased opinion or assessment. But with the way y'all talking shit, I don't even need to hear from Vibing now because I know what he gonna say.
Yeah,
So
let him say it. Let him
yeah,
say it. I don't care. I don't need his opinion. Dirty
What
city,
you gonna say?
dirty team. Cam Jordan,
you
dumb
hear that?
self.
They talking about this
Bro,
man team
Saints are gonna
Demetrius.
be
What you think he
picking in
gonna
the top
say?
5 this year, bro.
Yeah,
Dirty top
Guaranteed.
two.
He
right
gonna
after
say fuck
right
the
after the
Panthers.
Falcons. Falcons 5,
nah, the
Saints
Saints,
6.
nah, PvP Saints getting #1 pick, bro. Yeah, they getting
Yeah,
Yeah,
#1
yeah,
pick
but they're
this
gonna
year.
be like number. They're gonna be number 1, bro.
So they're gonna be
yeah.
worse than the Jets.
Not.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah,
Jets are gonna be
yeah,
a
because of the
competitive
cap
team.
and the quarterback.
Jets are
What
gonna
did he
be a
say? He said
competitive
my
team,
floor
bro.
is. He said my
Mm.
floor is 6. My ceiling is 8 this year for us. F the Falcons, but it's the Falcons red. No vibing. Hey, Riz B. Let him know
Yeah,
something. Talk to him, Riz B.
Hey,
yeah.
can y'all hear me?
And they can't stand it when
No,
people
no,
Go
get
no,
ahead.
Red.
real with them,
Hold
No,
on,
no,
hold
man.
no,
on, Red.
Red.
Hold on, Red. Go ahead, Riz. Say it real loud.
Fuck the Saints,
Yeah,
fuck the Falcons,
yeah.
and fuck
Mm-hmm.
the Bucks.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
That'll be all.
There you go. There you go. That's my.
And
That's my.
pound the pussies.
Well,
Vibing, pound the
That's my
Vibing,
resident
pound the
cusser right there
pussies.
for me. Yeah.
Red, what makes
Pound the
y'all
He's
so
my
much
pussies.
he's
better?
my translator.
Red, what makes your squad so much better than ours?
There we
Yeah,
go.
what's
That,
putting
That's
that
what I
y'all over
wanted to
the
talk
top,
about.
that's
Red?
what I was about to
The
ask.
Yeah, what's
players,
putting
the
y'all over the
players,
top, Red?
What
Yeah,
the
let's
players?
talk about
players,
that.
Wait.
the players,
What
Who?
players
the players.
Yeah,
besides
who?
Drake
Yeah,
London?
who? When you say players,
Bijan
Drake
yeah, like who?
London.
Robinson,
Next.
Bijan Robinson.
Wait, because he was drafted high, or because he's been great, and then like tell me
I ain't
what's
gonna
going on.
lie.
Because of what he's
Bijan
done since he's
Robinson
been in
is
the
a beast. I'm
NFL.
not gonna lie. He is.
Because of what he's done
Bijan is
since
that
he's been
bull.
in the NFL.
But I was just asking. Okay, who else?
Yeah.
Because damn, bro, I don't want to do this with Red,
Drake London.
but let's get it. All right.
So,
I don't
Red,
know
how
about
much
Drake
Drake
better
If
London.
London.
does
we
your
wait, hang
running
on,
back look than ours?
If we go room by room, Red, do you really believe our team is better than? Do you really believe your team is better than ours? Room by room.
Hell yeah.
He a
Okay.
Falcon.
Hell
Of course he
yeah.
gonna say that.
Wait,
Y'all
wait,
Hell,
wait,
got
you
wait,
your
wait,
asking
line
wait,
him.
better
wait.
than ours.
Yeah, wait. Y'all got a better offensive line than ours, and y'all
So
just
let me
lost
let
Dolman.
what Demetrius, hold on, and I know everybody
Nah.
want a
Don't
piece
back
of
out
this, Riz
now.
and everybody else. So let's find a neutral arbiter who can
Red, I'm tired
decide
of
this
this
because
neutral shit.
well, hold
You
on,
answer the
Riz.
damn
Hold on,
question.
Riz. Riz, we're gonna have to do this because
Okay, good.
it don't matter what the reality is. He's gonna throw an alternate and say, well, this position is better than this player is this. So
I'm not.
can
I'm
we
not.
have a
I'm going
But we
room by
want
room.
your
neutral?
opinion.
How about PFF grade? How about that? Is that neutral enough
No,
Oh
we
and
want
Lord,
your
No.
here
How
opinion.
about
we
your
go.
personal opinion so you can keep it real? Y'all offensive line is better than ours?
yes?
Oh my God. Argument over, bro. Argument over. Stop it, bro.
Okay.
Hey,
All
We
right.
had
shout
a
out
Hold
to
top
on. Hold on.
we had a
Dorico
top
for
Hold on.
that.
10 offensive.
Shout
Wait,
out
wait,
Hold
to
wait.
on.
Hey,
Hold on.
hold
Hold
on.
on.
Shout out to Dorico for that members chat
We ha-
comment. He said Cam Jordan look like he missed days in the shower. Yeah,
wait, wait,
weeks.
wait.
Yeah, weeks.
We had a top 10
Damn,
offensive
we
line last year. Y'all just lost Dolman. Y'all offensive line is better than us, Red. Come on, keep it real, Red. You one of the realest people I know on any podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all offensive line is better than ours?
He's a
Demetrius, what
I
Falcon.
I'm
need to
trying
get
to
back to
get, what I'm trying to get
I
for
mean,
you is premium stats from
Yes or
PFF.
no, my guy?
but y'all
Is
I
it
lost
already
better?
told you
Dahlman. They
yes.
lost Dahlman.
Now I'm fixing to show you why I'm backing it up. I already told you yes.
But y'all
So
Okay, go
lost
ahead.
Dahlman.
I'm not just gonna shout an opinion like you
Go
are.
ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
give you
ahead.
some I'm gonna give you
Wait,
some
wait,
He
wait.
just
yeah.
But
specific
ask
Pull
him
Red,
where
red,
Drew
red,
pull
Dalman
the
is if
numbers,
he's still
Red.
red,
there. Ask him
red.
if Drew
Hang on.
Dalman's still
Yeah,
there.
pull the
Hang
numbers,
on.
sir.
Hang on, Nick. Hang on, Nick. Hey, yo,
Yeah,
Red,
so
be
I like.
respectful, bro. Wait, Red,
Pull
be
the numbers.
respectful, bro, because that's not an opinion. It is a
Okay.
fact that we had a top 10 offensive line, bro. Like,
Okay.
like,
So let me ask you this.
good.
Based upon what, Demetrius?
Ain't you about to go to PFF?
But I'm saying you're making an assertion. What are you basing yours upon?
No, I just
Nah,
said,
Red.
aren't you? Didn't
Nah,
you say
Red.
you're
Pull
about to
it.
go to PFF?
So, but what I'm
Are these
saying to
Red?
everybody listening,
Are these the current grades for PFF?
Demetrius said it is a fact that we had a top
Where would we?
10 offensive line last
Wait,
year.
wait,
I'm
wait.
asking
For,
you, where
for
did you
most
get that from?
for
Well,
most of the
I
year, we
actually,
had a top
well,
10 offensive
Demetrius, if
line
you
according to
I'll
guys,
PFF.
I have
hate
the
this
list
new
right here. I have the
analytics.
PFF end of season ranking list right here. If y'all want
I
to hear
hate
it,
this new analytics
okay?
Okay, good.
world we live in.
The Carolina Panthers were ranked 12th. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, most
Mm-hmm.
of the year.
Carolina
So
Panthers
yeah.
were ranked 12th at the end of the year. Falcons ranked 18th.
Because you was about to go to PFF, right?
Oh,
Uh,
I'm going to
Red. That's
PFF.
what I was.
And since
Yeah,
Nick is on
that's
PFF,
what
I
Yeah,
want you to
Red
That's
be
the end
go.
of
capping.
season. End of season rankings.
Nick, I want you to go to the player grades right now. And
No,
I
we
want
talking
you to
about
tell
total. We
me,
talking
for
I
about
the
want you
total.
current
to
for
tell,
the current
I
roster,
want
right?
you to
That's
tell
just the
me,
line.
I
Nope.
want you to
No,
tell
that
me,
it doesn't go by play rankings. That takes everything into account.
This shit is
It takes
so
yeah.
run blocking, pass blocking, all that. Y'all
No,
offensive line is
no.
not better than ours, bro.
Listen,
Y'all
y'all.
probably have
We
a better
trying to
running back
figure out.
room,
Okay,
but
check it
y'all
out, check it
offensive
I'm
out,
line is
trying to
not
check it
figure
better.
out,
out if
check
y'all
it out,
doing this
check it
year.
out, so we don't get bogged down, and so nobody thinks that I'm stuck in the mud and I can't move forward. Okay, I agree with you, Demetrius. Let's just say you have a
Okay,
better offensive
let's
line.
go
That's
room
one
by
group.
room. Okay, cool. Better offensive line. Who has
Yep.
the out overall as a wide receiver core? Who has the better wide receiver core right now? And
You
PB,
look,
want to do
this is
this?
I sent you the
You
link.
Hang on,
It gives
Nick.
you the
Wait,
metric
Red. Hang on.
you want to
And
and
this
the
do
is what
this?
standards.
You want
Red.
to do
Listen to what
this?
I'm saying, bro. I'm
You want
keeping
to
it
do
real.
this?
I just said Drake London is a top receiver. I just said that.
top
I just gave
receiver.
y'all that. Drake. If you
Okay,
look at Drake
hold on.
London's stats, if you look
Man,
at Drake,
Let
y'all
me
overrating this
get
dude.
to
You
player grades
overrating
if you
here.
Drake
look at,
London
hang
way
on.
too much.
If
Yeah.
wait.
Drake London
I'm
is
Red,
talking
do
about
you
goddamn.
have
production, bro.
Red? Do
Drake
you have
London.
player grades for this year?
Say what
Let me
now?
look at this nigga numbers because that's what y'all
Are
care
you
about.
saying you got player grades for this year coming, like this season coming?
No, it's the end of the 2024 season.
Oh,
There
well,
ain't
some of
nobody
them, so
played. Ain't nobody
those
played no
grades don't
game in
even matter no more because
2025
But
some of
y'all
them
yet.
don't
guys
even
ain't
have
even
that
there.
same line.
Ain't nobody played no
Yeah,
game
some
in
of them guys ain't even
2025
on the
yet.
teams anymore.
Ain't nobody
That's
played
Red,
no
Wait,
based.
how
game in
are we grading what we
2025 yet.
Red? How
Red,
are
Yeah,
we
that's
Red.
based
going
off of
into
the
this season
final.
talking about what we did last year when half them guys ain't even here?
So you
Y'all
base
just
it on the
understated
That'll
players
that.
be
Y'all
that
all
got
are
good
right.
on your
players too.
team. You base it on
Red.
the players
But
that
why are
are
you
on your
using
team. 336.
Okay.
last year though?
Y'all got a better
336.
defense.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
look.
hold on. Demetrius,
Oh, my
hold
bad.
on.
My
336
bad,
asking
Red.
me a question. 336. What would you have me to base it on then? Some arbitrary,
You would
made
have
up,
to base it on.
opinionated thing
You would
that
have to,
everybody
yeah,
has,
yeah. You
or
would have
something
to
that
do
we can refer
projections,
to
man.
that
If
we
you
can
don't,
all look at, something
yeah,
that
if
we can
you don't
refer
got
to
the
that we can
same
all
guys,
look
you
at and
can't
say,
have the
okay,
same
that's what
stuff.
he did in a previous season.
Oh, you have to
Yeah,
do projections like
but you
how you
can't.
did Michael Penix numbers.
Yeah, but you can't
Yeah,
use the
same
same
way.
stats if you don't got the
If
same
you
guys,
got
bro.
guys that ain't
Okay,
there,
that's
then you
fair.
can't say this is what we're
That's
gonna do.
so
Yeah.
336, that's
Um,
fair. But when you make a projection, you base it on past performance, correct?
I
Yes.
Not
mean,
without
sort of,
the
yeah, but
same
Red,
Past
No,
players,
you
performance
well,
ain't
from
GA.
yeah,
guys
the
that aren't
answer is
there.
yes.
not
The
without the
answer is
same
yes.
people, Red.
PPP, I know you got us on mute, but when you make and he loves meteorology and forecasting and that sort of thing. When you do a
No, here
forecast,
we
what do
go,
you
bro.
base it on, trend? Don't you base it on past trends?
God dang, Red. Yeah. We do. We
Are we
base it off of.
predicting the weather or what the offensive line is gonna
Red,
be?
Exactly. Thank you,
red,
336.
Okay, we're
Like,
red.
come
Did
using
on,
y'all
bro.
offensive
statistics,
Y'all
wait?
gotta stop
PPP.
letting Red Swarm get away with this bullshit.
Red,
Oh,
red,
we ain't
Well,
that.
Yeah,
We
we're
what
ain't.
would
predicting
you
what the
what
red.
would you
Did
O
base
line
y'all
it
gonna
on?
see
Hold
the
on,
be.
hold on, Nick. Nick. Come on now.
How are we going to compare the offensive line to meteorology?
Come on. Well,
Because he
I'm just
knew
saying. Wait,
PPP had
he
no
just
choice
asked
but
me
to
a
say
question.
yeah.
That's all he did. He just
No, no,
asked me a
no.
Oh
question.
PPP?
my
Let me ask him a
god.
question. PPP,
He
let me
knew
ask
Yeah.
him a question.
PPP had no choice but to say
Is y'all
yes
offensive?
to that
Wait,
Guys,
question.
is
guys,
the
hold on.
We
Atlanta
still on the
offensive line
offensive
the?
line? I
Hang on.
thought we was off with
Red.
the offensive line. I gave you that one already. You
Oh,
you
oh,
you
my bad,
stuck
my
there
bad, my bad.
because
You
you're
right,
afraid
you
to
right,
go. You're afraid to move on.
you right, Red. My bad, my bad,
Secondary.
Red.
Who
You
got
right.
a
No,
better
no,
secondary, Red?
wide receiver, Red. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
wide
finish with that.
receivers,
Hold
Red.
on.
Let's
Yeah,
The
finish
that's
with
what you
Falcons
that.
have
were.
a better
That's
right
what
So
you
guard than
were.
us, and they have a better left tackle than us. That's a
so
given.
and
That's a
so and
given.
that's it, Nick. And you're absolutely right. And that's
That's a
all I would
given.
argue. But now we're on to wide receivers.
They
Okay,
got a better right.
and
Okay,
and
all right, cool.
hold
Yeah,
on,
Good.
Chris
Demetrius.
Lindstrom, bro, all
I'm
pro.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
better
to
than
I'm
Robert
Okay, I'm
going
Quinn.
with it.
I hate to break it to you.
I'm gonna do the
I'm with it.
NFL football database, which is the
Okay,
actual statistical
Okay.
database for the NFL. And I know
Yeah.
Bloody Knuckles hate statistics. I understand you struggle with this in high school, but some of us excelled at statistics, so we
Yeah,
like
don't
to
do my
use
dude
them.
like that, man.
Okay, I
come
gotta
on.
do it. I gotta do it. So when we talk about who has the better receiving core, okay, Drake
hmm
London. I'm gonna start with him.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
ranked the fourth in the
Yep.
NFL in
In
receiving
yards.
yards last
Yeah.
year,
he did.
and
He
he
did.
had
Impressive.
100
Impressive
receptions.
year, bro.
He
Yep.
did. Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
why I
Let
gave
me
it to
let
him.
me let me now I'm gonna try to find y'all's top receiver and see how that ranks to Drake London. So that's four.
It's
All right,
it's
Okay.
not a
Hold
It's
on,
contest.
not
hold on,
even
hold
Don't
on.
waste your
I
close.
got the
time.
list out.
You
Nick
can
did his
combine
list. I'm gonna do
Thielen and
mine.
Leggett, it still don't come
Uh,
close.
Amon
That's what I was
It's a
saying.
given,
Yeah, yeah,
guys.
Amon
yeah, yeah.
Saint
Nick, we
Amon
know that.
Saint
Yeah, that's fine.
Brown was fifth. Jerry Judy was sixth. Malik Neighbors was seventh. Brock Bowers was eighth, ninth,
We
10th.
don't
H-
want to
CD
hear about
Lamb.
the
Hold on, I'm
stats
But
Drake
going.
TW
London
better
had.
10th,
than
11th,
that.
12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21. Nico Collins, 22.
So
Mike
all
Well,
Evans,
you're
you
gonna have
have
to go
is
a lot
23.
your wide
Hang
further.
on,
Mahomes,
receiver
hang on.
has
24.
better
No, no, no.
stats.
Oh,
That's all you
wow.
got.
Oh, wow.
That's
Let
all
me
you
ask him a
got.
25.
question.
Hold
Your
on.
wide
Red,
receiver had
25.
better stats.
Hold
Oh my
on,
goodness.
please, so I don't have to yell. 25
You
before I
don't
get to the
Red,
first
you don't
Panther
close.
is Darnell Mooney. Damn. That's two receivers in the top 25. And I still haven't found a Panther yet, since y'all want to compare rooms.
Yeah.
Well, 28 is
Now
the
after
old
those
receiver
two,
y'all
Red.
had,
After
DJ
those
Moore.
two, continue.
DJ
Red.
After those
Moore.
My
two, Red.
question was wide receiver room as a
Hold
whole,
on,
because I'm
hold on,
pretty.
hold on, hold
'Cause
on. I'm still trying to
No,
find
No,
y'all
y'all's
know
hold
first
on.
why
Let
one.
he
him
do it.
finish.
Y'all
Yeah,
know why
Still
yeah.
Red
Let
trying to
him
doing
find
finish
y'all
this.
because
first one.
let him
Yup.
finish because he only got 2.5 wide receivers, y'all.
Damn,
So let him
hold
finish.
on. Hold on. Hold on.
thank you.
Hold
I mean,
on.
this is actually true
Is
for
this
him.
Ray McLeod, the third Atlanta Falcons receiver in our room before I found the
How,
first
how many think
Carolina
He bounces
Panthers.
around the multiple teams. Ray
Okay,
McCloud
so
is
now
trash.
we're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about rooms. We're talking about
Trash.
he's on the Falcons now, and we're talking about our receiving core and y'all's.
Okay.
So now I don't know how far down, but I do see Adam Thielen. Okay. He's y'all's
All right,
top
bet.
receiver from last year.
Okay.
Right. Wow.
How
Cal
many
Pitts.
games he
Now
missed, Red?
I don't know if we're adding just receivers or you want to do tight ends. But I just a simple note.
Do wide
Stick a pin
receivers.
in this. I ran up on Kyle Pitts, but we'll move past him because he's a tight end.
Now,
Let's keep
Red,
going.
when you do
Wide
after you do
receivers.
that, now
Yeah, Red
make
got
sure
Yeah.
two and
you
a half
hold
wide
on, hold
receivers.
on,
I
hold
told
on, hold
y'all.
on, hold
River
on,
and McLeod was the
hold
point
on,
five.
hold on. After you do
We're
that,
just comparing
after,
rooms,
after you
Tico.
do that, I understand, Red. You know, I'm gonna throw the variable in there though. I'm the
Yeah.
variable guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you do that, pull up how many more passing attempts y'all had than us.
Okay. Xavier Leggett next to Adam Thielen was
He
y'all's
has two
next
and a half wide
receiving.
receivers.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So what I'm
So
saying is
so
this, Red.
hold on. I'm gonna go and look at quarterbacks to see what the passing attempts was, because that's how I gotta evaluate that. But Tico, let me see, because I know like like I'm not gonna get the same realness like I gave when I said that y'all have a better offensive line
You
and we're
didn't
going
give
position
realness,
by
Red. You
position
said
popping.
your offensive line was better
So
than
so
ours.
what I'm
So what are
saying
you talking
is
about?
what I'm saying is, I clearly said, Demetrius, you're right. When Nick Tri-State gave me the list, just like I produced the list, I
He
said
did. He
11 and
did.
18, 11
He
or
did.
12 is higher than 18. Y'all got a better
He did.
offensive line. Now, I just gave y'all some rankings of receivers. And and
Yeah,
and and and
three.
336 Boston likes to say one, two, 1.5, 2.5, whatever. But we're talking about
What
receiving
happened?
core. Who has
You
the
drop
better
out?
receiving
Because
core, y'all?
you
Oh,
got
okay.
to
Now,
talk
hang on,
about
Red. I
everybody.
got a
And
question.
past Ray Ray McLeod, Red, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got
Okay.
nothing after
Red,
Ray Ray McLeod.
Okay.
with
Okay.
us,
Who had
with
who
us
had who
adding
had
tech,
who had the better receiving core?
Red, we're talking about going
Red,
into
I'm
this year.
talking about this year coming,
With us
2025.
adding Ted McMillan
Yeah.
and
Oh
us
my
adding Hunter
Jesus.
Renfro. With
No,
us
Oh
no, no,
my
adding
no,
Jesus.
no, no, no.
with
Hold
us
on, hold
adding
on.
Ted McMillan and us
Hunter
adding Hunter
Renfro's not
Renfro.
making this team, but hold on.
I,
Red,
but
answer Tico's question. How many passing attempts more did y'all have more than us?
Okay, let me go and see. Well, and I suspect it's gonna be higher because we had a higher
Oh,
production
okay.
offense than y'all did. But I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
I'm gonna
that,
go
I
Okay.
find
mean,
it
yeah,
for you.
that's true.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go
real
find it
quick,
for
while
you.
y'all doing that, guys, we are still 1-on-1 away from my goal of 120 in subscriber donation,
Come on,
subscriber love.
y'all.
Y'all rocking with the channel, rocking with the content. Yo, I just put the live show up for tomorrow. Y'all go check out the thumbnail. I'm gonna throw the thumbnail up there so y'all can see it because I told y'all it's up for the Saints the whole entire season. It's up for the Saints. Every chance I get, every chance I get. Let me do
Man,
this for
fuck the
y'all.
Saints.
Every single
Yeah,
one.
they got to
And,
start
and
Tyler.
clip that. Fuck the Saints.
yeah,
They got to
yes.
start Tyler
Here you
South,
go.
bro.
Here you go. Right here. Here you go. Here. Yeah, that's a thumbnail. Yeah, that's the thumbnail for
All
the
right,
schedule week
Red.
tomorrow.
What's his name?
Yeah, Saints are trash.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins had 453 pass attempts.
Thank you, 336. 453.
You see that vibing?
Yeah, 453.
And how many
And
did Penix
Penix
have?
had 105.
Yeah, I
453
believe that
plus
nigga
105.
for
8.
vibing.
That's 258.
Yeah, I
And
believe that
let's
up
see how
there.
many y'all had.
I ain't gonna lie, we might have had more because Canales was flinging the ball in the beginning of the season, bro. That's just off the top of my head.
So Bryce had
Yeah, I don't know. About to say.
384.
And how many did Andy have?
Let's see. How many did we say the Falcons had?
Bro had
585,
558.
585,
mhm,
Yeah, 550. Yeah,
or
585. Yeah.
558, 558. Yeah, because it was 53 and then like 108. So
105. Yeah, 105.
553. Bryce had by himself 384. And let's see what Andy had.
Andy had 160.
Okay, 384 and 160. So that's 484 and
Yeah, y'all had
544.
more.
Yeah, 544 and 583. Relatively closely. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's pretty
close.
close. Pretty close.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
ain't what
it
that
ain't that
ain't
bad.
going
It
that
ain't that
ain't
much of a gap.
going, that's neither here nor there either. It all really matters on who would you rather have on your team. That's
Yeah.
what I feel
Yeah.
like. That's what I feel like to me was getting at as far as like who would you rather have, like Like the 5 that we got or the 5 that y'all got.
Yeah, I
Okay,
get
cool.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying, T. Cole. But to me, it's a little bit deeper than just about who would you rather have. Because I'd rather have, Jamar Chase and
No, we talking
Justin
about just
Jefferson.
on.
We
We
talking
just
about
talking
the
But
about Falcons and
but
overall
Panthers.
we're
Red.
actually
No, we
talking
can talk
about who
about
you
Falcons and
have.
Panthers.
Yeah,
Just
we're talking
Falcons
about
and
who you
Panthers.
have. Yeah, and what their production it has
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
was last
Okay,
year.
cool. So let's say we give
Let's
Red the
see.
wide receiver room. Hey, yo, Red, you got a better defensive line than us, bro?
We're gonna
Hell
jump
no.
around, or we're gonna go
Hell
all.
no.
We're gonna go offense and then defense.
I'm just
We're
at,
doing the whole
I'm,
team.
Or you want to try to jump right to the
They
ones
don't
that
got a
you
better
look,
think
front
look,
that
okay,
seven
y'all
well,
than
let me
clearly
tell
us.
you this.
have?
The
Brother,
reason,
they
hang
don't
on,
have
hang
a
Or you
on.
better
want to
front
Hang
jump
on,
seven
hang
right
than
to
on.
the
us.
ones that you
Wait,
think
wait,
y'all
wait, wait,
clearly
wait.
have, or you
Red,
want to do the whole
red,
teams?
red,
Hold on. I want to
red.
make this because I'm always call a spade a spade. We have a better front seven than them. They have a better back four than us. That's a
They do. But
fact.
look. Now I'm gonna answer Red's question. I wasn't
But
trying to play
KC's
you,
better
Red.
than
I
anybody
didn't
on
As a
look.
that.
I
group,
didn't even start. I didn't even start the situation on the quarterback room. I'm gonna call it a push, bro.
the quarterback?
No, 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 no,
Nah,
That
no, no,
Bryce is
that's
no,
why
better
I
than
went to
Michael
defense.
Penix.
no, 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 no. Right now,
Nah.
I would put Bryce ahead of Michael
Okay.
Penix because
Hold up.
Penix
Wait
doesn't
a
have the
minute.
Hold,
Wait a
experience.
minute. Hold up. Yeah,
Let me
get him,
clip that.
Whoa,
Let me clip
PPP.
that. Let me
Demetrius.
clip that.
Whoa.
Two. Let me clip that. God dang it! I heard that. God
Yeah.
dang it! Let me clip
Because
that.
you just was arguing
Okay,
that it was a
Yeah.
tie
Yes,
God
or
sir.
dang.
some
Prime
crazy
jumped
shit
on
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
Red,
Let
about
me
to
Like,
clip
cook.
come
He
that.
on
about to
Two.
cook.
Where
now.
we at? Where we at?
Red, he about to cook the
235.
hell out of
Yeah.
that, my boy.
oh,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah. We got him.
I'm
We
Yeah,
keeping
got
it
him.
at a
Red.
thousand. I'm
Hold on,
keeping it a
Red.
All
thousand.
you gotta
Red,
do
do
is
us a
let a
favor.
nigga
Say it
talk. That's all
again.
you gotta do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say it again,
I,
Red.
look,
Yeah. We
Yeah,
got him.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
say it
I,
again, Red.
Today,
I'm gonna just tell
today,
you this.
I hear you,
today,
I'm
Red.
not
when
switching up.
we're doing the quarterback rankings, my rankings for the NFC South is
Mhm.
Baker Mayfield, Bryce
Yeah.
Young,
Hold on.
Michael Penix, and whoever the
And
Saints are gonna
But
start.
but but Red,
Time
what
to
Okay.
time.
happened to your Sirius radio
Yeah.
guys? Sirius XM radio
The
guys,
Saints
right?
gonna
I thought that
Red stupid, yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
Red,
Yeah.
Red,
Yeah.
Red,
Red,
Red. That's
let
their
them make it,
opinion. This
Red.
is
Don't do
mine.
it. Don't do it, Red. Don't
Red
do
That's
it,
their
stupid,
Red.
boy.
opinion. That's their opinion. This is mine.
but you
Hey.
And I
said your
do, and I
opinion
do take
lined up
into
with
account,
theirs.
I do take into account, like you said, Riz be head to head.
But
Bryce
but
has
but
beat
hold on,
Michael
Red.
Penix
Now I'm
head to
not letting
head.
you off the hook because you
Yeah. Don't let him
said
off
that
the hook. Don't
your
let him off the
opinion
hook.
lined up with theirs.
Yeah, I said for
Oh
that
man.
quarterback room score that they gave, they had us 1 point. That
Mm-hmm.
ain't no big deal. 1 point higher than
Okay.
y'all.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Red. So
Bryce
let's
Yeah.
stay
Young,
with.
Bryce Young is not head and shoulders against Michael, better than Michael Penix. But right
Oh
now,
yeah, he
he
is.
is
Oh
better than.
yes, he
No, no, no,
is.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
Head,
no, no, no,
shoulders,
no,
feet, and
no,
toes.
no.
Knees and
Right
toes.
now,
Knees
right
and
now, in
toes.
my opinion, with the experience that he's had and the learning that he has, even from the losses, he's ahead of where Michael Penix is.
And he
But I
don't got
think
a
that'll
do
quickly
rag that
be.
smell like
I
Waffle
think that'll.
House.
I think that'll quickly be turned around this season.
Okay. All right, Red. How you feel about look and look? I'm gonna be fair. How you feel
Mhm.
about the running back room? And I will say,
But
as a
but
top level
Demetrius,
talent, Bijan
Demetrius,
I
got the
know one
best
thing. Michael
talent.
Demetrius,
Penix only played 3 games
Demetrius,
last year. He can easily come
Demetrius,
out and stink.
What's up,
Demetrius.
bro?
We're not finished. We're not finished with the
The fuck out
quarterback
of here.
room. We just listed our starters. Now we got to talk about the backups and the depth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Andy
Wait, wait,
Dalton
wait,
is not
wait,
better
wait,
than
wait.
Kirk Cousins.
Well,
Okay, okay.
well,
All
technically,
right, I'll
then,
give you that.
Red, the
I'll give you
last
that.
that we seen of Kirk Cousins and Andy Dalton, I'm putting them boys on the same level. How you
I'm
feel
not.
about
What
that?
was Andy's? What was Andy's record
I'm
last
not.
season?
I'm
Oh
not.
my God.
Oh,
Y'all
I don't
really
give a
going
damn
this
about
deep
the
with it.
record. The last that we
Okay,
saw of Kirk
336.
Cousins,
We have to
Red.
base it on
Yeah,
something. Three
yeah.
three
The
I
reason,
six.
think
Red,
overall,
Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, Red, it's the same reason that Kirk Cousins sitting as a backup right now.
We have
Yeah,
to
same
base it on
reason.
something. 336.
wait. Hey,
Oh,
look,
we
keeping it
are.
real
The
Okay.
three
last
three
that we
six.
seen of Kirk
I
Cousins is the reason why he
Big
on the bench
backups
right
for a
now, Red.
reason.
I think that's pretty fair.
look
Yeah, I
over
think that's pretty fair.
their
Okay.
careers. Who's the better quarterback? I gotta go with Kirk, bro.
Well, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone, Demetrius, because
I mean, if you're
like I
gonna say
said,
career,
it's
but
one
we
thing.
talking about
It's
going
one
into this
thing.
season, right?
It's one thing.
Are we
It's
could
Okay,
one
okay,
thing
okay.
to ridicule somebody for not being honest washed in their opinion.
Red, are
But
we
it's
talking
another thing.
about
Hold on,
career
three and
numbers or we
six.
talking
Hold
about
on,
going
three
into
and six.
25?
Hold on, 336. It's
2018 numbers
another
don't
thing.
matter no more going
It's
into
another
25.
thing. It's another thing to
So
have
why y'all even
respect for
bringing up
somebody's
statistics?
opinion, even when it differs from yours. Now,
Wait,
336.
wait,
What
wait,
I
wait,
would
wait,
say to
Red.
you,
I was
Because
no,
the
ridiculing.
Demetrius,
difference
hold
showing
on,
what
hold
you
on.
have done.
Want
We're
to say,
talking about going
I
into
want to say this to
2025 and what
336.
you expect.
I want to
So,
say
so
this
are
to
y'all expecting
336.
2018 Cousins to come
I
out here and
want
play
to
ball
say
next year?
this.
Is that
I
what I'm
want to
hearing?
say this. I want to say this to 336. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but 336. Yes, Kirk Cousins fell off last year. He didn't look good
Yeah,
last
very
year,
hard.
but
Trash.
he looked great at
Trash.
moments last year. He
Oh
beat
my
the
God.
Trash.
Eagles. He
Right.
So
swept
y'all
the
And
comparing
Red,
Buccaneers.
Cousins to
absolutely. And
Bryce
we
Young
seen
don't
Andy
get the
Dalton look
same
great
treatment
What
in
did
as
moments.
Andy Dalton do
So
as
last
what's the
year?
difference?
What did Andy Dalton do last year? Kirk Cousins,
He beat
since
the
I
Vegas
gave,
Raiders.
hold on. I didn't even think about this, but I just remembered it. Andy actually
oh
played the
God,
game
Bryce.
that Kirk Cousins came to Carolina and beat y'all in a head-to-head. So if I'm man enough to give Bryce the nod over Penix in their head-to-head, why you can't do the same?
Because y'all
Because
trash.
Cause
we
y'all
saw
Okay,
what
trash.
we
exactly.
saw, Red. You
Exactly,
don't get to
PPP.
erase
Exactly.
this dude falling
Exactly.
off. Red, you don't get to
Exactly.
erase this dude falling off a cliff and get to tell me going in the next season he better than any goddamn body.
Exactly.
Well, hold on. Well, hold on,
What the
y'all.
hell
Hold on,
we
y'all. Hold
talking
on, y'all. Hold
about?
on,
This
hold on,
dude
y'all. Hold
fell
on,
off a
y'all.
cliff.
Hold on, y'all.
I
Hold
don't
on,
know
y'all. I
what
want to show
y'all
y'all
talking
something
about
real
right
quick.
now.
Now, look at this right here.
Yeah, you hear me, Tico.
Yeah, look at this right here.
What is this?
2025 post NFL draft breakout. Top 14 players to crush past expectations.
I don't see Durag on there.
Nah. Yeah. Look at
Oh,
this. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
was that? Who put that
Why they
out,
got
PPP?
JJ McCarthy up there?
a reputable source, a national spotlight. Go ahead and run down the
Well,
credentials,
PPP, I
Chris
gave y'all
Olave
a
Hey,
is the quarterback.
dissertation. I
Red,
gave
why
y'all
don't
a
you run?
dissertation into who Pat Kerwin and Jim Miller is. Who put this out?
Yeah, Ray, don't worry about all that. All right. Just know it's
Okay, I
out.
ain't worried
Yeah.
about it. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
But I do
Yeah.
know, I do know,
Yeah,
I do know
hey,
that
Red, just know it's out there, Red. Just know it's out
I
there.
got you. I
Y'all
got you. I
bugging.
got you.
Y'all
I
bugging.
got you. Okay, so let's move on. Y'all
Okay.
got the better quarterback room. Go ahead, Demetrius.
Okay. So
Why don't you run his ass out there and start him then, Red? How about that? Why don't you do that? Sit Penix, run him out there and start
Well,
him
we
then
don't
since
have
he's so
to.
good.
We don't have to. And
Yeah,
actually,
I didn't.
if you're
I
you
don't
asking
know
think
me
he
you
ain't
my
gonna
would,
do
even
that.
if
opinion,
you had
if
to.
you're asking me
I
my
don't think you would
opinion,
want
I
to do
wouldn't
that,
do
even
it.
if you
I
had to,
wouldn't do
Red.
it.
I don't think you
I
would
wouldn't
want
do it
to.
because
Yeah,
because
I
they
wouldn't
have
want to
Michael
either.
because they have Michael Penix to put out there. I wouldn't
what
do it.
about running
Yeah,
back
and if you
room, Red?
didn't have Michael Penix,
And
you would have been mad as hell if y'all didn't take a quarterback
They
this year
got a
based
better
on what you
running
Do
back
seen
do
room
last
you
than
year.
us, but
really
I
and
think
so
do we
look,
ours
have
is
to do
deeper.
that
and so
one? Do we have
and
to
look,
do that one, Demetrius? Do or
no,
maybe
no, hang on,
336 want to
Red,
argue this one?
Red. I'm gonna start. Wait, Red. I'm gonna start off the same way I was before we went back to the quarterback room. I got to
Yeah.
be real and say that when you look at both running back rooms, the best talent is Bijan. Y'all still got Tyler Algier, or
They
and
still
I'm
do.
really asking. I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, who's his backup?
You talking about
Who?
third, fourth, and fifth?
Uh, just third, not the fourth and fifth. I won't.
Chase McKellen from Alabama.
Okay, I
Mm.
know what you're talking about. Okay, so Bijan is the better talent. Um, I'm just looking at BJ, Bijan, and I'm looking at
Algier.
Tyler Algier versus Chuba and Rico Dowdle. You know what I'm saying? As a
Okay.
collective,
PPP, maybe you weren't here in the beginning of the show, but PPP, Poppin
I
provided a
wasn't.
graph for that since PPP
I
has the
wasn't.
breakouts graphed up there. So
Okay,
we kind of
give
dealt
me a
with that one
summary real quick.
already.
I wasn't here.
Yeah. Algier is higher on the list than Rico Dowdle is.
Yeah,
Okay,
Obviously.
okay, cool.
Obviously.
that don't mean nothing.
But who had the better season? Since you wanted to bring up Drake
Nah,
London's
they got the
stats,
no. Y'all gotta keep it hot, bro. They got the better one. They got the better running back room, but I think it's
Yeah, they got the
comparative
better
though.
running back room.
They
They
got the
do.
better
They
running
do.
back room, but I think ours is deeper.
Yeah, I think it's comparative.
Yeah, they got the better running back room. I'll give them that. They got a
Only
better
because
running back.
Bijan push him over the board. That's it.
Hey,
All right, so
hey,
if
Dan, they
anybody
Bijan
hate to
keeping
see
score,
is a
this.
franchise type running back. He's one of
Dan,
them.
they hate to see. They hate to
No,
see
he
And
it.
is.
he's
so
on.
Yeah.
He's to be honest. He's on the level of Saquon Barkley to me. Bruh, raw as
who?
hell.
Who?
Bro is that nice.
But he don't
Who's
got the
bro?
production though.
And I don't like to give Falcons no type of love, but I can't deny that.
But he don't
You
got the
talking about Bijan?
production of Saquon.
Yes, I
Not,
can't deny
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. Bijan is
He
nice.
ain't been in the
Bijan is
league
nice.
that
yeah,
I'm
he
not
long.
going.
got
He
the
Yeah.
ain't been in the
ability,
league
but
long
he
enough to
don't
do that.
have the production
I'm
Really.
talking
yet.
about from a natural talent
Yeah,
perspective. I
yeah,
ain't talking about no
absolutely,
numbers. I don't go
absolutely,
by numbers. I go
absolutely.
by natural talent and eye
Okay.
test.
So look,
Hey,
No, of
hey,
if,
course you
hey,
got that.
hey!
Yeah,
You can't say that over here, bro. You can't say that. You gotta go by stats and the eye test, bloody knuckles.
but
I don't
but
go by
if
all
we
the statistics
but
and
if we
stuff.
do that, then Kyle
But I
Pitts
respect
is
your
comparable to
platform, brother.
Travis
I
Kelsey.
respect your platform.
Yeah, to have like a real discussion because we gonna pull out them stats, bro. And stats is king, with the exception of or with the addition of the eye test and context. Okay, because
okay.
if I just sit up here and say, "Oh, Tom Brady threw for 300 and something yards," and then I say PJ Walker threw for 176, you
Hmm.
would say that Tom Brady won the game. But
Not
when I pull up
necessarily
that
true.
game, and you see the numbers and you see actually what happened, it's different. So we look at both aspects.
The only reason why I don't go by stats is because like the Dakota Prescott situations, like he'll put up a lot of numbers, but all of them be garbage numbers from the second half because they'll be down so much. So they'll look like his statistical passing yards, like, dang, Dak went off. Why the Cowboys lost? That's why I always watch games and I go by what actually happened on the field. Same
Yeah,
thing
I
with
feel you.
everybody was
I
sitting
feel
there
you.
and criticizing Lamar Jackson about those turnovers. He nullified that in the second half when he put up those 2 touchdowns. If the
No, no, no,
opposing
no, no,
team
no,
can't
no,
do
no, no,
nothing
no, no, no,
against
no,
those
no, no,
turnovers, they don't
no.
mean nothing.
See,
That's why I
Talk
don't
your
really
shit,
follow
blood
stats
that's
too
knuckles.
where
heavy.
you're
Talk your
wrong.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
where you're
put it
wrong.
down, blood knuckles. I agree with
Turnovers
everything you just
absolutely
said,
mean
fam.
something.
Turnovers
Yeah,
definitely
turnover.
mean
You
something.
don't get to just take turnovers back, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Sometimes
especially
you
if the
can.
first
That's
three
why. That's why
touchdowns.
when
Sometimes
I
you
hear
There's
people
can
points
always
that
bring
you
up
don't
stop.
get
like
back.
pass
You
yards and
can
stuff,
throw
it's
No,
some.
sir.
usually
You
usually like
Red,
touchdowns,
don't
red.
turn
I don't
more
over.
than
care if it's
pass
the first
yards.
quarter or the fourth quarter. A turnover will kill you in a game. You do not get to
They
take those
will.
back just
There's
because you
no
get a
denying
Turnovers
that.
touchdown
will,
later.
but if
That
the opposing
absolutely
team
happens.
don't do nothing
And if they
about
get
it, it
points
don't
off
really
turnovers,
mean
it's
nothing.
even worse.
Because
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
Crimson
But you get
Tigers
to
got
throw a
3
touchdown
turnovers on
later that
South
somebody
Carolina.
else
We
dropped,
didn't
but
do
we don't
nothing
get
with
to
it, and we
nullify
still
your
lost the
turnover in
game.
the
You
first
got to
quarter.
convert it into some
Yeah, because
points.
if we would have
You got
scored
to
on
make
that
them
drive
count. Because
versus
if you
giving them
don't,
the
they
ball and
just
they
stats.
score,
They
we
just
upset
empty
them instead
calories.
of
They
them.
don't mean nothing
Yeah,
if you don't make nothing out of it.
yeah. We're not taking turnovers back.
It's a
That's
hell
the
of a
only reason why
point,
I say a
though.
lot of
Bloody
times stats
knuckles.
be
Bloody
misleading a
knuckles.
lot.
I hear you. That's a
Hey,
I
hell of
mean,
a
hey,
point.
stats
We ain't
do
taking
matter.
turnovers
I
back.
ain't gonna lie. You gotta go by stats. I'm not saying you don't. I don't really like to because they be misleading sometimes. That's why I like to watch the game and go by eye
Yeah.
test. But I
well
Yeah.
understand what
that's
y'all
a
mean
Yeah.
though.
fact. That's a fact, Bloody
But
Knuckles.
I
But that's
think
why
I
you got to
think what we
factor
do
in
is,
everything.
but
But that's a
That's
Reds, I
true.
think
fact.
what we do is we kind
Y'all
of use
correct.
the
Y'all correct.
stats. We kind of use the stats as a tiebreaker
Okay.
because we can both look at the same thing, just like we can both hear the
And
same
see it two different ways,
message.
Red.
Absolutely, PPP. We can hear the same sermon, the
Yeah, yeah,
same
like the
message,
quarterback
and get two
runs.
different perspectives from it.
True. That's true.
So we use these numbers because we can point to the numbers, and 2 is greater than 5. I don't care what you say. Now you
Hmm.
might make the point that, well, the reason why this 2 means so much is because it came at this point of this time, and it
Hmm.
had this effect on the outcome. And you're
Hmm.
absolutely right. And the eye test will verify that. But the numbers are the numbers, no doubt
Nope.
about it. So,
That's
Demetrius,
true.
what you got for me?
Oh, no, no, no. I was just gonna say, just to keep it honest. So look, so we did the whole offense. So if anybody's keeping score, we got the offensive line and the quarterback, and the Falcons have the wide receiver room and the running back.
And the
They
Fair?
got the
tight
skill
end.
position.
What about the tight ends? What about the tight ends?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the tight ends.
Kyle Pitts is more talented, but I think our room is deeper
He don't. Well, see, see.
because they really don't
Man,
use
keep it a
Kyle Pitts the
thousand.
right
Keep it
way.
a
He really
thousand.
a
Y'all
receiver
ain't
in my
got
eyes.
nobody on y'all team that commands the respect or even with
Kyle
him not
Pitts
living
don't
up to
command
his
respect,
potential,
Red. So before
even
you
with
Kyle,
Yeah,
him
yeah,
Kyle
not
Red.
living
Pitts,
up,
That's
that's
where
the
I'm
Kyle
going.
Pitts from his
even with
size and
him
his
not
Kyle
living
Pitts
up,
is
natural
a bust,
even
bro.
ability.
with him
You
not
gotta
living up to
you
his
gotta attend
potential.
for him.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
I'll
yeah,
be the
you
first
do,
to
but
say
at
it.
the
He has not lived up to his potential, but he is by far the best tight end in the NFC South, and I don't care nothing about no Cade Otton.
that's like saying Kelvin Benjamin
47
is
and
the fucking
602.
threat on the
But
field.
either way,
Like, what are we
Red,
doing?
we're going position by
Kevin Benjamin
position.
was when he was in shape.
So we got
Well,
to talk about
yeah,
the positions,
but I
Red.
47
mean,
That's
but
all I'm
at
602.
Krispy
saying.
Kreme,
Fuck
he
that
a real
fat piece
threat.
of slob, Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh my God, the disrespect. And I
Yeah,
ain't even
we ain't
talking
worried
about
about
Kevin
that
Benjamin.
dude.
So
He
Demetrius,
was a fat slob.
Oh my
Demetrius, as
God, I
we
had to
as we
hear it
move
again.
Yeah,
along,
we don't mess
Demetrius,
with that dude.
we have given a total of 5 position groups on the
we have,
offensive side of the ball,
we have,
and that's 3-2.
yes, sir,
All right, so
yes,
let's
sir.
Falcons
move to
always got
defense
skill
then.
positions. I'll give them that. They
Okay,
known for
let's
Yes,
that.
move it.
sir.
Okay, so defensive line, we don't even got to debate that, right?
How you gonna
Or
break it up?
linebackers.
How you gonna break it up?
Wait,
Because
wait,
I
wait.
don't
I said
think
no, no,
you,
no.
you.
Just defensive tackles. We don't got to debate this, right?
Hold on,
No,
did
we
they
don't have
even
to debate
replace
that. No,
y'all
Okay,
replace Grady Jarrett yet?
Nope.
I
okay.
just
Wait,
said we don't have to debate that.
he just said we don't got to debate
Derek
it.
Brown rules everything out, in my opinion.
Okay, now pass rushers.
Pass rushers? I think that's dead even right now.
I'll let
Cause we
y'all
don't
get it
know.
off.
No, no, no.
I,
I'm asking you, Red, seriously. Not being funny. No funny. I'm
I think
asking you.
that's
What you think?
pretty
So
dead.
so if you're asking me, and
Yeah,
I'm saying that I don't leave room for y'all to put too much weight on Ted McMillan because he's a rookie and we haven't seen him in the NFL, I'll say the same thing goes for our edge rushers and y'all edge rushers. I'll just
Right,
leave them
break
out of the
No, I
even.
want to say
discussion.
one thing though
see,
in
that's why I
regards to
fuck
that
with you,
though.
Red.
Hold on.
Go
In
ahead,
the
Nick.
past few years, we have seen rookie wide receivers come out and make a huge impact. Huge impact. So
I'm just
I
saying
get what
my
you.
So,
analysis,
there's
Nick.
no
I get
reason
what
for
you're
us
saying, Nick, but
to
he's
be
talking about
super
his logic.
optimistic on Tet when we see Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors and Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and
Nick,
all these guys come
Nick,
out in the
I'm
rookie
saying
No,
year and
for
they
Nick,
my
I
spaz.
get what you're
analysis.
for
saying,
this
Nick.
will be
I'm
fair
saying
though.
for I'm saying for
Yeah,
my
for this one got to be
analysis.
fair
All
though.
Right.
I'm saying is, you
Yeah,
could
we got to be
book
fair.
it right now. Tet McMillan getting 1,000 yards as a rookie.
So
I'm
Nick,
calling it
Nick,
right now.
listen, Nick. Everybody said that Marvin Harris Jr. was a generational wide receiver, and there was nothing that compares to
Yes,
him as the
he's in a
number one
horrible
coming out last
system.
year. No,
You
Arizona
got a
is a
horrible
shit
quarterback.
offense.
Situations
okay.
matter,
Their
Red.
offense
That
is
just
shit.
proves it.
Red,
Man,
you
you
got
better
Kyler
you,
put
Murray's
that
Red.
in
All
your
I'm
completion
saying
percentage
I'm
is
with you,
is,
so
Red.
high
Yeah, you
because
I'm
better
with
put
you,
because
Red.
that
half the
wing in
time
it.
he's dumping passes off 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Nah, you better put
Right,
that
Nick,
wing in him,
Everything
Red.
is
Nick.
within
I feel
5 yards with Kyler Murray. They'll mix in a couple
Nick,
10,
my brother.
15-yard passes to Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. here and there. But
No, no, no.
if Marvin Harrison Jr. was on, let's say, the Dolphins or the Rams, he would have been a top 5
The
receiver in
ring.
yards this year, bro.
but you
That
But
can't
can't
be
Nick,
say
true.
but
that.
Nick,
He's
he
got
You
it.
wasn't
can't
saying
He's
say
that.
that.
serious.
But Nick, he wasn't saying that as a slight toward Tech. He's just saying if I use
No,
this
yeah,
logic one way,
situations matter. Look at Drake
I'm
London.
using.
Drake
No,
London's
no, no,
already a great receiver, but he's in
no,
a
not
Mm.
system that fits him
Nick,
and his play
not wide
style.
receivers, bro. He's just saying by the
Yeah,
logic that I
that's it
use,
too.
I can't say that, this about Tech and then say our pass rushers are gonna be this because they're rookies. That's all he's saying. So he gave
That's
us the
Right.
all
pass
I was
rusher one.
saying.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair to
Okay,
So
so
he
say.
I'm
gave
not
us
So we
the
weighing.
split that down
I'm
the
not
middle.
weighing. And 336. You know, I was saying this even when we talked about looking at the wide receiver rooms before. I wasn't dissing. I wasn't slighting Ted. All I was saying
right,
was I don't know what rookies are gonna be, so I'm not gonna put no words on him, good or bad. I'm just not gonna
right,
do it, Nick.
Yeah, that's
right,
a
Makes
fact.
right.
sense.
So
So he
when I
That
gave us
makes sense.
evaluate the edge talent, I don't think that y'all's edges are impressive. I think that probably y'all after
So
since Clowney is gone, y'all's best edge is probably DJ Wanham. I've heard
mm,
y'all
right.
talk about
yeah, one.
a
He was the best
pat
And
edge
then
with
somebody,
Clowney
DJ
there.
Johnson.
DJ Johnson.
He,
So what I would say is Leonard
Yeah.
Floyd is consistently a 8.5 to double digit sack getter in the NFL. He
he
probably
is about eight
ranks
nine. He is.
he probably ranks in the top 20 in edges in the NFL. And
Mm.
outside of him, I would have to say Arnold Ebiketie and I don't choose to go much further than those two. But if you put Leonard Floyd and Arnold Ebiketie up against Pat, whatever the Pat, I don't know his last name. I heard y'all say
Pat
Pat
Jones.
somebody. Pat
Pat Jones the
Jones
second. I think he
and
had 8 sacks last year.
DJ Wanham. I'm gonna take Leonard Floyd.
Okay, so for that
Understandable.
logic, I'd say this. So Floyd had about 8 sacks. I'll just say this. Patrick Jones the second had 8 sacks, and I think Wanham had what 6
He had
sacks
4
in 8
sacks.
weeks or something like or like 4 sacks in
No,
5
he
weeks
had
or
4
something like
sacks
that.
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was something like 4 and 5 weeks or 4 and 6 weeks or something like that. Because you remember he had the blood clot issue.
Well, yeah, but that's his
Uh,
fault. But we're just
yeah,
we're just talking about the numbers. Yeah.
yeah, I
So
got you.
and Ebiketie had 6. So if you're just counting them, that's one thing. Then you say, well, they had more, so you put them higher. That's not what I'm basing this on. I'm
No, I
basing
was
Leonard Floyd on his body of work in the NFL. You can almost count on, like Nick says, because of what Tet was. He's counting on him getting 1,000 yards.
right. Okay,
I'm counting on Leonard Floyd getting 9 sacks this year, based
that's
on
a
what
fair
he's
guess.
always
That's a fair
done.
guess. I got no problem with that. I like Leonard Floyd.
Yeah. So I didn't, like I said, because of Derek Brown, I'm not making no argument about what the interior of that defensive line is compared to. In fact, I would go so far as to say y'all got the best interior defensive line in the whole division. I don't have no problem, and I don't have to
Over
stutter
Vita Vea?
when I say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
over
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Vita
yeah, yeah,
Vea.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
collectively,
yeah. Let me
yes,
go ahead and
over
clip
Vita
that
Vea.
too.
yeah.
235 and 255. That's gonna be easy. Let me clip both of those.
Yeah, it's good. It's good,
Yeah.
PPP. And it'll be the same if I need to repeat it, because
Every
that's what
time
I
I come
believe.
back, Red is saying something amazing. God, dog.
Yep. Yep. Did you clip the Leonard Floyd portion too?
What you talking about?
You didn't hear that. Okay. All right,
No, I ain't-
so let's we can move on.
No, Red, we
We
ain't
can
got to
move
worry about
on.
that part. Yeah, Red, we ain't got to worry about
Yeah.
that
Not at
part. We
all.
did
Not
that
at all.
already.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Three
let's
three
go
six.
ahead.
yeah,
Not
I
at
don't know
all.
what
Three
you're
three
talking about. I
Come
don't know
six.
what
on.
you're
Yeah.
talking about, Red.
He
Yeah.
didn't hear that. He didn't hear that. He don't need to clip that.
That dude a good sport, man. I fuck with Red, bro. You're a good sport, bro.
The features that PvP don't play, bro. He don't play.
I know I gotta pull Red's leg once in a while, god dang it.
Yeah,
Mm.
Shit.
yeah,
QT
gotta love it,
zero.
man.
He
All
say
right,
to
so
Mm.
look,
Sanders.
and I'm
You
asking
mean Miles Sanders, QT?
this,
Mm.
this is no funny. Who's in the Falcons linebacker room? I have no clue. I'm not being funny.
Well, I'll give you one name, and I don't
Well,
think
y'all
that
got
y'all have
Jalen
nothing
Walker.
on. I give you one name, and I don't think y'all have nothing on y'all team that's
Shoot.
constructed that compares to Caden Ellis. And just because he's not a well-known name, don't mean shit.
Oh, well, if that's the case, it's god dang. I mean, we can say that about Trevin Wallace.
Okay, so what then we'll have to do is we'll have to look at why you say that about Trevin Wallace and why I say that about Caden Ellis.
Is he better than Josie? Red? I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I don't trust Red.
I know you don't,
Hey,
because
I
you
don't
can't
know.
clip that. You can't clip that.
All right, Red.
No, I
Cornerback
don't,
room.
I don't need that one.
Cornerback room.
Need that one.
I'm not
Oh yeah.
even high.
Oh, oh yeah. Cornerback
even
room is
high.
us.
I'm not really even high
You can't sleep on
on.
AJ Terrell now, bro. It is nice.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about AJ Terrell blood enough because I was going because I'm going to I'm not basing what I say about the cornerback room
Yeah.
based on AJ Terrell's numbers. I'm gonna
Right.
base
Right.
it or JC Horns.
Right.
To me that's a push. But what I'm
That
going
boy
to do
easy.
is I'm going to say I believe Mike Jackson to me is better than Hughes that we have as our number 2
Oh yeah, he is.
cornerback.
Yeah,
Understandable.
But
he is slightly.
now
Yeah,
since
he is.
PvP jumped in so quick, and I'm just giving you my opinion, PFF would say they're the other way around.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. But I'm not going to go on that. But then
Well, also, you
Yeah.
got to think now. When you look at the scheme that we was running, I see why. Less opportunities, more zone play, so that makes sense.
Mm.
But when you watch the way that this guy normally plays, like when he was with Seattle, Yeah. The numbers will drastically change this year. Trust and believe
I
that.
mean, I'll give. I don't have no problem with giving, and I know how much y'all love CJ Horn. I don't have no problem with giving
JC.
y'all the nod. Yeah,
CJ
JC
Horn.
Horn. I'm sorry.
Hold on now.
I
JC.
always
That's
say
JC.
hey,
CJ.
that was disrespectful right
You
there.
know what you meant.
Yeah.
No, I really didn't.
No.
I've done that
It
a
sounds like you
lot,
want to say
but I
CJ
try to.
Henderson.
I try not to do that now. So, but I'll go as
Yeah, we
far.
don't even
I'll
talk
go as
about
Say,
that
hey,
far.
no more.
Terrell, huh?
I'll go as far as just giving y'all the nod on the cornerbacks. I don't have no problem with that.
And safety, we don't even got to discuss.
Yeah,
Safety, we don't even
yeah,
got to
that's
discuss.
not up for debate.
Right.
Shout out to Drew Free for that
Although
super chat.
PvP won't clip that, and he'll probably want to debate it, so
Yeah.
I'll let him try.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't gotta try. I just gotta do it. But shout out to Drew Free for that super J. He said, "Y'all see week 1 is Tampa at Carolina. Just got off
Told
work.
you.
Might have missed it on your live.
That's
Hey,
an
Drew
L.
Told you.
Free, Drew Free. We don't know. We can neither confirm
Mm.
nor deny it. All I'm gonna say is this: it's a possibility.
It most likely will happen.
We
That's
don't
what I
know
want.
that. We don't know that. I
Yeah,
want.
that's what I
Hey, y'all
want. I
know who
want
I
Me
them for
want.
the
too,
Falcons.
336.
I'm just
Buffalo
going by the
Bills,
pattern
week
that we've been
1 in
playing
Bucks.
in
Charlotte.
division teams for the past 2
Bucks.
years.
Buffalo Bills.
Bucks.
That's too soon. That's too soon. We'll catch
What?
them in the middle of the season.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, Bloody Knuckles, please don't say that. Please don't say that.
I'm
Please.
just saying because
Bro, it's
I'm
only
blocking
one
people.
game, man.
I'm blocking people who say stuff
It's
like
only
that.
one game.
Don't say that, Bloody Knuckles. Don't say that.
why?
Don't say that.
Only thing I'm
Look,
going
if
by
we
is the
play
fact
them
that we
week
played in the
PvP,
division
rip the
teams the
band-aid
first
off,
past
y'all.
2 years.
Dang.
That's the only reason I say
Number
count.
3 is
Yep.
available.
Hey, Vibe, and I like Alante Taylor. That's my
Y'all gotta
frat
rip the
brother, man.
band-aid off.
You just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Facts, 336.
I
Just
like
rip
them
it
at
off.
Tennessee, man.
Let it
It's
air
only one
heal. God
game.
dang
It
it.
ain't like we gotta play Buffalo twice.
Yeah. Go out there
But
and whoop they behind.
y'all said that y'all team has got to start 3-1.
And they will with a
Oh
Buffalo
well,
win.
Red. If they in
We
the
got a
first
week.
3
Now
weeks,
I will say we
first
do got to
4 weeks,
start off
we're
hot in
what I
September. We
say,
do got to get a good
Say it
start
again,
in
3
September.
336.
wins.
Huh?
If they in the first 4 weeks, Red, we need 3 wins. I don't care who it is. It don't matter.
Three.
Yeah, that's a
Three.
fact.
Okay. I
Hey,
feel you.
hey, hey, 336. 2, we'll give you a pass. We'll give you a pass with 2 and
Yeah,
2. 1 and
Wait,
3, nah,
yeah,
someone need to get
wait.
fired.
PPP. We're only going to
yeah.
give a
Somebody
pass
finna
with
get
2
up
and
out of here
2.
week 5.
We're only going to give a pass with 2 and 2 if Bryce looks great. Like if we
But
blame,
no,
if we
but
can.
Demetrius, hold on,
Okay,
Demetrius.
go ahead.
When you talking about winning the division and being 10-7, it ain't go. You got to throw that how it looked out the window. Now it's about results. You gotta put up wins, bro. You got to put up wins. And
Okay,
even if
no,
it's an ugly win,
Yeah,
you
that's
got
where
to
we at right
find a
now.
way
of
to
course,
win.
no.
Good
Okay,
teams find a way to win.
no. You are exactly right, Red. I'm not going to debate that at all. My main thing is
Red,
this:
kick the field goal.
Mm.
not only can we. My main thing is
Yeah,
this.
good
This is how
idea.
I look at the season. We need the wins, but we can't win and Bryce look okay. We got to win and he looked fucking great. Like
Nah,
that's
we just
all I'm
need
saying.
W's. We just need
Hey,
the
That,
shout
that
out,
you
wins.
shout,
feel
shout
me?
out
You
to
feel me, Bloody
OTF Mike.
Knuckles? You
We
feel
need
Shout
me,
the
out to
Bloody
wins.
Knuckles?
Hold on
Huh?
right quick,
So if
Reg. Hold on right
You
quick.
feel
Shout
me?
out to
Oh, my
OTF
bad, my
Mike.
bad.
Nah, you good. You good. Shout out to OTF Mike for that super check. He
Oh,
said, so
hell
to
yeah.
sum it all up, the Panthers and the Falcons are not far from each other in talent on paper.
of course.
No. We light years away from them niggas. Yeah. Yeah. What OTF Mike talking about?
But and Red, this is where I come from with it. Our like this year to us, like we gotta win.
Wow.
But the most important thing for us this year, Bryce has to establish himself as a top 10 quarterback. Like he has to. Otherwise,
See, that
like
sound
that's
like that sound like a personal thing you want to happen. And I'm gonna
he
tell you what it sounds like to me. It sounds
well,
like to me that you are rooting for one player over the success of the team.
hang on.
Nah, it's both.
Because this is the thing. The only reason I'm focused on Bryce is this. I mean, bro, he can't come out like he did last season. If he doesn't look good, we may have to go back to the quarterback drawing board. Now, that's all I'm saying. That's just the most important thing. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna turn down 3 wins if he looks bad. I'm gonna just be like, but you know damn well we're gonna be up here like, damn, we got 3 wins. But what the hell we gonna do at quarterback? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Me
I
personally,
think
He
I
needs to
our
don't
be the
care
fan
guy.
as
base,
long if he can produce like a
He needs to
Jared
be the
Goff to
guy.
me. I wouldn't
yeah,
care. We just
yeah,
need
yeah,
wins and our defense to be
yeah,
solid.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
main thing.
And I
And
listen
ain't
to
trying to
y'all
compare
fan
it to
base
like Joe
enough to
Burrow numbers.
know
Fuck all that.
that if Bryce ain't putting up fantabulous numbers and throwing no look passes and doing this and doing that, but y'all
That
coming
goofy
out with
shit.
wins, y'all gonna be happy as hell, man.
I don't care about all that goofy Pat
Well, it's
Mahomes
hard to
shit.
pay everybody when you're paying the quarterback. So just remember that if he ain't putting up
This
no
is
numbers,
true.
you got to pay
And
This
that's
is
somebody.
why
true.
people
You
have
can't
the
pay everybody.
skepticism about
That's
Purdy,
why I said
336.
that.
You're absolutely right. That's why
Right.
they have the
Yeah.
skepticism about Purdy. Because the team has won, but then people say, well, I mean, he was drafted this low. He's small, he's not spectacular, but he's winning.
Tyrann
So
Mathieu
now
old, bro. Stop.
the dilemma is, do you go on and give him that bank? They holding out right now.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Tyra,
I think y'all headed down that same lane, man.
down what same lane?
Bryce is
Wait,
never
what?
gonna be spectacular.
You crazy? He was spectacular in that last game. Stop playing,
Oh
Red.
Okay,
man, man.
Stop
Bryce
playing,
all right.
Bryce
Red.
was
Hey,
looking
Riz.
Talking about
good
Hey,
those
Riz.
consistently.
last
Riz, say it
five
for
Talking
me,
about
games.
Riz.
consistently.
He was
He's
looking
not
good those
gonna.
last
Fuck
five
the
games.
Yeah, and
Falcons.
I hate to tell you,
Fuck the
Demetrius, he won't be a
fuck
top
the
10
Bucks.
quarterback statistically.
1-0 against Durag, Red.
Statistically,
Remember that.
Riz, you won't let me forget it. Trust me.
Durag ain't spectacular. He ain't good. He ain't great.
His
He
arm
alright.
talent is.
Yeah.
His arm
Well, he
And
can
talent
guess
throw
what? And
is.
hard.
guess
I
what? And
mean, Anthony Richardson can throw
shout
hard.
out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. What's his name? Omar Tillman. He said Bryce Young had a magical game. He said that was magical.
Magical.
It was a beautiful
It
game.
was
I
it was
was
Magical.
there to
magical.
see it.
No,
It
he said it
was
was magical.
That was his
Yeah,
best game by far.
by
yeah.
far
It
It
was
his
a
was.
best
magical
game.
game.
It was.
Yeah,
It
By
was.
far.
yeah.
And
Because
I
he wasn't
think
the
it was
same dude
important to
going
y'all's
back in that
fan base
building.
because it has y'all excited. I would much rather have my quarterback finish up the season like that than just be look
Then how Michael
you
Penix
know.
finished off with an
Oh
L?
no! I was very pleased with Michael Penix's performance in his 3 games, and it no
Oh,
matter how much shit y'all talk, I
oh,
Oh
was
you
wow.
very
like Goff?
pleased. I
You
was very
like
pleased with
Goff
his
is
He,
great.
performance in them 3 games.
Hey,
Now, if I was a Saints fan, I hate to say this to Vibin, and I think Vibin will at least be honest. He said that he didn't care nothing about like Carr because he wasn't giving them productions, and he ain't gonna roll with no loser. I think Vibin with the Saints is probably he's in a wait and see pattern to see what those quarterbacks do. But Vibin ain't gonna he not gonna hitch his wagon to either one of them boys unless they come out and look like they can command the offense.
he better
And nor
not.
should he. So
He better not.
what I'm saying is y'all saw glimpses. Y'all didn't see nothing from Bryce his rookie year that looked like he could command or be a high
Yes, we
power
did. Yes, we
quarterback. And
did. Yes, we did.
let
what
me
I
just
seen
finish
from
PPP. And he didn't start out
Now,
last year
Red.
looking like he would. And now I'm being honest and real right now. And he didn't start out looking like it last year. Now, in those last 10 games, he looked like an NFL. He looked like a good quarterback in the NFL. He did not look like the best. You can cut that bullshit out. He
Hey,
looked
he
like
was
he
better
could
than your
play in the
quarterback.
NFL. And he
He was
gave
better than
y'all
your
a lot of
quarterback.
optimism. He gave y'all a lot of optimism, rightfully so, coming into this season. But
Red,
he has to
red,
do it
red. He was
again.
better than your quarterback.
he
Red.
can do it again. One thing I see out of Bryce is that he's a leader, regardless if he get beat up in the off by the defensive line, regardless if things look grim. He never let his team down. Like every time when I see the guys go in the tunnel, he always dapping the guys up, even if he mess up. They believe in Bryce, and Bryce believe in them. So we
And
gonna
that's
be
all
all
that
right.
matter. Yeah.
Like he's a leader. They respect Bryce, and
You got to have that
that's
out of
one
your
thing.
quarterback.
And that's
He
one
is a
thing
leader.
Yeah, I ain't doing
that
this
I've
stuff, man.
noticed, and that's one thing that's important to me is the belief in the offensive line and the receivers believing in their guy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Facts.
But what I would tell y'all is this,
Was
and I don't expect y'all to do it because I know how much hatred y'all have, and I ain't talking to everybody now. Don't get me wrong, Bloody Knuckles. Don't get me wrong, Demetrius. Let me see who else on
Fuck the
here.
Falcons, fuck the
Tico,
Saints, and
don't get me
fuck the
wrong.
Bucks.
Nick Tri-State, don't get me wrong. PPP 336, don't get me wrong. Who does that leave? Risby. Okay, yeah.
Oh, you know I got
Uh,
you wrong.
yeah.
So this is gonna be
Red
very
stupid, boy.
disrespectful. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Red stupid, boy.
if
Yeah.
y'all go and look, there's two passes that they are showing. PFF has not PFF. The 33rd team has them,
Okay.
and it's you'll see this deep pass that Michael Penix, they put it in slow mo, throws to Darnell to
Oh my God. Here we go.
McLeod. This is what I'm talking to you about when I talk about arm talent. Sure, they're out there, they're just practicing. There's no contact, there's no defense guarding him, nothing else. But what they're doing is they're working on their timing, something
Is
he didn't get a chance to do before he took the field last year to make his first start with
a
his number
PPP?
ones.
Yo.
Is this basically Tyler's show? Warming up before the actual throwing session that they put on the fucking they
Nah,
put on their social media.
nah, nah.
Is
He's
this what
trying to hitch
Red's
his wagon
talking
to
about?
Rattler. It's gonna
Okay.
jump on their wagon.
Yeah.
Rattler is pretty good of a quarterback. They just not giving him a
Rattler
chance.
got arm talent,
What?
Red.
You said who?
So
You said
I
Rattler's
who?
don't
a
believe in
pretty good
Spencer Rattler,
quarterback.
man.
Rattler got
They just
arm
ain't giving him
talent.
a chance.
No, sir.
I don't believe in
No,
Spencer
sir.
Rattler.
Levis got arm talent.
Like
Like
he
a
just
lot of
got to
quarterbacks
command
have
the
arm
offense and
talent.
understand what he's seeing on the defensive side. But
It's a good
Yeah,
I
I
point,
don't know
ain't
what they got
Nico.
That's
a
going
what.
red
on there
fan, but
anymore. I
I ain't
say
never
give him a
said
shot in the
Red
preseason to see
ain't
what he do.
never. I definitely know what he's saying, but we know that Bryce ain't got no RPMs like Penix. He ain't spinning it like Penix. You
Nah,
know that.
Penix is spinning that shit. I seen that shit live. Bro got a pretty live arm on
I
him.
ain't gonna
But
say that.
Penix can't place a ball like Bryce can, nor can he
Now Bryce do
anticipate a
got
throw
good
like
placement
Bryce
though.
can.
Yeah,
But see, that's gonna be the
I'm
beauty
with
of
you on
us
that too,
going
Red.
against them, seeing both of these young guys grow in front of our eyes though.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's gonna be some battles between us and them.
And I
That's
know Vibin
assuming
is in
that
the
he's
chat, and I'm
got
gonna
it.
And
tell you something,
I
man.
still hate the Falcons.
I'm gonna tell you something about the quarterback that they have, and I'm not trying to big up him because I know we all clowning the Saints and the situation that they have, and you know it's the NFL
Relentlessly.
is all about the quarterback. But I'm gonna tell you about this Tyler Shuck kid, man. He he
Hmm.
he can get out of trouble. He can run the. I'm gonna just put it plain and simple. He can
You
run
Mm.
with
better
the damn
not, Red.
ball. He can run with the damn ball.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
he's going to be more of a dual threat. I'm not looking for a lot out of him because I think they're going to, hopefully, if I was their fan base, what I would be hoping is with where they're at, it's a rebuild. It's definitely a
hmm
rebuild. And then I think most of them realize that. I would want to see a true competition this year
mm.
between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck. If somebody comes up and looks really good and he shows that he might be our quarterback for the future, great. But if not, then I would say maybe he's going to be our backup moving forward.
A
So
wild
But you know,
question.
I
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. My bad, my bad.
Hey,
A,
hey,
a
Red,
wild
Red,
question.
Red's
Okay, go ahead.
basically saying that the Saints are going downhill with no brakes. Yeah, fast. Yeah, that's what it
Wild
says.
question. You think the
They got
Saints
to
will try to
rebuild
tank this year?
336.
You think the Saints will try to take this year so they can get Archie Manning since his grandfather then played over there before?
I mean, it's to be a hell of an NFL story. Let's keep it real.
And you know, a lot of
They
sports
haven't had
leagues
a
is
first
about
round.
stories.
They haven't taken a first round quarterback in 40 years since his granddaddy.
Mm.
Now let's just keep it real among us. You think the NFL won't be all over that shit, man?
Of course they would. Because at first
All
I
over
had them
what,
going to
Red? I didn't
Dallas,
hear
but
Red.
It ain't
that
gonna bring you no
would make
wins. You're gonna
sense
need
if you
more than
think
But
him to
about it.
Arch
win.
Manning,
Yeah.
if the Saints
Hey,
had the number
Red,
one
Red, that
draft
would
pick
be
next
perfect.
year,
To get Arch Manning from
That would be
Texas.
a beautiful story that the Saints would trash, Red, because I'm telling you,
I
that
don't
boy
know
can't
now.
save
He's a
them.
Manning, and you know how the
That boy
NFL
can't
feel about
save
no, you're
them.
Mannings.
right.
Yeah, yeah, congratulations. You're gonna have a beautiful story that's gonna end in tragedy because
But
that young man
336,
cannot save the
I'm
Saints.
just talking about the
Hey,
marketing machine that the NFL is 336. That's strictly all I'm
right.
talking about.
Yeah,
Man,
it
they
Right.
better
gonna bring
come with some
if that
free
happen,
agents
they
and
gonna
some
bring
first round
success to
draft
them
picks.
Saints, and that shit gonna really hurt our division.
What
Cause
what
they gonna
quarterback
fuck
y'all
over
He better
both
drafting,
of
come with
Red?
us
some free
just to
agents.
help them. I'm telling
What
you, if that
what
happen, they gonna
quarterback
fuck
Yeah,
y'all
both
he
of us
better
up
come
drafting,
to
with
help
free
Red?
him.
agents that's willing to take pay cuts.
Oh,
So
he'll start day one, though, 336.
he will. That boy good.
That's a fact. Yeah.
But that's just a wild question, so I'm just asking.
I mean, if
He
some shit
can't
like
say,
that
man.
happened, the NFC South would be lit now. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. With
It'll be
Bryce,
lit,
Mike
but
Penix, and if that boy was down there, shit, the NFC
it'll
South
be
would be
lit,
lit.
but he a man, and so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
gonna try to fuck both of us over just to help
Oh
them out.
yes, oh yes, oh yes. And anybody say otherwise is
Yeah, like the
fooling
Dallas
themselves.
Mavericks.
Hell,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
facts.
exactly.
ugly. That was
Facts,
Exactly.
ugly,
We just
336.
Reese.
seen that
Facts.
shit just yesterday. That's the
That
only
shit
reason
Facts,
was
why I even
336.
ugly,
said
man.
something. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
That was
Like,
corruption. That shit was corrupt, man.
no, that was a
Definitely
deal
was.
well done. They know what they did that
Nah,
for.
that
Well,
shit
yeah,
was
bloody knuckles.
corruption.
But what I'm saying is, it's making other leagues and other sports look at the NBA like, man, are y'all
That shit
serious,
was,
man?
What y'all
man,
got going on?
y'all gave him that number one pick, yo, because y'all gave Luca LeBron. We all know what time it was, bro.
Of
Yep, that was a
course,
Y'all
that's
had
mess
to
what
up.
this
say
shit
it.
was about. But the NBA been always doing little sideways shit like that. Ain't
No, no, no.
nothing
So
new.
guess
They
But
what?
look,
always
Yeah,
been
I
been
like that.
heard.
done.
Guess what I heard today to bloody knuckles to back up what you saying.
What's up?
They was talking about something that they did when Patrick Ewing was coming out way
That
back
was the
then for the
froze.
Knicks to
That was
get
the
him.
little freezer pick. They said that they
There it
had the
is.
card with his
There it
name in it,
is.
and instead of dropping them straight, they threw that one, and it had like a bent corner in it. And
You
then
got it. You got
when
it. You
what you
know
call
your
it picked
history.
it up, that it was kind of cold, and that's when it showed that what I mean he was going to the Knicks. Just like Bron said that him come from Akron and Cleveland just so happened to get the number one pick. Like they knew he was going number one.
This
yeah,
man
And
know his
people
history.
remember
This
they had the
man
yeah,
know his
McDonald's
fact.
history. I heard
All-American
that
game
shit
in
today
Cleveland.
about Patrick Ewing. Yep.
Yep,
They had the
yep,
McDonald's All-American game in Cleveland the same year he was going to Cleveland.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
If y'all know how that
Like
lottery shit go anyway, you know that those balls are weighted.
they don't
Yeah.
even
Waited.
do them balls no
Yes.
more, bro. They don't even do them no more. They do all
Yeah,
that
they
shit
do
in the
like the
back now.
computer fucking generated shit.
They do all that shit in the back now, allegedly.
Man,
And then that's when they come out and
they got
start
a
showing them
couple
cards
stupid
and shit.
motherfuckers up there sitting there looking stupid. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
And
they got.
they know what
the
time it
dude who
is.
was
Sitting on
representing
stage
the dude
looking
who was
dumb.
representing the Mavericks yesterday, he didn't even look surprised. He tried to play that shit off
They all
like,
try to play that shit off. Cooper knew where
yeah.
he was going.
Hey, they
I
should
say
have
this
gave that
nigga.
Red,
shit
it
to the
went in
Hornets,
order
dog.
across the stage. It went in order across the stage, bro.
Bro,
Like
Yeah, yeah,
like Cooper Flag knew he was
From
going there.
left to right.
That's
yeah.
just like that's like Mario Williams knew he was the number one pick to the Houston Texans the
To the
day
Man.
before the
Texans, yeah.
draft. Because Vince
Yeah.
Young said, shit, if I'd have known that, I'd have stayed in college another year. Because
hey,
he
but
wanted to play for Houston.
if
I'm
y'all
talking too much.
notice,
My fault. My fault. I'm
No,
talking.
if
bro,
y'all
good
notice,
history. Good
if y'all
history
notice
lesson.
what the NBA is trying to do, if we
I don't
just
need to be
speaking
saying
on
this
this
on Triple
lottery
P
shit,
platform.
the fucking they trying to get Giannis in San Antonio, right? They tried to make up for the Luka to the
No.
Lakers,
KD
No,
going to the
bro.
and
Spurs.
He going to
no,
the
no,
No.
no,
Rockets.
no. I'm telling
The
you, I'm,
NBA's number one
I'm
objective right
they
now
trying
is
to
to
Nah,
get
get
Giannis
Giannis
gonna
up
get
LeBron
out
it.
his
of
fifth
Milwaukee.
ring.
They trying to
They
get Giannis up out of Milwaukee,
He
and
they
then
getting
they
up
trying to
out
fuck
of
the
Milwaukee.
Sixers.
They want
Oh,
him
he
in a big
gone.
market though.
Yeah, they
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 well,
want him in
trying
a big market.
but they need him with Wemby. That's the thing. They want him with Wemby.
That's
I
what
don't
I've
know
been
why.
hearing too. That's what I've been
No,
hearing too,
bro.
Riz. That's
No,
what I've been
That's what
hearing
they
Spurs.
trying to
too.
do.
Now my
Greg
the
little brother
league
say
got
the
Popovich
two
same thing
retired.
because he a
Listen, y'all
Spurs fan, but
underestimating
you
the
got to
fact that
remember they got the number
Greg
two pick.
Popovich retired as a coach. He went to become a general manager. His big move, he's going to get Kevin Durant, bro. Kevin Durant, it's going to happen. Be prepared.
Well,
Kevin
well
Durant too old, bro. Pop ain't gonna go get him with no
Not
real
too
capital,
old.
bro.
He's perfect for saying that's exactly what the Spurs need, bro. They have
But
the second pick. They got enough young
I've been
pieces.
hearing what Riz said.
I've
I've
been
been
heering
hearing a
Giannis
lot
too
about that, man.
Yeah,
because you
Giannis
got
yeah.
to
make
Telling
remember the
you,
Giannis
Spurs.
make
They
good
Giannis
love
make
defensive
foreign
I'm telling
plays,
players.
you.
bro.
The
Y'all
Spurs
remember
they
the
love those foreign players,
The
the,
and
play
N-
that's a
style
better
don't
fit.
work.
the
KD
Nah.
fits better
NBA
with the
got two
Houston
KD's a
major
better
Rockets.
fit for the
objectives right
Spurs than
now,
Giannis.
No,
and
Nick.
we watching.
KD's a
Yeah,
better
bro.
fit
What
in
y'all
It
saying
Houston.
ain't
right now?
KD is a better
because
fit in
what
Houston.
Wemby is basically like a version of Kevin Durant with his style of play. Not saying that he is, but
No,
similar.
no, he's not.
Giannis,
No,
he always attacked
no.
the paint, so Wemby gonna stretch
Yeah,
the floor
yeah.
for Giannis
Giannis
to
is
attack.
downhill. Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Giannis is
It
downhill.
fit better. Kevin Durant will fit better with the Houston Rockets because they're gonna
Yep.
get rid of Jalen Green. That's gonna be
Yep.
their
Yeah,
That's
go-to.
yeah.
exactly what
Fact.
they did, Mello.
Oh, he
I
fits
don't
well
know.
For
They
Houston.
might
Don't
get
get me
rid of
wrong.
I
Jabari.
mean, it could
Houston,
go your way too. I'm just going based off
Because
of how now I'm looking how it will play on the floor. But you know, at the end of the day,
Katie and Amin Thompson, Shane Goon, And what's my other dude?
Yeah.
Now I wish they
That's gonna
used
be a hell of a team.
Jabari Smith Jr. because bruh got a jumper,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they don't
Jabari,
give him
Hey,
enough
yeah.
hey,
minutes though.
336. You see what we did to the league, man? You see this? They gotta
Yeah, I
load
know,
up.
man. I ain't tripping.
They gotta load up. That's all that is.
I'm gonna just say this, man.
Yeah, I ain't
And
tripping, real.
and I talked a lot of shit about y'all guy, man. But I hated to see that happen to him, yo.
Nah, they got it out.
Well, and I'm a Laker fan, bro. I
And
never want to see stuff like that, bro. I feel
Yeah,
bad for Tatum, bro.
fans that was
yeah. Not
celebrating.
no Achilles,
That's a
bro, because your
bro.
Achilles
He
is like
was
your
balling
explosion and
on
shit. Yeah,
another level. That was one of the most complete Jason
that
Tatum
was one
games
of the
I've
best
seen,
games I
bro.
ever seen from Tatum,
I've
bro.
seen like
Like, yeah,
full all
yeah,
Guys, I'm
around
gonna
fact.
let y'all
the
know
shot
the
making, the
Cavaliers just choked.
defense.
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
Oh
let
yeah,
y'all know
Cavaliers
the
oh yeah.
Cavaliers just choked.
The
No,
Knicks
the
going to the
Cavaliers
finals,
didn't
baby.
choke.
The Knicks going to the
Donovan
finals.
Mitchell did what he
Pacers
always
in
do,
five.
choke.
I got the
Donovan
Pacers.
Pacers in
Mitchell is
five.
over.
Nah,
Donovan
Riz, come
Mitchell
on,
is
Riz.
over
Pacers in
fucking
Listen,
five.
rated.
guys. Listen, the NBA ratings were down. The NBA is better if the Knicks are in the finals. The refs
No,
and
it's
the
not.
league are gonna
Pacers
make
in
sure the
five.
Knicks
What
go to the
has the
finals,
Knicks
bro.
done in the past
I
34
mean,
games?
they're a big money
But
market
they're a
team,
big
and they haven't
market.
been in
Donovan
the finals
Mitchell.
since
The
'99.
Pacers,
So
bro, in the
They gotta
finals.
stop that.
Ew.
he talking
Donovan
about
Mitchell
I
is
don't
the
think
reason why
I don't
Cleveland
think they
chokes,
can beat
bro.
the Pacers,
ill.
bro.
Bro, say the Pacers ill,
I don't
but I
either.
get
It's
it
Ew,
though.
bro. Come on, dog.
I get
Really?
why you
it's
say that. I
not
mean,
as good
that's
as
French league,
they are.
but the Knicks would look better because it's New York.
I won't let
See
you, but
Spike and
Bro, Brunson
Harden
is a
Monet
gonna
at the
be
foul.
to
game.
three
wild,
three,
I get
bro.
but to three three
Wild.
six's point though, but to 336's point, the Pacers did bounce the Knicks out last year. We do got to remember this.
So the Knicks gonna bounce their ass out this year.
Yep.
Turn of our prayer play. Even swap, no
It's,
swindle.
I don't know, bro. They big on the perimeter, bro.
Man, they
Like
gonna get the
that
Knicks
shit
in
is
there.
gonna be different, bro.
Hey,
They not.
I just want
They
to
gonna
throw
get the
this out
Knicks in
there
there,
though.
dog. They
We
not about to
talking
let the
about
Pacers beat their ass 2 years in
we
a row.
talking about the Pacers playing the Knicks.
Yeah, the
The
Pacers
Knicks
about to
still
put
got
them
to
out
beat us.
again, bro.
The Knicks still got to beat us. We not done yet. I just
You a
want y'all to
Celtic
know.
fan, bro?
Oh,
Bro, y'all done,
absolutely.
bro. Y'all
Yeah,
definitely done with no Tatum.
bro,
The
what you
game
They
Like
mean?
they
with
it
they
ain't
Tatum,
over
they
yet.
okay. To be honest, the
with Tatum,
Celtics
y'all
are
had a
not
shot.
done. They
Without
got
Tatum, it's
enough
over.
players. The thing is, it's the way how they play. They
I
want to
don't
sit
think
there and
we
be a
can win a
jump shooting
title
team.
without Tatum, but I don't think the
Nah, this
Knicks
is
can beat us as currently
tomorrow
Y'all can
night
get this
is the
game,
Derek
but the
White
Knicks
show.
still gonna win it though, bro.
Yeah,
No
The
tomorrow
Knicks
night
gonna win
is
disrespect.
the
that, bro.
Derek White show. Everybody tune in.
Boston will
Yeah.
stretch it. They'll get it to 6 games. They'll win at home. They're not
I
gonna
Yeah,
don't
lose
need
yeah.
to
all
turn
three
into no
games at home to the
They'll get
basketball
it to
Knicks.
six. They're
But
not
conversation.
it's
gonna.
over in 6, bro.
and
They're
if
gonna
we
win the
get it
next.
to
They're
seven,
gonna
what
win the
y'all gonna
next
be
one for
saying?
Tatum. They're gonna win the next one for Tatum, and then it's gonna be over after that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. I ain't mean to turn this into no
Not
basketball
now. If
conversation.
No,
I'm
okay, so you
if
niggas
I'm
just predict the future
Missoula,
now. Y'all just know what's going on, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, you
Cause I
exactly.
niggas
mean,
don't know what's
shit is
going on
like,
in Boston.
I mean, with this hooping shit, it's kind of predictable now.
Nah.
Nah, if
All
I'm
right,
Missoula, I'm showing him the celebration that the Knicks fans was having when Tatum
Missoula
popped his
sucks.
Achilles. The-
Missoula
I'm showing
ass.
that
Oh yeah,
video
because
in the
they was
locker room.
Riz, you saw that?
I saw
I'm
it.
glad you saw that.
I saw
Damn,
it.
I
There was a
didn't even
whole
see
lot of
that,
there
bro.
was a
I'm
whole lot
showing
of
that
people out here
all
living
day,
it.
every day.
Wait.
There
336
was a
and
whole
Riz. 336 and Riz. Y'all saying that he popped his Achilles and they started celebrating?
Oh yeah, they were hugging each
there
other.
was a lot of people
Man,
that
it
was
was.
it's
Oh
a
Oh
lot of
damn,
yeah,
people
that's
still
disrespectful.
celebrating.
Yeah,
There's
That's
a
that's
lot
messed
of
up,
people
disrespectful.
bro.
still celebrating.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind of
Now we're
disrespectful.
dirty.
not gonna
Yeah,
see
that's
this
dirty.
dude till like
Yeah, that's super
27.
dirty. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You ain't
super
gonna see
dirty.
him
We're not
again
gonna
since
see this
in the
dude
next
till
2
like
years.
2027, bro. Cause he
Yup,
gonna miss
next
all
two
I'm,
next year
years.
more than likely.
It's not the recovery for me.
I'm
It's the
not.
injury because your Achilles is where your explosion and your lift and all that shit come from. He could come back, but I just hate that
No,
it was his Achilles. You know
it
what I'm saying?
happened
Yeah,
too late in
that
the
happened to
season,
Steve
bro.
Smith.
It happened too late in the season. He's out for next year for sure.
No, no,
Tatum
no, no,
and
no,
I
no,
was
no, 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 Nick.
listen.
I'm talking about eventually, but I just hate that. Okay, well, football and basketball is different, but we saw what happened to John Beeson after he popped his Achilles, right? Like he's an all pro linebacker. And,
That's a
yeah,
career changing
that's a
Yo,
injury,
career
bro.
Same thing
injury.
to
Yo.
Steve
well,
Smith.
Shout out to my boy Drew Free for that super chat. He
Yeah,
said
same
down
thing with Steve
goes
Smith. Yeah,
Yeah, but Nick, to that point
yeah,
though,
I didn't even read the super chat, y'all. God dang.
I thought you said down goes Cleveland.
No, Demetrius cut me off.
Oh,
God
my
dang.
bad, PPP. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah,
said the
yeah.
same thing. I
Nah,
thought you,
nah, nah. I didn't get it out. Yeah, they
oh,
paid
my
to get
bad.
this read, y'all. I gotta do that. Shout out
My
to
bad.
Drew Free, man. He said down goes Cleveland. Shout out to Drew Free for that super chat. Yeah, go ahead.
But
Donovan
Nick,
Mitchell, massive cheeks, bro.
hold on. But Nick, to your point though, right? That Tatum popped his Achilles on his non-dominant leg.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. He's a
You know what I'm
one-footed
saying?
jumper.
So
He jumps
he'll be
off his left
straight.
foot.
Yeah, so he'll be straight. You know, it's
You don't
just
think of him going
something he'll
for
miss a year.
a left-handed layup that he still got to jump off that right foot, bro. He still got to run up and
Right.
down that court.
Well,
Nah, you
yeah,
can
Still,
do that
that's
either way,
true,
bro.
but that's not
all
where he
right,
gathered all of his power from. You know what I'm
It'll
saying?
be
Like,
favored,
I
but it
got you.
doesn't prevent you from doing anything.
yeah.
Word.
You always
It,
still
It's
do-
favored.
really
it,
a
do-
weird NBA season. The
it, do-
Nuggets
it
need to
doesn't, it's
win
just
to
where,
stay safe.
that's just where your explosion and stuff comes from. So I hate it for him, yo. You know what I'm saying?
But
Word.
I do.
all this is gonna do, which I love, right? Is gonna put to bed the fucking Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown discussion. JB, you up, player?
Well,
You
hey,
up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this,
Hey,
man.
Riz, JB hurt
I'm,
this year,
I'm,
bro.
I'm,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
Derrick
I,
say
White
I
this
season.
no,
real.
I'm talking about next
What's
year,
up, Triple P?
36.
Hey, I'm gonna say this real quick, man. It's all about us. Shout out to you guys, man. We about to roll, man. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
live for 3 hours, 24
Warriors
minutes.
suck. Y'all
We'll see
losing.
y'all
Yeah,
tomorrow. Schedule
yeah.
release,
Hey,
baby.
yeah. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, man. We
What time?
live
What time is the
7:40.
schedule release?
All right,
PPP.
peace, y'all. Know what I'm saying, appreciate
Hey,
y'all
yo, y'all
jumping. Let me jump in the
subscribe to your
chat with
boy's
y'all
channel,
guys,
you
man.
heard?
Hey, facts, blood.
Yo,
Subscribe your boy channel.
hit my boy in the cash app right before it ends. Hey, yo, what time is the schedule release, PPP?
It's at 7:40, but I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Let me drop y'all real quick because y'all keep interrupting me while I'm talking. God dang. Let me yeah. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate them. But guys, we gone, man. I appreciate all the love, all the support, man, to the channel, man. Make sure that y'all come back tomorrow, 7:40. We live talking about the schedule. Y'all know what time it is, man. If y'all don't know, you're gonna find out, man. Y'all keep going, keep striving, keep pushing. It's your boy. We out.